Where's Harvey Weinstein when you need him? I guess you could say.
Well,
we're both thinking it.
I mean,
that's what we were talking about.
He's on his way back. He's on the big swing
Because
back.
he's innocent, Vito. Wrongful convictions. Voted up. Innocent. That was a bad, bogus trial.
Saved that for the voted up segment.
I'll be saying it for the rest of my life. My ban on Hollywood, my boycott's over. I'm back to seeing Hollywood movies.
The Weinstein trial is an interesting thing. Because, I mean...
Another innocent man railroaded by the system.
Well, he was railroaded, though, interestingly. Like, that was why his
He should be
case...
doing all the railroading. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, well, I'm not going that far.
It's such a huge load off, man. I feel like I can sexually
He's still in
harass
jail.
women again.
He's not getting out of jail.
Wait, what? Why?
Because he has 2 convictions.
What?
Did you not read the story at all?
Why would I read the story? I don't care.
His New York conviction got tossed out, but his California conviction is still on the books, so he's still in there.
Civil War.
Yeah, that's how that movie starts.
Yeah,
I saw that Civil War. No, I didn't see it.
So he's still in jail?
Yeah, he's still in jail, but I mean, he's halfway to getting out.
Because of which court? New York or California?
Because of California. California still has him locked up.
We got to get him out, guys. We've never been closer to
It's not
total women.
Total white boy summer. White boy summer does not kick off until Weinstein is free.
Harassment summer. See these cards?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw them up in the air. You got me, I got you.
I haven't gotten one of those cards yet. I saw you got them. So this is if I'm on the subway as a woman, which I am, I can go up to an individual and I can hand them my I'm worried about being raped card.
That's the woman card.
Right.
But then if you're doing the raping, you give them this card.
And you go, I'm good.
I got you. It's like
Yeah, I was going to say,
you.
like, that would be a good move is to just hang out on the train and just go up to women all day and go, hey, is that guy bothering you? And like kind of slip him the yellow card.
Hey,
and you go,
tuck this
I'm an
right
ally.
into your tits, right?
It's got my name written on the back of it, so it's got my number on there in case you.
All right, call me if the audio's off. Call me.
These are the new.
Call me if the audio is
This is Bart,
too
right?
loud.
Yeah, this
Call
is Bart.
Me.
So this is Oakland.
You can use them in any place where there's black people.
Well, this is my old stomping grounds. This is where that movie. Bart's got a lot of crime. Well, all of San Francisco's got all that crime, but they made that movie Fruitvale Station because. The Bart cops.
Fruitvale?
Yeah. Are you aware of that movie, Fruitvale Station?
No. Total male victory.
For the
Weinstein is
situation?
Free.
Well, he's halfway free.
Halfway free, bro.
It's actually, I mean, it is what happened in New York. Again, it's one of these things where they go, well, what did you do? And it's like, well, we just let a bunch of people come in.
That's when you're the defendant. You go, right?
No. He's talking about what did you do? What were the prosecutors allowed to do? And the prosecutors go, well, we just got a bunch of people to say that he's like awful and bring up completely unrelated stuff. Like one time, it was like the Curb Your Enthusiasm trial. You don't watch that show, but literally just bringing in character witness after character witness going, one time we went out for lunch and he didn't pay for my sandwich. And just like completely turning.
That was the last episode of Seinfeld too.
Yeah, exactly. It was just.
They did that again on Curb Your Enthusiasm? The
oh,
worst?
You don't even know.
Okay.
Yes. The final episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm, which recently aired, is
it's the same thing.
It's got a little bit of a twist, but I won't spoil it. You have to watch Curb.
All right, I'll watch that.
They do a twist on the Seinfeld finale, and they finally they say they redeemed it, but it's like, well, it's still really bad what you did on Seinfeld, but at least you
can't
did a little
it.
something.
You can't redeem it. All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Oh, yeah. Biggest problem in the universe.
Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe. The only show that ranks every problem in the universe from White Knight hysteria, the fake news cafeteria. That's not a good
rhyme at all.
Porco Romanaka, you suck.
Fucking fail.
I'm your host, Sick Matches, and joining me as always is Vito Links.
Wow, what a week.
Comedian. Big shot. Vito Gesualdi, who killed it at Josh Denny's show.
Opening for world-famous comedian Josh Denny.
Yeah.
One of 3 openers on
How'd
the
you
bill.
feel about that?
Well, I went, this might go... I don't know, I felt like... Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I do my act, like in the car when I'm driving around, right?
You do?
Well, yeah, you're practicing, so you, like, go over it.
Yeah.
And I go, man, this is funny in my head. I don't know if anyone's going to respond to it, but it works for me.
It did. It was great.
It went much better than I think that might be the most successful stand-up night I've had in ever.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that every joke was like 100%, but honestly, all the jokes that failed were the ones that I probably got to work more on that one. But the ones that I was like, if this doesn't work, I have no idea what I'm doing, and they actually worked, I went, all right.
What was the one that failed the most, do you think?
I don't know. It was hard to tell. I really wanted my Dave and Buster's thing to go a little harder, but I think I told it where I go, who would be the happiest man on earth? Obviously, the man who invented Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
So I looked him up. His name's James Corley Buster, and in 2023, he shot himself in the fucking head. So,
okay.
Well, the idea is it's
not
like
a joke, though.
Well, the joke is that man's entire life was prizes and skee ball and chicken wings, and he fucking killed himself. So how are any of the rest of us going to be happy?
You know what you got to do? Here's that joke.
Yeah.
At the end, play a slide whistle. There.
Yeah. It was a good lead into the Cosby stuff, though, because the Cosby lead-in got a big laugh. Did my Cosby stuff, did my Jared stuff.
The Jared stuff's great.
The Jared stuff was probably the best part. I don't think there was a part of the Jared stuff that did not land.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had a great time. I'm looking forward to that footage.
I saw some black women storm out.
Well,
when Josh Tenney started talking about how gay black people are because they're stealing empty purses.
Well, Josh, I know before we went into the show, he's like, I talked with him about what he wanted to do on the show, and he's like, I'm going to say the N-word once.
He did
it.
Under promise, and he over delivered.
Well, he said, I don't know if I'm spoiling this. He's like, well, when I was up there, I was kind of riffing around, and I found myself at a certain point of the joke, so I said the N-word again, and I think it worked just as well. I'm like, well, I'm glad you took
it. Always works.
It always works.
That's not the question.
And the question is whether or not the black women in the back of the room are going to walk.
They were already pissed off, though.
Yeah, well.
They weren't getting enough attention.
It was an interesting crowd, because some of the crowd was like our guys and his guys. Some of the crowd was like the local, let's go to the bar and get sliders, and there's going to be jokes.
There was 4 women sitting right in the front. I was like, come on.
There's a lot. There's more women.
What's the deal
than
here?
Expected. I noticed when Carl Spitale was doing his Morgan Freeman explaining how a transgender penis is made from a strip of your leg flesh rolled up into a tube.
Yeah.
The 2 blonde girls sitting next to me were like, "Is that really what they do?" And I went, "Yes, that is
talking
correct."
During the,
they were talking.
Is that really? Yeah.
They had a lot.
You really
to
had
say.
to get that out, huh?
Hey,
look at that. They never. There's some type of woman that never fucking stops talking during stand-up.
It's weird. It's like they're in their own little zone.
They just cannot have someone else get attention. It blows my mind.
Was Josh the one who was talking about Love on the Spectrum, that TV show or whatever? I think he was, right?
Yeah.
Because then they went, oh, my God, I love that show. And then had a 20-minute conversation next to me about how much they love Love on the Spectrum. And I'm like, he's still telling jokes. It's not just...
That happening once.
It's not, a comedian doesn't just stand up there to prompt you with conversation topics to then take away
this isn't Cards Against Humanity, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
My favorite one is Roland. And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, my God, I have no fucking idea. Just shut up.
That happened. I was at another show, and I didn't even notice, but I had my hand had crept up and strangled her to death. When I was in a similar situation.
That's a common problem.
Happiest
at
day
comedy
of my
clubs,
life.
Strangling women.
Anyway, good job.
Thank
and then
you.
the first thing you said when I said you should do this more is, why would I do that?
Well,
I just want to be maybe if I'm a headliner. I was like, okay.
That's not what I said. I didn't say that. Shut up.
You said something like that.
I did not say that. I said the problem is that, we're in L.A. So if you want to do stand-up, you end up going to all these open mics.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to hear a lady be like, well, the first time my father raped me was the happiest day of my... You're like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. And then my vagina was bleeding all over the place.
Yeah.
And there'll be a, bunch of... And then if you tell a trans joke, you get kicked out. You see Mr. Girl's post about he wants to do stand-up?
I didn't see that, no.
He said, I want to do stand-up, so I went to a local stand-up thing. And I said, are there any rules?
I did see this.
And the lady there said,
there's
no room for hate speech. You're not allowed to do hate speech. He's like, well, for example, would Dave Chappelle be allowed to perform here? And she's like, no. He's like, well, Okay. Then that means you can't do any jokes, basically. And then she said to stop asking me questions. I don't want to do your emotional labor.
Would Hitler be able to perform here?
Yeah.
I mean, why does he ask the things that he asks?
He wants to. If Dave Chappelle's level of comedy is not allowed,
then
comedy
no hate speech.
Dave Chappelle's the biggest comedian in the fucking world, probably. And if you can't do his act, then what can you do? Nothing.
He can't even do his act. He got fucking stabbed.
Have you ever been? You've been to like these open mics, I'm sure, at some point.
So a long time ago, yeah.
They're terrible.
Yeah, they're terrible.
They're terrible on multiple levels. Not even just boredom. It becomes cringe where you're like, oh, this guy's dying up there, and he does not have an act.
Yeah.
And then you'll go and die because there's no energy in the room because everyone is tired of listening to bad comedians.
You're right. I take it back. You shouldn't do stand-up. What's the point?
I don't know. I mean, there must be a way to do it. Do it as part of the live shows or something. It's fun.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
You ready?
Yes.
Guys getting in fights over women, Kermie.
Wow.
One.
Did you see the thumbnail I made for that episode?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's great.
You do a better one than me.
Time Vampires, number 2, Boogie.
Yeah.
I got 2. I'm hammering E-Celebs. That's
You nailed
why.
me. I mean, but I handed you that problem because that was basically my problem.
You should have done it.
Yeah.
But Boogie's dangling those
What was that thing
video games over your head. You can't talk shit about him. He's like Miss Havisham and you're Pip. Vito, come FaceTime me so that I may see your youthfulness. Vito, I bet you fancy my knees.
He still has not sent me a picture. He
Expectations
said he
Come
had
on.
3DS games, and he still hasn't sent me a picture of those. I know what you're doing. It was pretty good at the stand-up when you and Josh tried to take credit for my fantastic I Get Too Much Respect Rodney Dangerfield character, and I, of course, had to remind you that was basically my bit.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
You should write down things that you deserve credit for. Keep a list.
I deserve a lot of credit for a lot of things.
Let's see. Fake food freakouts. I don't even remember what that one was.
People who think food is plastic.
Yeah, and then religion in schools. Oh, man, you got... Was that negative? Oh, you got a big trouncerino.
I think it's because I put the word religion in it.
People are sick of your
If I just said Ron DeSantis' gay agenda, maybe I would have done better.
Oh, because he has those shoes. Yeah, if
What
you
is
would've
with
said,
that?
He's gay. If you would have said, he's not the kind of gay that is like partying and doing drugs and being cool and fun. He's the kind of gay that like just married a woman for some reason.
Yeah.
And had sex with her to make kids and then needs to wear high-heeled boots to live with himself.
If you're gonna so if the success
I'm in the Air Force or the Navy or whatever. Look at me.
Oh yeah, he was in the armed forces, but in like a really gay job, right?
Navy, I think.
Yeah, but he was like
He was
like
a JAG, I think.
I think he was like
was
a
he?
PR officer or something. I
get to wear a
made
white
the
suit.
pamphlets. He wasn't on fighting nobody.
DeSantis, you mean killing or fighting?
Anything.
Okay,
He wasn't
because
even
we haven't
piloting
been fighting anybody for a long time.
All right. Oh, he was a lawyer?
Yeah,
Was
he's a
that it?
JAG, Navy
Okay.
lawyer. Hi. I'm here to investigate the disappearing wieners on this submarine, boys. I'm Ron DeSantis.
I never watched JAG. I never.
Ooh,
is there a lot of lawyering to do every
You
day
look
in the
very
Navy?
anti-Semitic.
But wait, you gotta.
Yeah, they do a lot of murdering, so there's quite a bit of lawyering to do.
But what's the
Slavery and murdering is kind of their job.
What's the youngest you can become a lawyer? Like 26?
No, I don't think there is a.
Well, law school's what?
Has there ever been a
I'm
Doogie
saying, how
Howser
many
but a
years
lawyer
is law
show?
school?
Like a 15-year-old that busts everyone's
No,
balls?
because he would have to go to law school for like 4 years at least.
What if you just take the bar? You can still do that, or you can do that
There
now
are
in
some states where you can just take the bar. That's true.
That's a good show.
That's a good
Put
show.
that with your pizza show
Doogie lawyer.
next to each other.
Kid lawyer.
Kid lawyer, then Fat Pizza ripoff show with Vito.
Fat Pizza ripoff show. Shut up. You didn't know that show existed until somebody else
I read
brought
it in
it
the
up.
comments.
Just because other shows have involved pizza. What's that show? 3 guys, a girl, in a pizza place? Or 2 guys, a girl, in a pizza place? Pizza shows have existed.
Yeah.
Fuck, I was going to say something and I don't remember.
Malachi says, you come to me on the day of my wife's buffet, and the Vito Corleone voice was fucking gold. Breadman says, Dick's awful sci-fi sound effect was hilarious. Oh, did I Do I have that still?
I think that was the right button, but no.
Oh, no!
How do you lose these
There! Because I'm doing a lot of stuff
God.
in here, man.
It's a terrible transition.
You know what that sound means, right? Oh, if I press switch, look at that. Huh.
Oh, you have a switch on there that switches?
I guess I got to get rid of that, though.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not. I'm going to fuck that up mid-show, and I'll never get it back.
Yeah.
What? There. Okay. Fuzzy Butterball says the reason banks have woke people is because conservatives are too stupid and uneducated to work at the banks. Okay.
Interesting.
Nash Monty says Vito's take on civil rights is worse than actual racism.
How's that? Your take on civil rights is the worst one.
Get rid of them.
Yeah, exactly.
How's
Why
that?
am I the one
That's
taking
just
shit
normal
for this?
racism. Yours is worse than
Mine is worse because it's more steps.
I guess. I don't know. He didn't elaborate, which is exactly.
I
want
to keep some protections in place.
Visuous Yoa says, I feel so involved, Vito. Every time Vito says we, I like it, but I don't like that every time he says that I feel involved in some liberal shit.
Well, we're all doing our best.
Slam Jam, Vito, Jesus, what is your goddamn problem with ROM hacks? Pokemon has never been deep. What the fuck difference does it make playing fan projects that are straight up better than the originals over some subversive Unity engine-based piece of shit?
I don't know, man. How much harder? Pokemon is not a complex game to program.
What do you know about programming?
I know a little bit. I did a little bit of programming.
What'd you do?
I don't know. I took like basic programming in high school. I could make a character walk around a screen and trigger a random battle or whatever the fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
How much do you want to bet that you could
Not now I could do it. I'd have to refresh myself on the fucking syntax and
How
shit.
long would it take you to do that, do you think?
To what? To get a character to
get
walk
a character
up,
to
down,
walk
left,
around.
right?
Yeah.
A week. Less than a week.
A week?
Not even a week. A day.
No way.
A day to have a screen and have a guy press
Walking
up and
around?
Depends what you're using now. That's all like now. There's all these programs that it's built in. It's like ready to go.
Okay.
What do I gotta build it in? Like fucking Visual Basic?
COBOL.
I don't even know what that is.
Ivar says Vito's favorite chemical health drink, Prime, is facing a class action lawsuit as it had 3 times the amount of permanent cancer-causing chemicals in one drink compared to what you get from water in a lifetime.
But is that for the sports drink or the energy drink? Because they're two different things.
Oh. Do you know?
I think it's the sports drink because nobody drinks the energy
sure
drink.
About that?
Everybody goes, I tried the energy. Yeah, look it up. Check.
I don't know.
If it's the energy drink, I'm stupid.
Okay. What's the sports drink?
It's a big Gatorade looking fucking thing.
Just Gatorade?
Yeah, it's just Gatorade.
Well, it's paywalled, so I guess we'll never know.
It's got a picture. Oh, look, Prime Hydration. Yeah, that's the fucking that's the Gatorade.
Prime Hydration.
Yeah, that's
so
not
you're
what
fine.
I'm drinking.
Okay.
Unless it's got the same stuff in the energy drink.
You're drinking the energy drink.
I'm drinking the Prime Energy, not Prime Hydration.
All right, Ivar, you look fucking stupid.
Idiot. Fucking moron.
Not Smoke says, I think you guys are kind of dismissive of the buffet salad bar. The amount of control is great, and you can load up on develed eggs and minced bacon.
Where do you get deviled eggs in a
At
salad
a salad bar? No.
I've never
No
seen deviled
chance.
eggs at a salad bar.
The dressings are usually solid. Dressings? What the solid dressings?
That guy sounds
Are
way
you
fatter
homeless?
than me.
What
Nobody.
the fuck?
I have never once in my life said, "Hey, you know what? This
The
place,
dressings
the
are
dressings
solid."
are solid."
Ugh, they're just cream and
How many-
Thousand Island and Ranch.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Also, I'm a kind of guy where I pick a salad dressing and that's it. I'm a blue cheese guy. That's it. I'm not mix and matching my dressings.
How many mixes and matches are there?
Right. I might do Caesar if I'm doing a Caesar salad. I'll get a Caesar, and if it's like a light thing, I'll do like an oil and vinegar. But
Compared
are you
to
sampling? Like, are you mixing up all the
dressings are
the
solid.
The
They got
dressings are
the
solid.
selection on tap that they have here, compared to what restaurants charge for salads, you get your money's worth. Are you
Compared to
fucking
what
with me?
restaurants
What are you
charge for
talking
salads?
about? What restaurants charge for
Just
salads?
don't eat meat. It's way better for your like fucking budget. You're filling up on lettuce. What are you talking
Just
about?
get a salad.
Yeah.
Okay. User, I don't know, man. These past 2 podcasts have really made me not like Vito.
Good.
I'll still probably watch because I think he's kind of funny. But man, his weird animal abortion combined with his attitude with holding people's money hostage with refunds is something else.
I need to make this clear. Stop.
This is the double down PR that I've heard so much about.
Just stop trying to have a parasocial relationship with the funny guys who do the podcast. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like Dick.
Yeah, you have to like me.
Okay, sure, like Dick.
What do you mean? What's not likable about?
Just
don't put us
watch
together.
the show, and if the show's funny, have a good time. But like people go, oh, I really thought I liked Vito. I don't know you. You don't know me.
Can you say like
this doesn't matter?
Me?
You don't know
you
me.
Know me. This sounds like cope though, because in the beginning of the show, you were like, "I love you. I'll be your friend."
I'm very grateful to everyone who listens to the show, but we get into this weird fucking thing, which maybe I'll talk on more later, where people go, "Oh, I really thought Vito was going to lose the weight." It's like, who cares? It's my life. It doesn't affect you.
I thought you were going to lose the weight.
Well,
though.
I'm not going to.
Well, what am I? Should I go? Just like, oh, I guess that's it then.
Well, you maybe have like some vested interest, I guess.
Why are they not vested in your weight loss?
We know each other.
So what's the difference?
I'm just saying, it's this parasocial. This doesn't matter. Just live your life. If you don't like the guy on the podcast, go.
Then
I don't
what?
know. Go watch Mr. Beast. Everybody likes him. He doesn't have a fucking personality. He's never going to tell you to kill a baby.
He's got that trans person on though now,
that's
so people
true.
are like, I don't know if I like this guy.
Honestly, that's the funniest thing that ever happened to Mr. Beast, because the one time he has to confront anything real in that entire sphere. And I know Mr. Beast, when he found out his friend was trans, I know that he went, oh, God damn it. Because I can't just fire him / her. So now I got to deal with this shit. I know that because Mr. Beast only thinks about
got kids.
Yeah.
That's the best. Like, wait a minute. Wait, this isn't just you're going trans. All right. I mean, we'll deal with it. Are you going trans and you got fucking kids?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I got no opinion on that then.
I know Mr. Beast only thinks in dollars and cents, and he went, "Oh man, this is gonna make it hard to sell chocolate bars." So you can go get that. There's plenty of that out there. There's plenty of guys who are just going to go, "Hey guys, it's Goofy Gossip." And there's me, and I go,
walk your daughter down the aisle.
I have no morals, and I'm a big fat piece of shit, and I don't care. Stop trying to like me. That's not the show. That's it.
That's literally the show, though. You're just friends with people on the podcast. That's like
I
the
know
whole
that
point
there's
of
a
it.
level of that, but some people like got a little too in their fucking head.
I don't know.
Well, do you know? Because then it puts pressure on me, where I'm like, I got to be likable now. I got to be fun.
You should have that pressure.
No, because I'm not.
You're in entertainment, though.
I'm not
you
likable.
Should have that.
I know that I'm not likable.
You were. Then you're talking about aborting pigs and stuff.
I was not likable prior to that either.
You made me pro-life.
That good. So I've inspired.
And I hate people.
Okay. I'm not out. Look. There's also, guys, there's an element of like...
Are you doing a bit?
I don't know. You know what? See, then I don't want to spell out for people that some parts of the show, we might exaggerate things for comedic effect, but whatever.
So how do we know? Because if we don't like what you're saying, it's a joke. And if we
the only real thing, the only real Vito Gesualdi project is Super Killer, which ends next week.
Oh, fuck off. It ends next week.
It's
you
not
promise?
It's not the end of the fucking month yet.
I'm counting down.
Why?
Because then I don't have to hear about go to superkiller.org.
I didn't bring it up for months. I'm only bringing it up because it's the end of the campaign. And
how much has it gone?
It's going to be pretty good.
I saw you making stickers.
Yeah, those stickers are going to be great.
It's like...
Shona
Revolver.
That's the name of the
Revolver.
You haven't seen that? It's going to be the name of the publishing company.
Shota Revolver.
Shonen Revolver.
What's that?
Are you aware of?
Like a Ronin
stands for young boy revolver. Young man revolver. It's my young man comic company. And are you aware of Shonen Jump?
Isn't that revolver is like a metaphor for the penis?
Sure, maybe it's
like
just,
a little boy penis.
That's the company.
Is the name
it's
of your
little
company?
boy penis. That's the name of my company.
Wow. That's cool.
No, it is cool. It's what do you call it? It's like Shonen Jump is the premier comic magazine in Japan.
No, I didn't know that.
So what Dragon Ball Z and Naruto and all that shit, it's all inside Shonen Jump.
Okay.
And then there's a Japanese band called Shonen Knife, which you may have heard of.
I've heard of a band called Shody's Nuts.
Yeah, that's a good one, too.
Have you ever heard of them?
So
They host the Dragon Balls, too. Only 2 of them.
Well, I wanted to take Shonen plus a weapon.
Dragon Balls all over the place.
And then, of course, there's the Beatles album Revolver. There's a lot of different things playing into it.
All right.
That's my comic imprint, Shonen Revolver. And we may be publishing other people's comics under that imprint
Tony
as
from
well.
Hack the Movies?
Tony's not.
He got a big head comic where it's just trying to fit his whole, like a monster at the end of this book, but every page is Tony Peluso trying to fit his head in the page. And he's like, it's like a kid's book, right? Hey kids, my name's Tony. Hey kids, my name's Tony. I'm trying to fit my whole head in one page of this book. If you could help me out. And the next page, I almost got it here, but if you can see, my chin won't fit. Oh, that's too far, kids.
Well, maybe you guys could have a show, The Adventures of Big Head and Tiny Face, and see how that works out for you.
That's a good book.
That would be a good book. Hey, how's that silly pants skating routine coming along?
What?
Everyone keeps telling me to ask you about it. I'm just doing
everyone?
with a lot of
Unfunny fans. Talk about Parasocial.
All right, well, I'll leave. I'll stay away from the topic.
I was right about to start, but my Patreon went under $20,000.
It's under 20?
Yeah, and I just had a great bonus episode with Carl.
I saw that you did a bonus episode.
And I did a bonus episode of my show. So it's totally, I guess people don't want the skating routine. I was just about to do it.
Yes, he was right. I saw him lacing up the skates. I saw the skates.
I ordered some skates. The wheels light up when you go on them.
Yeah.
But that's fine. If people don't want it, they don't want it.
I like the recurring shitting on Tony's giant head segment. Because I know he watches the show. After the last show, he went, well, I was watching my favorite podcast, and
he's got to watch from one eye.
Then they devoted a minute to shitting on my giant Italian head.
Lance Balls says, Nerdrotic said that him attacking Mark Hamill's granddaughter was just a joke. Dude, that's literally what the Miss Piggy picture was, a joke, but you're still acting like a biatch over it.
Did you see Eric released the print numbers for Yaira? That's exciting.
Oh, wow.
He's finally understood when everybody's been telling him, stop
ordering?
Printing a bajillion copies. Just wait to get orders and then print the comic.
And now fire your friends.
And now, yes.
And then negotiate out of your warehouse lease.
Everyone goes, man, Vito and Dick have been trying to destroy Eric's business like by giving him advice that he eventually follows after arguing with us about it for 6 months. Yeah.
And then forgive your father for leaving you. That's pretty high on the list. That's pretty high. That's the 12th step in the admitting Dick was right process.
Settle that dumb lawsuit. Stop overprinting, and now fire your friends and
forgive your dad.
Get a smaller warehouse
for leaving you,
and dump all that extra product on.
Drop that fake accent. Hibbity dibbity, Jeebus Cleavers. Here we go down in the river.
You can't take away a black man's fake accent. That's how all those guys get where they're going.
I've read the news. I could take away whatever I want from
black men.
Yes, I didn't want to say it.
Well, that's how it goes.
Rand Dazel says, I think Vito and Dick's political disagreements are actually the greatest strength of the show. Well, thank you very much. I'm sure you'll have.
I would say that is one of the strengths of the show.
That's all I got for comments.
Well, that's great, because I have a very exciting segment I like to call Vote It Up.
George is on a vacation far away. The biggest problem isn't over. So many problems I want to say. Vito likes the boys a little bit younger. I just want to vote it up tonight.
I was waiting to see how he was going to make that work.
Yeah, me too.
You just gotta vote it up tonight.
That is the most low-energy version of that chorus I've ever heard.
You guys gotta tell me which parts are AI when you send in songs.
Oh, yeah, the last one was AI, and it sucked.
I'm not... Tell me if the lyrics are not AI, I'll play it. But if the whole thing's AI, I don't
A lot of guys have been like, hey, I made a new AI song. I'm like, well, we're not going to play that.
I know it's AI because I'll open the DM and there's 50 songs. Hey, check this out. Hey, check this. Hey, check this out. Hey, check. All right.
Not to call anybody out, but I said, oh, somebody's got to make "Here's to You, Mrs. Nerderotic" in the style of what do you call it, Garfunkel and Oates.
Okay.
Here's to you, Mrs. Nerderotic.
Yeah.
And somebody went, I did it, and they sent me an AI song that's like Mrs. Nerderotic on a boat, and I'm like, no, you've completely missed the point of what I was trying to do. Like, what? You said it should be that song. They're like, isn't that exactly what you wanted? I'm like, no, I wanted like a parody. Whatever. Guys, welcome to Vote It Up, the segment where we revisit past problems.
Let me talk to you. You know, like, can I talk to you for a minute? Come over here. Separate from everyone else.
I won't call him out by name, but I was like, you have failed the assignment drastically. This is completely not what I wanted.
That's the worst thing about AI songs. It's like AI art. You can just look at it and discard it right away. With the song, I'm like, ugh.
Is this going to be good?
It's going to take me 20 seconds to figure out if this is AI, man.
And then you get into it, and it doesn't make any sense. This is the segment where we revisit past problems and put them in a new light. And Dick, if you can bring up my Twitter real quick, I've got 2 stories.
Sure.
Here. Now, this is going to be an interesting one.
Vito's Twitter.
From all the way
Vito
back in
Vito
bonus episode number 7. So that would have been the first year of the show. That's like 2-3 years ago almost. All right, here, I'll try to find it. I got a number of things here. Okay, this is going to be a clip. Okay, so the problem from a bonus episode number 7 was the fear of drag.
Yeah.
This is the idea.
That turned out to be right?
Well, they've gone
drag?
way too far. Yeah.
Who's gone too far? The child molesters?
I mean, there still needs to be like some understanding of like, listen, some drag is just fun and it's not a big deal. But
not for the audience. None of it's fun for the audience.
You can have a fun drag show.
Have you ever been to one?
No, because, you know, I mean, if it's men pretending to be women, the problem is that they're not trying to offend women. They're trying to be women.
That's a big problem. Let's throw our own drag show.
If we did a drag show.
Everybody look at me.
Yeah, like, why are there no videos of like drag queens trying to change a tire and like failing and getting grease all? Oh my God! Yeah, that would be
What's
good.
he doing at the best drag show that's ever been done in history? How come there's no jokes?
And now on stage, the menstrual cycle. That'd be good. A drag queen.
Why am I so bloated?
Well, this story hits close to home for me because a recent.
What's your drag name? Huge cunt.
It's pretty good.
Wow.
I don't know how you ever got kicked out of UCB with this kind of material.
They loved it. They loved this shit when I was there doing Tournament of Nerds every fucking month. They ate it up.
Can I get a suggestion? Drag queens. Women. All right. Well, maybe we should make it happen. A video of the
no kids molested either.
No kids got molested.
Guarantee you.
Well, that's a good
At
track
my drag
record.
show.
Hold on.
Sorry,
I want to set it up. A video of the Queer Story Time for Palestine event was organized by the Valley Families for Palestine group at the Northampton Center for the Arts in Amherst, Massachusetts, my hometown.
Oh,
Although, actually, I guess I should point it out that this story from Fox News got it wrong. Why would this be in Amherst, Massachusetts if it's at the Northampton Center for the Arts? You retards. This is clearly Northampton, Massachusetts, which is a few towns over. But this made perfect sense. Somebody sent this to me, and they said, wasn't this where you used to live? I went, yep. This is the exact kind of reason I fucking left. Because this shit was going on.
You know this guy?
I probably do. I don't know. I don't know is their non-drag thing. This is the drag queen known as Little Miss Hot Mess, who is going to give these kids an inspiring...
No.
We're going to inspire these kids.
Okay, go for it.
Let's inspire them.
Today what we're going to do is we're going to shout, Free Palestine. Can I hear that? Free Palestine! If you're a drag queen and you know it, shout, Free Palestine! If you're a drag queen and you know it and you really want to show it, you're a drag queen and you know it, shout, Free Palestine! Excellent.
Okay, here's what we're going to say. This person has no stage presence. I I could do a better job of yelling and getting kids to do gay stuff than this fucking person.
Supporting Palestine gay?
They're not even doing like a fun drag voice. You got to do like the big drag. You got to go, okay, kids, today we're going to chant free Palestine.
That's a gay voice, though.
That's basically what they're doing. What is a drag voice if not that?
It's not. No, it's not gay.
Okay, boys.
Okay,
it's got to be like a lady voice.
Yeah, it's like a lady
I guess you don't want
voice.
to talk to kids that way, though.
No, I don't want to be doing any of this with kids.
Well, all I know is if anybody wants to know what it was like.
How the fuck are the parents just sitting there with little hot penis?
Well, because what happens in this town that I grew up in is that all these little shitheel liberal families, and half of them are like college professors, because again, there's like 50 colleges everywhere.
Okay.
And they go, well, oh my God, there's going to be a drag queen speaking to, again, this is the Valley Families for Palestine. So this is some sort of group that my retarded hometown put together because they have to be obsessed with anything that's going on.
Yeah. Do they have Jews out there in your town?
Yeah, but they stay
not as much as they do out here.
Yeah, no, they don't really.
Yeah, that's the
not
difference.
a lot of Jew stuff going on.
This is white liberals with Jews, Hollywood.
Yeah.
Without Jews, you got whatever.
It's a lot of wasps.
Shit
There's
is.
a lot of wasps. I'll tell you that right now. Knew a couple Jews, but mostly wasps. And yeah, they would just put together. Again, my hometown has reparations for black people. A tiny little fucking college community, and they go, "We need reparations."
How do you get them?
I guess they just tax you, and then they give
Free menthols?
Yeah, you free menthols. You go and you pick them up at the community center.
Drop a penny, leave a penny. Stack of menthols at every gas station.
No, they don't even give them to individual black people though. They use them to like fund like black events or something. You're like, that's cheating.
Prisons?
They use them to fund the prisons.
I heard on the radio today. I was driving to the UPS box and. They were reading the news, and they were like, Biden's delaying the menthol ban in the hopes to not upset black voters. And I'm like, did a newsman just say that? That's extremely inappropriate.
It is true, though. That is what's going on.
But
yeah, Biden should have not done. Look, man, we need the black vote. Let them keep their fucking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is Fear of Drag, currently number 647 with 278 down votes. So you all apparently hate the drag queens, and I understand it. The second one, and this is a terrible one.
I'm afraid of them. If I see one popping out of a bar, I'm like, we're out of here. They're about to bust into a 4 hours you'll never get back.
I think the problem is, I think there were like when it started, there was probably some drag queens that it was fun, and then everybody started doing it.
Now it's just karaoke.
Yeah,
and black guys twerking. Like, this isn't drag. This isn't funny. There's no like vaudeville humor here. It's just gratuitous.
Yeah,
sexuality.
It's the lack of a lot of these problems with entertainment come down to lack of effort. I mean, we're talking about the terrible open mics, the stand-up. It's like guys aren't putting in the effort, and I think a lot of these guys they go, "Well, I just dress up as a lady. That's funny, right?" It's like, no, you got to do like stupid lady stuff, you know?
Yeah, something
like, I don't know. Well, they're fucking it up. This problem's terrible. I don't know why I brought it in, but somebody suggested it. Is from episode 73, Adam Sessler was the problem. And now our good friend Adam Sessler has unfortunately been driven off of Twitter after Adam's been fighting.
Social media suicide.
He social media suicided. He deleted his Twitter account. I don't know if it will be back. Adam Sessler tweeted this and got a lot of flack for it. He says, I had an epiphany talking about these Palestine protests. He's very pro-Israel. I believe Adam Sessler is a Jewish gentleman, which is great. He says, I had an epiphany. These protesting kids are pretty much Trump voters. They sure as shit ain't voting for Biden. So I feel towards them like any Trump voter. Fuck them. If the cops bust their teeth in, fine. At the end of the day, they hate me and wish me harm, not wringing my hands. And then he got called like a genocider. People were calling him a genocidal scumbag, so then he changed his username to Adam Genocidal Scumbag, and they said, you know what, I'm out of here, fuck this shit. And I get it, Twitter's a cesspool, and look, we love Adam
Zionists
Sessler.
are taking a lot of hits online.
Zionists are having a bad time these days.
They're trying to talk their way out of it. It's not working for some reason.
Yeah,
why is this working? Come on, they're like Trump. They hate me, and the cops bust their teeth out. Guys, who's with me?
What's
Guy
going
getting
on?
an Oscar. Actually, I'm Jewish. Fuck Israel. No. Come on, guys. We're all friends here.
It's a complicated situation.
Don't you hate Muslims like me?
There's good points on both sides. But unfortunately, Adam Sessler has left Twitter. We'll see if he comes back. Hopefully, he said he'd come back on the show at some point. We want to get him back. He's currently number 195 with 326 upvotes, so the audience believes he's a problem. Why don't you consider voting it up? And
well, if there's Zionists in the audience...
Again, I think that's another problem of mine. Expecting Jews to not be Jews. That was my problem. What do you think Adam Sessler's going to say? Come on.
Say that a little slower for me, please.
Vito likes his boys a little bit younger.
Shonen Revolver.
Shonen Revolver.
Give me that Shonen Revolver,
That's
kid.
a cool logo. You see that logo?
You've posted like a billion different versions of that logo.
Yeah, but that's the good one.
What's it for?
It's going to be like on... Okay, like when you get an Image comic, it has the Image comic logo on it.
Like an eye?
Are you asking me to tell you what the Image logo is? Yeah, it's an eye.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, when you buy a comic...
Like DC, it's like
yeah,
DC.
Exactly. It's like the DC Comics logo would go on every DC comic.
Is the magazine going to have it?
Well, if I do a...
Are the plushies going to have it?
The plushies will not have it.
How do I know it's a genuine Shonen Revolver fleshlight if it's not a...
The tags for the plushies were manufactured before. I think it does. It might say Shonen Revolver on there.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
My problem is...
Don't fuck with my fucking logo. That's a great logo. You need a unifying brand identity.
You know how I made my Dick Show logo?
Your website sucks. Your branding sucks. Look at our... Okay, see how our overlay has, like, the nice logo for the show and each of our names? And you go to the Dick Show thing, there's, like, this MS Paint thing of, like, your fucking head.
I just took I went to Font Finder and put the Patreon font in, and then I just typed the Dick Show.
It looks like dog
So people
shit.
would think about Patreon when they saw my...
You see how nice our
Dick
thumbnails
show.
are, and it's got us cut out, it's got the logo.
My
and it's
thumbnails
like a
are
whole
great.
Thing. I don't even see your logo thumbnails anymore, because your show's not on YouTube anymore.
Oh,
Do you put thumbnails on the Rumble?
No.
So what are you making thumbnails?
I like Twitter and stuff, you know, it's just zazzy.
It's just sassy.
And then Patreon took, like, you can't put thumbnails on there anymore either. Like, why did you do that? Why did you take the thing off?
Well, it'll auto-load the YouTube thumbnails. It doesn't auto-load the Rumble ones if you embed them.
It might. I just hate using Rumble so much I don't want to go back and put them on. It's so
I
annoying.
think you're shitting on my level of effort when you're like, oh,
too
I
much.
just do. It's not too much. It's the
I will
correct
shit
amount.
over too much effort more than
I'm going to say
no
that
effort.
it is the right amount of effort, and frankly, there's other guys making stuff that aren't putting in enough effort.
Who?
I don't know. I'll say Eric July is
that was an easy one. Who are you
no,
thinking
no.
about?
What I'm
going to say.
I was going to compliment Eric July. I like the spines on his books. They look good.
Oh, okay.
So whoever's doing the graphic design of that at least nailed that part.
Oh.
And he's got that little flag in the top right that tells you which number it is.
Amazing. Did he leave enough room in case he gets, like, you know?
Well, the problem is that
figure.
sometimes he doesn't always put the flag on the cover. And I go, you've established a branding standard. You got to run with it on every issue. You can't not use it on some. ISOM, it's ISOM, and then in the top right, there's a 1, right?
I guess.
And then ISOM issue number 2 should just say ISOM with a 2 in the top right.
Squared. ISOM squared.
And he does that for some of
ISOM
them.
cubed.
But some of them, it says ISOM with a big red 2 next to it. I'm like, well, ISOM 2 would be like...
ISOM 2, the sequel.
Yeah, that would be like the second arc. But you're still in ISOM 1 Part 2. You're not in ISOM 2. You're in ISOM 1...
Part 2.
Act 2.
First Blood. ISOM First Blood.
So I'm very upset.
Part 1.
The ISOM 2 logo. I went, what are you doing here?
Okay, you're not going to have any of these issues, right?
No.
Because you're never making a second comic? Is that...
I'm going to be making like 12 comics. It's going to be great. No one believes me, but you're going to see.
No,
you're gonna
one
see.
believes you.
You're going to see. Once I knock... Look, right now, this is all groundwork, and it's getting knocked out.
And then what?
And then I never have to do all this stuff again. It's all already ready to go. All the templates are set up. All the stickers are ready to go. All the plushie designs will be ready to go. If I want to make more in the future, I know exactly which vendor I can go to and how I can get. Right now, I'm negotiating with like 12 different vendors and whatever else, getting it all knocked out.
Okay.
It's going to be turnkey operation.
I can't wait. My problem is UFO conspiracies, I guess.
What are you, a skeptic?
Because I don't like to say skeptic because that makes people think that UFOs aren't retarded and aliens and stuff. Skeptic is like, you can be skeptical of something, but I'm like, what's a word for like dismissive, but with like condescending dismissive.
Sneering,
That's what I am.
Sneering hatred.
Sneering, hateful, that's
disdain.
Not skeptic though.
Right.
Because skeptic will like listen and wants to argue with you about it.
You want to like hurt these people for how stupid they are.
I'd like to pull a rope and they go, Pew! I saw Tucker Carlson.
And then somebody takes a video of it and they go, hey, what the fuck is that thing flying there?
Tucker Carlson's on Joe Rogan, after the COVID people and liberals are going, COVID people shutting down the world and wearing a mask is totally scientifically retarded. Yeah, and then like we really got the man-woman thing. Man, you got to pay attention to the science, right? Of the man-woman thing. Men can't be look at the science of the ladies
bones.
Having a fist fight with a man, just getting her skull crushed. That's science. It's gametes and shit. Oh yeah, we're gonna own science, right? And
the right's gonna own science.
The right's gonna own.
That's their new thing.
Finally, we're gonna own science. Finally. Fucking liberals have been queering up the science for 50 years. We're going to take it back. And then what does he go? He goes, well, I mean, evolution's not real. And, for no reason. And,
there's a reason.
Aliens are here, and they're not even aliens. They're spiritual aliens.
Oh, that's exciting.
I said, well, I guess that was fun, guys.
You got a good team there, my friend.
We had a good team. We had a good year and a half with the science on our side, and then someone wanted to talk about shit that's more retarded than horoscopes and witches put together.
I was getting lectured by Doug Tenaple about why evolution isn't real.
Why?
Because
it's real. Just in case anyone's been confused or bamboozled for any reason, it's real, and you can see it from zero to nothing.
I had to argue with Mike S. Miller about dinosaurs only being 6,000 years old, and I went, can you guys
that's retarded.
Mike S. Miller, comic artist, was like, well, you look at this, they found, because apparently they've been finding dinosaur bones that have like the faintest amount of soft tissue still left inside them.
Now, a skeptic would want to know more.
Yeah.
And, figure out how you came to this.
That's incredible.
Idea.
Wow, soft tissue inside the dinosaur bones.
Let's figure out how you got there. But I just want to go, retard, shut up, retard.
The only explanation is that they're only 6,000 years old.
We're this close to getting
you're never going to own science.
Trump's talking about taking away the power to change interest rates from the Federal Reserve, and you guys are talking about UFOs for no reason. There's no reason to be talking about UFOs except to appeal to your dumbest pay pigs.
I mean, I've always said that about the Republicans, is you're like, I get you guys.
What don't you guys believe?
Well, I get it on the fiscal policy. I'm like, yeah, you're right. We got to tighten down the hatches.
We don't believe in guys sucking dicks. Like, okay, what else? That's it.
And then it's like, yeah, we got to do something about all these UFOs. And you're like, well, now I feel like you're joking around about the other stuff, too.
What's happening with the UFOs? The government's covering them up. Why?
Just because it would blow our minds.
Why are they doing that?
It's like, I think my mind's been...
You could imagine.
The second we started letting people sew penises onto themselves, my mind was already properly blown, right? If you told me aliens exist, I go, well, I think we're already past the Rubicon on that one.
Yeah, do you see the guy from the UFO place said that the government knows more than they're saying. The government guy said that the government's lying? Wow.
Fascinating.
That's crazy, man. Let's go storm in there. Let's bust Harvey Weinstein and these aliens out.
It's always just like the best. All the UFO videos are just like, there's a thing in the sky and it's going doodly doodly doodly.
How do you explain this? You're a retard. That's how I explain it.
I've seen a million Hollywood movies. Aren't they supposed to be shooting a big laser at some point? If there's no big laser, it's just a little thing going doodly doodly. And wouldn't they do something like, wouldn't there be like a bunch of them doing like a bunch of cool doodly, like little...
Men can't get pregnant. You can't travel thousands of light years through space. That's the but you can imagine. I can't. That's the problem.
You bring up a good point. If you were a UFO and you travel...
Why do men have nipples then, dude? That's closer than UFOs flying around through space.
If a UFO can travel billions of light years across the galaxy... Why do they got to come down to the surface to do like shit? Can't they just use scanners or probes or
computers?
Something? Yeah, or computers.
Back where they are.
Can't they just have a camera? Go like, all right, well, we'll just send like a little drone down and we'll go around.
I don't know.
They're gonna send a whole ship down to float around for no reason.
I don't know. It drives me nuts every time. Every time they talk about it.
Yeah.
They're like, because you can't make fun of them for their Jesus shit. Because they're like, well, we're serious about this. How dare you? We're serious
really
about
not
these
allowed to
beliefs.
talk
We're serious.
about
Okay, all right. So
I lose
get
every
it.
episode because of the Jesus shit.
Okay, Jesus shit's cool. All right. Yeah, you know, God stuff. Yeah, makes you feel better about death. Okay, fine. Okay. We also believe in aliens. Then what's the Jesus shit? No, that's serious.
That's serious.
What about the alien shit? That's just like believing in stupid shit for fun.
Well, I don't know.
Really?
That Blink-182 guy was like all dead serious about it. You know that guy?
No. Serious about what? Aliens?
Yeah, he
Not interest rates?
He funds a bunch of like UFO research or whatever.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know, just like a bunch of guys
See
going
UFOs
around.
today? No. I mean, I guess, yeah, because I don't know what any of this is.
Well, all these UFO guys, they always do this thing where they go, well, I just, I was visited by some guys. And you go, what do you mean? It's like, well, just some guys from a certain, I'm not going to say the government, but maybe the government.
Oh, yeah.
And
how'd that go?
They just said, you're real close. And then they left. And you're like, okay, who was it? It could have just been a guy in a suit showed up at your house and said that to fuck with you, as far as you know.
None of that happened.
I don't think that happened.
None of that happened.
Well, anytime you hear a story like that, you're like, well, there's going to be some level of extrapolation out from what actually happened.
But there's not.
Yeah, which is you went drinking with a cop, and he's like, yeah, I think aliens are fucking real. And you went, well, all right.
He heard that made-up bullshit story and just retold it for attention.
Joe Rogan. I think Joe Rogan is a big alien guy, right?
Another retard.
Yeah.
And I don't know if these guys are like pretending to be retarded to get big followings, or they are retarded so they have the big followings.
It seems like a boredom. It seems like these are guys who don't know that you can just go play video games. Like,
yeah.
What am I going to do today? Maybe I'll obsess over stupid, retarded videos of shit doodling around in the sky. It's like, you could just go play like Call of Duty, spend your time that way.
Okay, that's fine. Can you not go on Can you not go on places and talk about it?
Yeah.
Can you just like pretend to be serious for?
I mean, people fall for everything. That's the thing is like, don't you have to realize after the number of fake videos that are going around? I still have people retweeting that video where I yell at a lady to get out of the way of a landslide, and they're going, yeah, that guy was really there. That was a good video. And I still see that getting like, it'll go viral like every now and again. And I'm like, I should have fucking watermarked that. I'm an idiot.
1 in 10 Americans report that they have seen an unidentified flying object. Okay, so
what's the most spooky paranormal thing that ever happened to you?
Nothing. One
time I was at my house and I opened me and my sister were hanging out and I opened a cardboard box.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like pop. And like what I don't even remember what was in it. And me and my sister were like, what the fuck was that? And then we looked and there was like something from like Best Buy in the box.
Yeah.
And then we were both really freaked out.
What was it?
I don't know. I would assume it was
alien.
Like, I want to say it was
an alien booby trap, like Jokey Smurf. Is that what it was?
There wasn't like any like. I would say it would make sense. It was one of those like packing like things burst, but there was nothing in the box other than like a video
pop?
game. Yeah, it just went like pop, and we're like and we're like freaked out,
like
and we
Rob
couldn't figure out what it was.
And
I'm like,
Step Brothers?
Maybe there was a ghost in the box or a UFO or something.
Could be a ghost in the box. I've heard of that.
Maybe like air built up in there. I guess that would
maybe
make
that
more
little
sense.
the video game made a
maybe.
Pop. I was dating this girl. The most supernatural thing I've ever. I was dating this girl, and after a while, when she wasn't around, I found myself thinking about her. Which had never happened before and had never happened since.
Wow, that's spooky.
Usually around women, I don't even think about them when I'm around them. But
No.
I was thinking, so it must have been some sort of alien or curse.
Alien mind control, perhaps.
Probably. 4 times as many Americans believe in UFOs, so 42%.
Which country believes most in UFOs, I would wonder?
The most attention-seeking attention whores, which is America.
Probably America.
Or maybe Mexicans.
Well, I was going to say Mexicans, it seems like that.
Yeah. Except their aliens are like
their aliens
retarded.
are fun. Yeah.
It's like an alien train.
You ever drive through Roswell?
Alien dog. Like, what the fuck, an alien dog?
You ever go through Roswell?
I think so.
You go to the Alien Museum in Roswell?
No. I would be too outraged.
They had a bunch of like celebrity photos, and I always remember it was like the T-Mobile guy, and he was like, "The truth is out there." The T-Mobile guy.
Who was that guy?
I was
that
like,
gay guy?
To put that, yeah, the guy who goes like, "Are you there? Or can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?" I was like, "You put that on the celebrity wall." The "Can you hear me now?"
Pretty
guy.
cool, actually.
Yeah,
I'd rather have him on than any of those
legitimacy
celebrities you were talking
if
about.
the "Can you hear me now" guy believes. How could you not?
3 in 10 report that they have woken up from sleep with a strange presence in the room. So
that's just what do you call it though? That's sleep paralysis.
1 in 4.
That shit's real scary when you don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's aliens.
Should be. Maybe
1 in 4 have seen or believed themselves to have been in the presence of a ghost. So more people believe in UFOs than twice as many believe in UFOs than ghosts.
I'd say the worst guys are the guys who reinterpret the Bible using aliens, and they go, the lights that appeared when Jesus was born was actually Xanatar 5 and the Galaxizoids. And that when it says that they gave him myrrh, what they actually gave him was the Enigma chip that allowed him to transcend to level 5.
And the pyramid shit.
The pyramid shit.
Real people couldn't build those pyramids. Yeah, they could. I promise you. Give me.
Well, it was always funny that my roommate,
football team and some 6-packs. We'll build you pyramid.
My roommate was a real conspiracy theorist guy.
Yeah.
My Jewish roommate, he was a big pot smoker. He was smoking a bunch of pot.
What kind of conspiracies was he?
Well, he was watching all those fucking ancient aliens things. He was like, "Oh man, you ever wonder like how they built those pyramids? Maybe it was aliens." Like, no, it was us beating you guys with whips. So you'd push those fucking rocks into place, asshole.
Jews.
The Jews, yeah. Those are the real aliens.
The real Jews.
Before the aliens took over and made themselves the new Jews. And then started taking over the world secretly from their seat of power in Israel.
So I guess
as they call it, Starbase Xanthar 9. Oh, fuck! All right. That's my dream.
So I guess the same amount of people believe. I guess it's just ghosts for men.
It's horoscopes for men. It's aliens.
Yeah. That's my problem. I know it'll get voted down, and then people
Why,
will
you think
tell
we got a
me
bunch
about
of UFO guys in the fucking audience?
40% of everybody believes in them, loves them.
Anything you think could have been done by aliens, just pause to consider that it might have also been done by Jews. That's all I'm saying.
That's a good motto.
They have equal amounts of power and are equally sneaky. Dick, you got any of these smart devices in your house?
Yeah, I hate them.
Yeah, so there's Amazon Alexa. There's a Google Home. Isn't there another one?
The Google one sucks.
The Google one does suck.
Siri.
Oh, Siri from Apple. They sent me a free Google Home, and I never plugged
Me too.
it in.
I tried it for a little bit, but it's like
It's not good.
dog shit. And
Yeah.
I hate Google.
Well, my problem is you would think that Alexa, being a thing that has been around for like a decade now and is like in a billion homes collecting data infinitely on how people are using the device.
Gets worse.
You think it would, you think it would be like functioning perfectly by now.
No.
And it's just the most retarded piece of technology I've ever interfaced with, where all the decisions it makes in response to my voice commands make no fucking sense to me at all.
No. I know.
Okay, so I'll be like, well, I have one of these Amazon things. Mine has a video screen, okay?
Oh, my. You fell for one of those?
Yeah, well, actually, it's pretty good. I mean, it sucks because they lost, because they were fighting with Google. You can't get YouTube natively on it anymore. So you have to, like, browse to YouTube, and I don't think Netflix is on there anymore. Because, again, it's all this, like,
They're
fucking
just
tug-of-war
such
bullshit.
cocksuckers.
Yeah.
Infinity money, and you just cannot use any of your shit.
Yeah, it sucks. You're like, can I just put Netflix on there? It's on literally everything else I own. Well, no, because we want you to watch Amazon Prime Video.
Yeah, but
I paid you for this, and I'm letting you collect my voice data 24/7.
It's not enough.
It's not enough. We can't.
Okay.
We don't want to pay them for that. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll watch Amazon Prime Video, which of course now has ads on it, but that's a whole other fucking problem.
Oh yeah, that just started.
Yeah, all these fucking things that were like, oh, this is great streaming. It won't have ads, and they're like, I mean, you knew we were gonna fuck you at some point, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I like watching Invincible.
Over and over.
Yeah, it's something to put on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if I'm cooking and stuff, I don't want to watch a new thing because I can't pay attention to it.
Okay.
So I just want like some background noise. So I'll go Amazon, play Invincible.
You have a kitchen TV?
It's like a little device. It's not big. It's like a little thing.
It's like a 50s.
What's wrong
like
with
a
having a
Fallout.
kitchen? You have your kitchen is connected to your living room, and you have a giant fucking TV
I mean,
up
I
there.
don't know. You're
what are
watching
you
like
talking
a little
about?
tiny TV in your
I
kitchen.
just glanced
'cause you
over at
can't-
it. You have a giant flat screen in your fucking kitchen living room connected bullshit.
It's a floor.
You're telling me you turn the TV off when you're cooking, because you don't want to be bothered.
No, but I've had a kitchen. I didn't have a little TV in it.
You would not take out your phone and like put something on your phone while you're cooking.
I can listen from the other room.
You're a moron. Shut up. This is fake.
How much
coming
do you need?
down on my
What
shit.
it's like this big, and you're playing Invincible on a screen that's this
It's
big.
like putting it on your phone. I'm mostly listening to it.
You
I'm
have one
not
in the
looking
shower?
at it. No, I
You
don't have one in the
TV?
shower.
Do you want one? Oh, damn.
I've looked into shower TVs. But
How come
no.
you didn't get one?
They're not good. They're very expensive.
Oh.
Because they have to be like super duper waterproof, airtight, whatever.
Oh, okay.
So the steam doesn't get in them.
Okay.
Oh my God. Anyway, I'm just putting on a little something to listen to, and I go, Amazon.
You should just put like a CRT on your shower. You should just put like a CRT.
I'll just put a CRT
screen.
in there. That would be good. I'll be like that guy in the Truman Show who's watching TV in the bathtub the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they keep cutting away.
That guy was cool.
There's a supercut of just that guy, and then I read an interview with the guy talking about how they filmed his tub scenes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bathtub guy from the Truman Show is surprisingly interesting. I like this. Anyway, I go, Alexa, play Invincible. And it goes, now playing Invincible by Puff Daddy. And I go, of course.
Yeah.
Every time.
You think you would know that you would never want to listen to that.
You think out of my viewing history that I have watched the same show 100 times, you would think it would default going, play Invincible. I'm going to just assume he means
incel
the
mode.
TV show he's watched 1 billion times.
Yeah.
Okay? And instead I have to go, play Invincible on Amazon Prime Video.
Yeah.
And he goes, now booting Amazon Prime Video. Okay. And then it goes, now playing season 2, episode 4. And it starts it in the credits with 20 seconds remaining in the show.
Yeah.
Because the last time you watched it, when it gets to the credits part, it skips to the next episode with 20 seconds still remaining on the previous episode.
Yeah.
So now it goes, he didn't finish that episode. Clearly, he wants to watch the credits of the episode he left off on.
Yeah.
Why would I start it at the beginning?
Well, what if you missed this a past credits scene, though?
Yeah, exactly. They
gotta
don't have a past credits scene on that show, I don't think. Okay? Why would you not just go, all right, obviously no human being has ever
Can they
said...
just stop doing that?
What, post-credit sequences?
Yeah, and put a warning that says there's no fucking...
It's a problem for some shows, like Rick and Morty, it'll like skip to the next episode, you miss the post-credit sequence on I think on Amazon it does that. When has anyone ever said, I want to watch a TV show, please take me to the credits of the episode?
I don't know. Nobody.
Just start over at the beginning. It's obvious. Okay. And then I'll just do other stuff. Or, I'm cooking, right?
Right.
And I go, okay, the pasta takes 10 minutes to boil.
Mm-hmm.
Invincible's playing. I go, Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes, right?
Why Invincible? Like comic, you're like
There's not
imagining
because what else is on
Superkiller?
Amazon Prime? I can't watch anything else. It doesn't have
why
Netflix
not?
or YouTube. I can only watch Amazon Prime shows. So it's either that or The Boys or something. I don't have like other options.
And it always like Alexa just shows you stuff that you could buy. It's like, and I get tricked every time. Like, oh yeah, that'd be Ladybugs.
cool.
Yeah, oh motherfucker, every time.
It's just one of these things where I set a timer and then it goes timer set for 10 minutes, and then it's just silent. I'm like, did you think me setting a timer meant that I definitely want you to turn off the show I was watching and not just immediately go back to it? Why would you not just immediately go, and here's your show again? So then I have to go, Alexa, play Invincible. And it goes, playing Invincible by Puff Daddy. And I go, son of a fucking bitch, you cocksucking fucking...
Does it ever make music at night?
I've
Mine
had
does
that.
sometimes. It really fucking is.
It's
freaks
creepy.
me out.
It's creepy. It just happens for no
Plays
reason.
like this thing. It's like an Eloy summoning horn. Dong. Man, what the fuck is that? Dong shit.
I thought it heard something. Oh, I just realized everybody listening to the show with an Alexa device is now having their Alexa go off 1 million times.
Alexa, call the police.
Alexa, play Cuties.
Alexa, delete contacts. Affirmative. No. Alexa,
That's
Google
the other problem.
look up child pornography.
I don't think Alexa will do that.
Alexa, Google, Alexa, look up how to get away with child pornography. Alexa, look up how to get away with killing my wife.
I just heard somebody yelling in the other room at an Alexa device, which is
Alexa,
pretty
volume
funny.
10. Alexa, play the history of rock and roll part 2.
On loop forever. Point is, I don't understand. This technology has been around for a while. It just seems like at any point an engineer could just sit down and be like, okay, obviously.
I don't think there's any engineers running anything anymore.
Right.
It just breaks constantly. I'm like, why did this take so long to fix?
Yeah.
Who's running this? How come there's new clip art of black people on the front page of YouTube every day, but nothing works anymore?
Well,
I think you guys are firing the wrong
all
people.
All the engineers are busy curating Black History Month on an Amazon Prime Video. That's their only job.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's my problem. Is
engineers? They call
shitty
them.
Alexa. I made a pun. I called it Dyslexa, but I don't know if that works.
It's a bad one.
Pretty bad one. I'll just go with Alexa sucks.
All right. Mine is my problem is closing all the tabs. No, I don't want to. Now it's like 2 computer problems. That's not any good.
No, mine's not a computer.
It kind of is like a technology problem.
UFOs are kind of a technology problem.
Fuck.
I can do my problem.
What's yours?
I was going to do a content ratings boards.
No. Let me look up a problem.
Okay. This is the show, folks.
I do want to talk about the.
What about that lady?
What lady?
The dog lady.
Oh God! How about mansplaining?
Okay.
What's her name? Kristi Noem?
I think so. What's the deal? Is she going to be Trump's running mate? Because she's a lady. She's like a Sarah Palin kind of thing.
Yeah, she was amazing, right?
Yeah, that fucked that whole thing up.
Kristi Noem. She says she wrote a book where she talks about killing a puppy.
So she's like a big MAGA booster type person. I saw her wearing a MAGA hat.
Yeah, probably.
And now she's going to be
Trump VP contender.
Trump VP contender.
She's the VP, or she's
but is she an actual politician? She's the governor of South Dakota.
She's the governor of South Dakota.
Yeah.
So,
why do all these politicians have books?
So,
Woman alert.
Have you heard that one?
Woman
I do that on my
alert.
show.
That's good.
When women do something totally retarded.
Yeah.
Well, they have books because they're auditioning to be vice president of the country.
You need a book for that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
For every president and vice president and running.
Trump doesn't read the book. Do those people read the book?
No, we read it. People read it and buy it,
and then we go,
that's,
hey, that was a good book.
Yeah, and then we like you. We know you. That's like the way we digest.
Oh, it's like
you.
this show. That's the old school version of a parasocial relationship.
A book, yeah.
Was reading someone's stupid book.
Yes. So you haven't noticed that all politicians and running mates and stuff, they'll put out a book before the big thing.
Oh my God, she lost a bunch of weight and her comic came out on time. She should be president.
Should be president.
That's important.
And what no one's ever said is, wow, I really loved that story about how she killed a dog that
Why is it always dogs? Mitt Romney had a dog thing too.
Yeah, where he strapped it on the roof of his car.
It was funny to him.
See, the amazing thing, and then I say, like,
these people live in like a fantasy world where they can abuse animals and it's cute.
Even if it's not abuse, you tied a dog cage to the top of the car. The dog's probably terrified. Maybe it's not.
I would be terrified. It probably was terrified.
Maybe it's not.
How would it not be? That's horrifying for anything.
I think so too.
If you covered it with a blanket and maybe it didn't know what was going on, but
yes, that.
Still.
Same thing in a plane, but I don't know. Here's the amazing thing that these politicians can do, and I know they all know how to do it. They could just either, one, lie about it,
right,
or two, not tell the story at all. So I'm going off of this Kristi Noem's book who said the dog got out, killed the neighbor's chickens.
Right.
And then she killed the dog because she hated the dog. And
she did what had to be done.
What had to be done.
Murder what was basically a puppy, apparently.
14 months old dog.
She said, I knew this dog was bad.
It tried to bite me. I'm like, yeah, I don't believe you. I do not believe that the dog, because of the context of the story.
Right.
If you just said a dog tried to bite me, I believe you. But if you said, I killed the dog because it killed my neighbor's chickens and I was really embarrassed, and then it tried to bite, it tried to bite me.
Wait,
so what am I supposed to do?
You're telling me an animal that is instinctively primed to hunt on your behalf attacked a bunch of chickens?
Chickens.
I can't believe it. What a horrible dog.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
So she shot it.
So she shot it to death and buried it in a gravel pit.
Yeah,
and it's in the book as that's just how we take care of business in South Dakota.
Yeah. And
so you killed a puppy.
Well, this is this is horrible.
Right.
What a horrible
What an awful
story.
Awful woman.
And I've got a bunch of guys when like, well, that's on the farm. Life on the farm.
Life on the farm.
I'm like, hey, you fucking hick. This book was meant to appeal to everyone in the country, you fucking moron.
She could be
Don't
president
just walk
of farmers.
in here
I'm
with
okay
your
with
belt.
that.
Hey, well, actually, let me explain something to you about being on the farm. Let me explain something to you about America. We're not voting for someone that brags or even doesn't know that it's totally inappropriate to put a story in a book about killing a 1-year-old dog and talking about how you hated it. You fucking idiot.
It's really creepy.
Which part?
I mean, because there's just a lot of steps where, like, an editor had to read that and go, "You're trying to be vice president? Let's take out the story where you murder a puppy.
Let's put in here that farm life is tough and that occasionally you have to make sacrifices.
Why don't you say your dog got attacked
it.
by chickens and you had to put him down, and that was sad.
And it attacked a child,
right?
Not you. You don't have to be the focal point of every story. And then she says, "Well, how would people know it's about me?" I'm like. It's amazing. Sometimes it doesn't always have to be about you, Christy.
I'd say if she left in the story about killing a puppy, now I go, well, what did the editor take out? Because there's no way that's the worst story, right?
Are there any missing retarded kids that we don't know about? Because that's less offensive. Rain Man was about that. No one killed a dog in Rain Man. It would have not been funny anymore. Leaving a retarded kid in a mental asylum? That's okay.
I saw somebody respond to you and they said, well, there's a difference between a pet and a work animal. And I said, oh, so can I just go to a farm and kill a bunch of work animals? Is that just cool?
Yeah.
They're like basically property.
Yeah.
Oh, you killed all my work animals. You got to pay me like $50 for that.
Not running for president and running for president. You stupid asshole. It's explaining a smaller version of what's happening.
Yeah.
That's like that's the quintessence of mansplaining. Like, oh yeah, well here, I'm going to explain this tiny little part of the whole. Oh, that's amazing, man. Thanks, because we're talking about all this. And you're fucking...
So it's the men explaining on her behalf why it's okay that she killed that puppy dog.
Yeah.
Right.
Dick, you just
don't understand life on the farm.
Well, why am I reading about it then?
I've watched a lot of movies about, like, farmers. Sometimes they got to make, like, a baseball field or something. And at no point do they go, I'll get to that as soon as I kill this dog. That's never been part of the fantasy, like I get the whole Republican rustic cowboy thing where, they put on the cowboy hat and they go, well, we really gotta get America straight.
Stereotypes, guys.
But when George Bush put on the cowboy hat, he didn't go, excuse me for a second, and then turn and shoot a dog in the face with a shotgun and then go back and go, the thing about America is, we're a good people here in America.
Not like that, you're not.
Do that part, yeah. The dog murder is a tough sell.
There's this great movie, Look Who's Back, where Hitler comes back to life in Germany, and everybody loves him.
I've seen clips of that.
And he gets undone. His plan gets undone because they have a video of him kicking a dog. The dog was being annoying, and he kicks the dog.
And everybody turns on.
Like, you guys don't... Do you not? I mean, that's Germany. They understand that.
It would also have been...
That's a movie that's pro-Hitler, by the way.
Look, I could almost get there if you said, we had this dog for 5 years. We tried everything we could. He was biting kids... He raped a bunch of other smaller dogs.
And he didn't rape me, which was the worst part.
Right. And, unfortunately, he got loose and he got hit by a car. I would have gone, oh, what can you do?
Yeah, I shot him and buried him in an unmarked grave. Why is the tone of this story that you think that you got one over on the dog?
You want to know what's
why is that?
Here's how you know that she's
why does it sound like you're getting off on it?
Notice that the book doesn't give you the name of the dog. Because you know that if you said, we named it Buster, everybody would go, what the fuck? So it just has to be the dog.
You know how many stories?
It had a name. It must have.
What did you yell when it was attacking
What was the name of the dog that you murdered? Someone ask her that.
It's a work dog. Well, you train work dogs. That's kind of the fucking point.
Right.
Jackass.
If she's on the campaign trail.
$1,000 at the low end, too. You're just shooting $1,000 for no reason? Great.
I
Please
just
run
want
the government.
someone at one of these town halls to go, I totally understand why you would kill that dog. I get it. What was the name of the dog? That's the question I want to know.
How's that VP debate going to go?
How's that VP debate?
How did it feel when you killed your dog? That's it. That's the end of Trump.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but Dick could see in a farm. Will you shut the fuck up?
On a farm.
We'll see on a farm.
On the farm.
Okay, well, on TV, it doesn't go that way.
No, because you're right. You are appealing to everybody, and there's Republican voters who aren't obsessed with this cowboy farming bullshit. Who are gonna go, well, one guy's over here, he's telling me he's going to make all the kids trans, and, I don't like that.
Yeah.
But then you got a lady who says, I'm going to murder dogs, and I don't know.
Maybe the problem is women's stories, actually. This is because no matter what the context of it is, if you're a man and you didn't start reading that story and think, oh, God, this is like they never know what's appropriate to tell.
No.
It's just something
it's like
that
when
happened
Chrissy
to me.
Mayer bragged about stealing Christmas presents, and everybody went, Chrissy, you shouldn't be telling people that.
Exactly.
They think things are fun.
Here, guys, I have a story. Can you take 80% of the crazy out of your eyes before you tell the story? Because I kind of think you don't know what you're about to say. Feels like
really
that.
do get in trouble thinking that a story is funny,
It happened to me, though. Isn't that...
In high school, there was this one girl named Sandy, and we were so mean to her. And one time, we cut one of her fucking fingers off. And you're like, what the fucking Christ story is that? And they go, ee-hee.
We cut all of her hair off.
We cut all her hair off.
And then her mom got cancer.
And then we told her that we had a big date for her at the prom. We dumped pig blood all over her.
And then guys, well, you see, Dick, that's just life on a farm. Life on a farm's different than you city slickers.
And then I let my dog, I put peanut butter on my vagina, and you're like, oh my God, woman. Yeah, women's stories are, they don't.
Oh, wow, did you invent farming? That's crazy,
That's
man.
so cool.
Did you come up with that? That's great.
I can't believe your dog acted like any dog would do when surrounded by chickens. Don't dogs used to attack chickens? Like, what are you talking about? They're like instinctually primed to attack little fucking animals.
Oh, you who are not trained well didn't train a dog
well? Your job is to keep your
shocking.
dog away from chickens, like, because you know that. It's your fault. Why was that dog near chickens?
Don't tell the story.
Well, don't kill the dog to begin with.
At least say you felt bad, not that you hated it and you were glad.
Say you saw someone else do it and you decided to stop it from now on. No more dog murder on the farm.
A rapist did it. A Mexican did it. Because he didn't know. He said, that's the way we do it on the farm in Guadalajara. And I said, no, Pepe, we don't kill dogs in America.
No, Pepe.
All right.
Women's stories.
Women's stories. That's my problem.
All right. Well, we're going to do a problem. We'll see how long it takes until we're just arguing about Sweet Baby again. The new video game Stellar Blade has arrived.
Oh, no.
This is a video game with a little Asian woman running around doing cool fight moves.
Yeah.
And wearing very skimpy outfits.
Oh, yeah.
It looks kind of fun. I'll play it at some point. Probably
Okay.
wait for it to be on sale. I'm not paying $60 for it.
No, but now it's all covered up. Not worth playing.
Well, we found out that... And this is I'm upset because I've been talking about Sony censorship and nobody watched my video about it or even knows it exists. Or I'm
You
like,
gotta hide that in your $5 footlong video.
maybe I will. It is a lot of like Operation Choke Point type shit though, where like they're worried about sexual depictions. And it's also like the
Who's
same
they?
Sony.
Okay.
They're worried that like they'll get cut off from payment processors if the video games have sex stuff in them.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Because how does that work? It's like, why can't sex sites take credit cards?
They just decided it. Well, sex sites because they get a lot of chargebacks.
Okay.
But
so they don't want to deal with that.
But they changed that to here's how it worked in payment processing, and this is kind of how it works in banks at this level, especially with choke point. They find a high risk activity, and then in order to enforce the terms of service around that high-risk activity, they get people who are politically motivated against that activity. Mm-hmm. Because if you say, well, we're going to go against porn is a high risk, you get people who don't like porn to get in there, and they end up
talk about
there.
how porn becomes sex trafficking. And then,
and it's like, well, we're doing this.
You're paying for sex trafficking, and that's the same as paying for a crime, and then we can't accept your payment processing.
Yeah, so Patreon, you
funding
can't
sex trafficking.
Yeah, you can't draw pictures of. It's like, well, no, economically, it was because of the high risk of chargebacks. But
Right.
now you've just incorporated this into your political ideology.
It's very weird and it's very bizarre.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of people and they're trying to go, they're like, well so why is Sony censoring our video games? Because this game has come out and people are upset because there were certain costumes that were in demo versions of the game where you could kind of see like some booby flesh, obviously no nipple, but now there'll be like...
Obviously we don't want that.
No, I can't have that. That would be the worst thing that ever happened. Now there's like little strips of cloth covering up that amount of skin. And I see a lot of people and they're saying, well, the problem is this DEI stuff. Do you think it's... I don't think it's the DEI thing, though. I think it's more complicated than that.
I think it's bigger.
I think it's bigger than that.
When Sony's involved, I think it's bigger.
Well, I think a big part of the problem...
Because Sony doesn't give a fuck about...
This is not the absolute complete source of the problem, but a big part of the problem that I think a lot of people don't talk about is these content ratings boards. Okay, these are the guys who, if you buy a video game, it's rated T for teen, it's rated M for mature. You go see a movie, it's rated PG-13 or it's rated R. Putting the parental advisory sticker on the albums or whatever else.
Yeah.
All this stuff is very blatant.
Those are cool, though.
Well, they were smart. That was smart.
Chronic, yeah.
They figured out how to turn it around.
I'm not taking Pearl Jam. That looks
they're like, wait. We get to design the parental advisory sticker? Yeah. Oh. Well,
make it look like a prison mugshot. Yeah, cool.
Never mind then. Boom! Fucking label of quality, motherfucker.
No, you should make it look like, bad.
You should put like a baby on there.
Yeah.
And no. We're going to make it look fucking
like a
cool.
guy sucking a dick on there. That's parental advisory. You don't want to see that
We're
shit.
We're going to make something you can put on
cool.
a T-shirt, you fucking retards.
Yeah.
And that was the smartest thing that ever happened. Here's the deal is that these are very anti-free speech boards. They exist to pointlessly categorize your media and assign it a stupid value based on the opinions of whatever morons happen to be working there at the time. The reason...
You don't think they're good at all? What, do you think parents might want some sort of guide?
I would think they have value if they weren't
like PG. All right. G. Okay, I can show this to kids.
The problem becomes when you start tying it into, like, let's put it this way. Sony and Microsoft and whatever else will refuse to publish any game that is rated adults only. They just won't do it. Because they're worried about...
They can't make money.
Well, they don't want the appearance of Sony PlayStation has adults-rated games. They want it to be like a family thing.
Okay.
So it actually leads to, the censorship of media, where, like, a lot of movies, they'll go, well, you can't, release that movie because it's going to be rated adults only, and no theater chain in America will release or an X. It'll get an X rating.
Oh, yeah.
So you see a lot of comedies have to, they'll put out the unrated cut later, but in order to get it into the theaters, they have to have
always suck, though.
Not always. There's been some movies that...
It's just like a woman that the producer's clearly fucking...
Regardless, you're forced to make creative
Okay.
compromises in order to get the rating you need to get yourself into the movie theater or to get yourself on a console.
The money.
Well, why can't... Okay, I can go right now and I can buy a Sony Blu-ray player, right?
Yeah.
And I can
do
then
that after
purchase
the show.
Blu-ray pornography and I can watch adult movies on my Sony device. That's
I
fine.
have no idea where to buy Blu-ray pornography.
You got to go to like a fucking...
downtown.
I would assume you go to like a porno store.
Yeah,
I mean,
where's
why
a
would I
porno
buy a Blu-ray fucking DVD? But you can do it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
They have adult
all right.
stores.
Okay.
Okay, you can do that.
What are you going to buy?
I'm not going to buy a Blu-ray
Like an 8-hour
porn.
compilation? You going to buy a parody? What are you going to get?
I would get a parody, yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean parody?
Apparently
or...
the Pirates porns are really good.
Yeah, probably.
Did I tell my pirate porn story on this show before?
No.
I might have. I went to, Canner's.
Yeah, the deli?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes you see famous people at Canner's, you see actors and actresses and stuff.
Mm.
And we went, and there was a guy there, a big, tall, blonde guy. And my buddy's like, that's the guy. I'm like, what guy? He's like, I fucking love that guy. And he goes to the guy, and he's like, oh, man, you're great. I've seen, like, all your movies. The guy's like, oh, thanks. That's that really means a lot. And I felt left out because I didn't know who it was, but I really wanted to, like, be a booster and make this guy think he was, like, really...
Maybe you could make a connection.
I wanted him... Well, no, I wanted him to think, like, oh, he's really popular and everybody loves him, I wanted to help be a booster.
The guy?
The guy who he was talking to who I didn't know.
You wanted to boost him up.
Yeah. I wanted him to feel... Like, he clearly was happy the fan was, like, being there, and I didn't want to stand there and be like, oh, I don't even fucking know who you are, right? So, and Yeah, me and this guy, we're both big fans, and every time I go over his house, we'll put on your movies and we'll just like watch them for hours.
Why would you say that?
And the guy looked at us and he went, cool. And then he walked away. My buddy punched me in the arm. He's like, that's the guy who stars in all the pirate porns. And you just told him we watch all these fucking movies together. I'm like, I didn't fucking know who it was.
Why are you never honest about it?
I wanted to be nice. I thought it would be a nice thing to say.
But it's a lie.
Yeah, well.
It's not nice to lie.
It sounded legitimate.
Why don't you just say, I'm a fan too? Why do you gotta like over egg it? Like keep adding details
I don't know. I thought it would be like a funny, fun, I met these fans and they really like my work and then we just watch my movies together. And then he left. He's like, oh, those two fucking homos I met at Canner's. Really enjoy that one fat one and that little one.
And you haven't learned this lesson. You haven't learned the lesson.
He probably still felt good. That guy probably still felt good about it.
No.
You think he felt worse about it? He was probably like, oh, that's cool. I'm helping a bunch of gay guys get off.
I don't think he thought you were gay.
Well, I don't think two straight guys jerking off next to each other.
Yeah, he thought it was weird.
Well,
that's what fucking Maddox used to tell the story all the time of how him and his friends
would have jerk-off parties?
They would call it corn and porn, and all of his friends would come over and bring pornography, and they'd eat corn like some kind of weird Midwestern meta joke.
It's like a joke.
He would always tell this
party.
story like he had fucking dementia. Yeah, man, that's just not funny.
Yeah.
It's not a funny story.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird that you're giggling while you're telling it to people with straight faces. All right.
Corn and porn, huh? I guess they do rhyme. That's the joke. Well, the difference is my story is cheeky and fun. Nobody ever believes
Someone's
me.
ass would get torn.
People think I made that story up. That legitimately
no, because you do that all the time.
Yeah, I lie all the time in social situations.
Over lying about things.
Anyone who knows me goes, Vito definitely did that. That's definitely
I'm a fan
Vito
too.
thing.
Oh, awesome. And my favorite
movie of yours. It's his best one. Yeah, well, I thought he would make.
You're like
feel
one-upping
better.
your friend as a fan.
Anyway, what
couldn't let him have a moment. Step all
the
over
problem
it.
with these contents rating boards, Dick, is the people responsible for them. It's always hilarious. Do you know who was responsible for the the parental advisory on the albums?
Tipper Gore.
Tipper Gore, whose daughter, 11-year-old daughter. No, I don't think Tipper Gore is dead.
Oh, God, I hope she dies.
Tipper Gore's daughter bought the album Purple Rain,
Minecraft.
not knowing it contained a explicit mention of masturbation. Isn't that awful? And, of course, who helped really rail the ESRB? None other than Hillary Clinton, who actually at one point...
Wait, railed? What do you mean?
Well, really tried to...
I
think it already existed. So there was those... There was that point in time, I think, when Mortal Kombat had just come out, and I think it was Joe Lieberman introduced all this. Can you believe what these kids are playing?
Haywood, what was it? Howard?
I don't know.
Was the other senator?
All I know is that all these advisory boards are set up to avoid government intervention, where the government's like, basically, do you want us to take charge of legislating it? It's like, no, we'll just make our own thing. But then they do a really bad job. Anyway, it was...
Hold on. Do you... what would you say if I said... It's illegal for the government to regulate it. That's probably true,
to regulate
right?
free speech, yes.
Right.
Yes.
So what if the government
gave a bunch of money to
bullied
right.
people into self-regulating, and it was a bunch of ideological
woke
freaks
sure.
that took over the industry 30 years ago and bragged about it.
You're right.
What would you think about that?
I think that makes perfect sense. I'm 100% there with you. You're absolutely right.
How is it not that?
It is that. You're right. That's what it is. Again, Hillary Clinton.
Because they shouldn't exist, right? It'd be stupid to have an ESRB.
Look.
They could just put their own. They made the Nintendo seal of quality. That thing was right every time.
That was Nintendo did that. The Nintendo seal of quality was not right every time. The Nintendo seal of quality just basically meant it worked. It did not mean the game was good.
I played some ones that didn't have the seal.
Yeah.
They were worse.
Well, I won't get too deep into the seal of quality, but basically they would submit games to Nintendo, and Nintendo had to determine if it was good enough to release as a Nintendo game, but they let some clunkers through.
Well, all right.
There was also the Comics Code, famously. That was the comic industry had to because the guy from Mad Magazine got on the stand and he was all sweaty and nervous and said crazy shit. And they're like, okay, we got to stop these comics. You ever read that story?
No.
That was a great story. The guy who ran, so Mad Magazine happened and it was making pretty good money, but they were making way more money from all the horror comics. You know, just like tales of like Tales from the Crypt and shit.
I Got My Girlfriend Pregnant.
Yeah, that was, of course, one of them. And then at one point, they were like showing the guy who owned Mad Magazine and all the comics or whatever. They're like, well, do you think this is appropriate for kids? And it's like a comic with like a lady's severed head being held up with like an axe. He's like, yeah, that's fine.
Of course.
And they're like, well, at what point would it be like not okay? He's like, maybe like if he held the head up like a little more, or if he had like 2 axes, that would be too much. And then
that was the guy from Mad Magazine.
That was the guy from Mad Magazine.
Oh,
and everybody in the fucking jury box was like, "Oh, this man's insane."
Oh, maybe held it up
a little more. That would be too much. I'd give you that. And they're like, this man should not be selling comics to children.
Oh, that's worth it.
It's a good
story.
joke. So he's kind of half responsible for the comics code.
Maybe if the lady was fatter, that would be. I don't want kids to get the wrong idea.
Some people cite his disastrous testimony as turning the entire thing against the comic industry.
What a hero. Did he say he felt bad about it? It's like, fuck him.
I kind of fucked that. I don't remember exactly.
That was the worst thing about the ESRB was Nintendo and Sega turning on each other.
Yeah.
That was the most bitchest, like, guys, that's what they want you to do.
They were.
Come on.
Because Nintendo was fucking around. They're going, well, we have very strict policies about what's allowed on our platform, and we want to allow
a game
anything.
where a princess gets kidnapped and raped.
Well, that was one of the famous moments in the trial where they're going, okay, that's good, Nintendo. Now, can you explain what this is? And they brought the Super Scope, which is basically a shoulder-mounted bazooka sniper rifle. And Nintendo's like, no, it's fun. It's different. Like, and you can play the Terminator game and murder a bunch of people with that. And they're like, fuck. Anyway, the point is that I see a lot of people today who are going, I don't understand why all these gamers are upset. Can't they just go watch pornography on their computers? There's so much pornography already.
Sucks.
And I go,
the video game pornography has good stories. I need that.
Okay, the argument doesn't work. At what point did anyone say, okay, we have enough pornography, we can stop now?
Yeah.
That's it. We've got enough. The same for movies. What, they want more movies? We already have movies. We already have video. No, people want to make new stuff, and some people want to make video games with naked ladies in them, and part of the problem is that there are these contents ratings boards, which I think...
She's not even naked. She's just, like, hot.
Yeah.
I mean, where it's... you can't even call it a naked woman because women are just too fat. There's no way... To find a woman that looked like that would be impossible.
Right.
So you tell me, how is that a woman?
What needs to happen is we either need to disband the SRB. I can understand having these ratings for letting parents know what's in the game, even though the parents just let their kids play GTA anyway.
The game company could do that, though.
The game company, well, yeah, it could just be the individual game company could choose to say, we have our own rating system internally, and we don't want kids playing this, and that's us. It doesn't need to be a governing body that you submit it to. And also...
This game's called A Bunch of Whores.
We need to, I don't know exactly what's going on, but someone at Sony seems to believe that they can't have sexy stuff on the console because they've banned a lot of Japanese games. It's actually weird. The Nintendo Switch has racier games than the PlayStation now. There are games on the Switch that are more uncensored than the Sony version, which is like, so fucking
I'll
backwards.
Browse the store and it's like hentai world. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm not clicking on it because I know it's not any good.
Well,
like, I know it's some lolly shit.
Most of them are pretty bad.
It's like Arkanoid, but with a chick with B-cup tits.
I had a company, I had PlayAsia send me a review copy of Omega Labyrinth, which is a game where Japanese college girls go through a labyrinth where they find pickups, and the more enemies you fight, the larger your breasts become.
I've heard about this game.
So and then once you have like a E cup or a double D, you can unleash your breast energy and destroy the monsters, and then you're back to an A cup
mod
again.
For that.
Yeah. Well, the mods are great. That's the PC guys are getting all the good. Have you seen the Resident Evil mods that are out there?
Yeah, but you're shitting on mods.
No,
and then you're saying the Resident Evil ones where they're like no clothes on.
I'm okay. I'm okay with like small mods. It's making a whole game that is like obviously it's going to get taken down and it's a waste of your time. But if you're doing costume mods, it's great and that's funny.
Wasting time.
Don't make a whole game. Just if you're going to make a game, just make a game.
Nah, rip it off. It's fun. That's cool.
I
That's
guess,
what everyone wants.
I don't know, man. I just
Get
never
sued.
like the guys
Ton
who
of rich people have been
made
sued.
like their own Metroid game. I go, yeah, but like Metroid, you could just make a guy with a gun who like goes around and goes on missions. And
I want Metroid though.
I guess I'm just not the same. I would honestly rather have a new thing that's with the Metroid. Like when that Bloodstained game was coming out, I was all excited for it.
Yeah.
Although they always fuck it up. You're right. Remember Mighty Number 9, which was going to be like a new Mega Man?
Oh, no.
It was this disastrous. The guy who used to make Mega Man was like, I'm going to make my own Mega Man. And everyone's like, this is great.
Awesome. Mega Man
They
is
gave him
fucking
so
dope.
much money. And then he put out the biggest piece of dog shit ever. And everyone's like, man, how do you fuck up fucking Mega Man?
What was wrong with it?
Just really bad level design, really ugly. There'd be like parts where you jump and you didn't know if you were going to land in a pile of like spikes because the camera was terrible. He really fucked it up. Anyway, I think that we need to convince game companies stop worrying about sexy ladies on the thing. Stop worrying about ESRB ratings. You should allow,
But they need the money.
We need
They got to get the access. And
I
the
guess
credit cards and stuff.
I don't know. Well, yeah, it would
You
allow.
should read the original president of the ESRB. He is not there to have fun.
No.
He's not there to protect kids. He's there to reshape the industry.
I believe
It
we
sounds
need.
like
Yeah.
it sounds like a
Nah,
guy
it
who's
sounds like a
an
certain
FBI
guy.
agent
Oh.
reporting to the government. If I was,
Yeah.
this is the kind of conspiracies that I like. Not aliens and spirits.
No, this guy's fucking around to ruin
It's the
entertainment.
government ruining things.
I think that you got to let people create. And if somebody wants to make a sexy game, and maybe the game would push it over the line, maybe it would have naked titties flopping around, and it would be an adults-only game. Well, we should just allow it on the platform anyway, because who cares? And obviously, I know the people who are listening to this who are PC gamers are going, well, that's what you console guys get. Look,
Yeah.
some people just can't. You know, some people are stupid. They're not going to figure out how to get a decent gaming PC running.
I like playing
And,
Mario, and then it's
And they want to play Mario.
It's a ROM hack where it's Mario, and then right at the end, it's hardcore sex
There should be
parody
more
of
of that.
Mario and Peach.
All the porn games are bad. It's sad how bad they are.
well, because people don't want to combine pornography and games. It's just that
I think they don't know how good it could be.
no, it's gross. Nobody wants.
It could be like you go through the whole game and then you get to the end of it and it's like you want to watch that lady fuck some gremlins.
Yeah, but somewhere else. I don't want to watch it here.
Okay. I like that Dead or Alive, like the beach volleyball. You're like, yeah,
that was perfect.
That's pretty hot. Little cheesecake.
That was perfect.
Girls jumping around.
Yeah.
When they're the Rumble Roses, ladies wrestling. You're like,
Yes.
all right.
Keep it covered up, but
Yeah.
just
the right amount of sexy
it's annoying that
time.
women's erotica, their books,
Yeah.
don't have a similar government
policy.
funded agency.
To
Because
shut
any
it
kid
down.
could go into Ralph's and pick up a Fabio.
That's
And
true.
start jacking off, reading about his manhood and
I wonder
stuff.
if any gay kids were reading like the women's romance novels. And
Our
going,
stuff, video games, gets destroyed and
Right.
covered up and butchered. But women's stuff with erotic stories,
Yeah.
they just do whatever they want.
It's
and
a
get
it's
as
a
fat
weird
as they
liberal
want.
hypocrisy where
Lieberman.
you know,
What word do you think I'm going to use to describe him?
I can think of a couple. Politician. How's that?
No.
Does it start with a Z?
No.
Okay. Good.
It was Lieberman and what? Lieberman, ESRB.
I think it was mostly Lieberman. Joe Lieberman and Clinton? No, that was later.
No.
Click it. Senator Joe Lieberman and Herb Kohl.
Herb Kohl.
That's an unfortunate name.
Both Democrats.
I could not think of a more. I wonder where Herb Kohl comes from.
Yeah.
Could be anywhere.
Two Democrats
Two
teamed up to
Democrats.
somehow ruin.
It's weird. It's
It's
surprising.
pretty weird how. And then the ESRB came out, and now they dictate exactly what you can say and do in entertainment for men. Isn't that weird?
Well, it's weird that
Tom Cotton didn't do that. Strom Thurmond didn't do that.
wow,
did he?
They had other problems.
Wow. Didn't they? They didn't accomplish their goals, did they?
No, they didn't.
Strom Thurmond did not accomplish his goal, but Lieberman and Herb Kohl did. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird, Vito?
They got the game industry to police themselves, which was a happy
Is themselves
compromise.
the ESRB?
Yeah, well,
Is
that's
Sony going like, you know what? We would love to have the game as we made it and we bought it, But this goddamn ourselves is making us.
The SRB could be good if it was just considered like, again, an advisory council and not telling, the fact that you can't get these games on platforms or like that, some game companies will be like, oh, we got to get a T rating or else, we can't sell it to kids or we're fucked. Yeah. A lot of movies. We get like the PG-13 version. Didn't they do a PG-13 cut of Deadpool at one point? They were trying to push Deadpool to be
it's
PG-13.
Deadpool Tells a Christmas Story. It's pretty
They
funny,
made it
actually.
work, I've heard. But there's other movies where you
can't
go.
do that twice, though.
We're doing that now with the fucking Zack Snyder where there's a fucking PG-13 cut of his movie for some stupid reason. And we're talking about C-3PO before. You see all the people comparing his stupid robot, Jimmy, voiced by, who's that guy? Hannibal Lecter. The old one.
Tom Mix?
Well, whatever. Anyway, they're saying, oh, look, he's so much cooler than C-3PO because he's fighting guys. I'm like, that was not the point of C-3PO. What do you guys not get about Star Wars?
We're stuck in this world where it's like fake entertainment.
What if C-3PO had a lightsaber? That would suck.
Yeah, because we can't make anything good.
He's just supposed to be funny. That'd be funny. Anyway, I
disagree with these guys, though, right? Lieberman?
I disagree with Lieberman, yeah.
Yes. That's a big win for us,
Big
guys.
W.
That's a big W.
Big win for your team. Your team's
all right.
Nailing it.
All
right, our problems.
Women's stories. I feel like I might have already done that one, though. Let me check.
I had a shitty Alexa recognition, I guess. No, I don't know.
Alexa is retarded.
Alexa is retarded, but that is the problem, yeah. Alexa is retarded.
Women's stories I have not done. Women's stories and UFO conspiracies.
And I had Alexa is retarded and content ratings boards.
Content ratings boards. All right. Go to biggestproblem.show to vote on the problems. Go to patreon.com/biggestproblem to listen to our new bonus episode.
Biggest problem in the apocalypse. Wow, I still have to watch Fallout.
It's just like trash.
Carl Spitali was saying how much he loves it.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Did he like Fallout, the game?
He's not even like a guy who plays Fallout, so no.
It feels like every single other 10-episode show I've ever seen. I can't even process them anymore.
Well, I don't know. I got to get a clip of my... well, I don't know. I don't want to burn my material.
Oh, fuck off.
I'll find one good clip. I'll post one good clip of my stand-up.
I had a good joke.
What was your good joke?
When I came out and said, Vito's always talking about Jared.
Because he doesn't want to lose weight.
Because he doesn't want to lose weight.
Yeah.
I say, why don't you eat healthy and lose some weight? And he
goes,
says,
what, like Jared, that pedophile?
He says, well, look what happened to Jared.
That was pretty good.
I was telling it right to this lady.
Did she laugh?
She was really laughing up a storm.
I mean, I heard the joke. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
that's
a
pretty
good
funny.
joke. Okay.
I was also back there eating the free tacos, so it really worked on multiple levels.
Oh, man. Josh had a cooler
bar.
A taco bar, but then a cooler of Coors 40s.
Yeah, and PBRs. There was like a bar, kind of, but there's no ice.
Yeah, but I got into the Coors 40s, and I'm so used to IPAs that, like, I started drinking trying to wake up.
Yeah.
But the more I was drinking, it was like a blanket. I was like, oh, God.
Were you falling asleep out there? They had Red Bulls back there, too.
Red Bull is not going to work on me. I should have gone straight for liquor, but I went for beers just because I'm so used to IPAs. And I start pounding them, thinking, all right, here comes the energy. Uh-oh. Okay.
Well, you made it work, I think.
I need another 40. This will do it. You remember in high school, right? Oh, God. It didn't work. I'm too tired to think. And then I'm like, I'm fucked.
You made your way through the emceeing.
Yeah, I could have.
You did cut a couple.
I could have done it better.
You cut a couple of them short, though. You're like, so the thing about is,
I just couldn't.
And here's Carl Spitali.
Anyway, here's Carl. I had something good, and I'm like, I can't.
Prepared,
my brain's not working, man. I don't know why. I feel bad, but
well, we had a couple fans come out. That was nice. Thank you guys.
Except for that one guy that always interrupts.
Was that one of our guys?
Yes, he was at the Long Beach show too. You yelled at him at the Long Beach show.
I think I know who you're talking about, but he was the one yelling on the other side of this?
Yeah, the producer of Josh's show.
The guy with the glasses?
Yeah.
Oh, did somebody finally tell him to shut the fuck up?
Right away. I was like, oh, thank God.
Good.
Okay, here we go.
Guys, don't go to the comedy shows and yell.
Don't go to one where a guy's taping.
Yeah, he's taping a special. You're not going to help. Oh, maybe I'll be in the special.
Hey Vito, you posted that like super killer ad, and in one part of the ad you say you want him to kill Batman. Well, we can't use Batman, but here's a guy who looks like Batman. And yeah, Vito, we want him to kill Batman. That's why fan games are good. That's why people make them, is because we want him to kill Batman. But instead you're giving us shitty knockoff Batman.
And that's not nearly as
satisfying.
It'd be cool.
You know that, but
it would be better if he fought Batman, wouldn't it?
So they just released a video game called Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, where you get to kill Batman.
Hated it.
And all of you guys cried about it, and you said, I can't believe they let you kill Batman. So
no, that's not the reason why, though.
Fucking mind.
It was a lame death. Because
it was woke and gay.
Yeah, because it was woke and gay.
Okay, I'll just make, you know what? I'll just make You know what?
But that doesn't lessen Batman.
I'm going to cancel.
Now, if Batman came back, I'm like, I'm back for it, baby.
I read a lot of media that expands upon existing lore and invents new characters. There's no part of me that goes, oh, I hope Batman's fucking in it. I'm playing Fortnite. I hope I get the Batman skin.
I hope I get the Peter Griffin skin.
So
you're saying just have a fat
I hope
guy.
Batman's in Mortal Kombat.
That'd be awesome.
I think he is in there. Joker's in there.
Omni-Man's in there. I didn't play that one. I played the Predator one. Leatherface. That one's great.
Yeah, every franchise should just be, let's just have the mega franchise, and all the characters are in one shared universe, and the Ghostbusters can
that
meet
would
the
be
Care
cool.
Bears, and the Care Bears can meet the Transformers. And
that would be amazing. What are you talking about?
They did that.
No, what was it called?
It was called 90s Cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue, and they lectured you about drugs for an hour.
Alf was in there.
Alf was there. Garfield was there. The Smurfs were there. The Teenage Mutant... Well, actually, only Michelangelo was there. That was the only Ninja Turtle they got. I used to own a VHS copy of that movie.
He's the worst one to lecture about drugs.
He's the worst one, because he's all about... Well, I guess he's
partying.
He's the example of the straight-edge stoner dude who's like, hey, man, you can have a lot of fun just eating pizza and fucking skateboarding and shit.
That ruins him. They should have had Donatello on there. Or Leonardo, I guess, would have been better.
I think the best part of Cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue is when they pull the older brother. It's about a younger girl who finds out her older brother is doing drugs. And they pull his drug box. It was just weed. And they pull his drug box out from under the bed.
It's legal.
And they're all looking at it and they're going, what is that? Oh my God, what is that? And Theodore from Alvin and the Chipmunk goes, I think it's marijuana.
Really?
Yeah, it's a pretty... for some reason, his delivery of it was very memorable to me as a child.
Theodore
instantly recognizes weed. Yeah. Shit. Look, 90s Cartoon All-Stars.
All right.
Or Cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue.
So you don't want 90s Cartoon All-Stars?
No.
Is that what you're saying? You want to live in a world where that didn't happen?
If
That's
you bring up the video,
bullshit,
I can find
bro.
here, full movie, I can find it pretty quick. Yeah, I'll find it. It's like right...
Brainy is in it?
Dude, everybody's in
Fucking
it. Oh, wait, there it
dude.
is. There's the box. There's the box.
The bitch was a cartoon too?
Right here.
Okay.
Right, you want to put it on?
Well, won't we get copyright struck or something?
I don't know. It's probably
I'll do
public
ads.
domain by now.
You took it. And what's in that box?
None of your business.
Uh-oh, there's
And keep
Alvin
your
and
hands
Theo.
off.
What's all this for? Either someone's conducting a major chemistry experiment, or this is a serious no-no.
Toto, something tells me we're not in cartoon territory anymore.
That's Alf.
What's that funny smell? I hate to suggest this,
it's
but
Simon.
my guess would be marijuana.
Oh, it's Simon.
Simon.
That's what I meant to say.
Simon, obviously.
I think it's marijuana.
Oh, what a
narc.
He's smoking. That's why. How the fuck would he know?
I did fuck up the names of the Chipmunks, and for that I am forever.
They're rock stars, though. They would know.
They would know. They've seen it on
They've
tour.
been raped by P. Diddy by this point.
We're the Chipmunks.
Yeah, they got a big stage at the
smoking
Hollywood
and
Bowl.
toking like never before.
Okay, how about this guy?
Hey, what's up, Dick? What's up, Vito?
Yo.
I've actually got a quick story about that mercury fish thing.
Dick
I
did
had
not
a friend
believe
who
me.
got COVID, and it fucked up his sense of taste for like a year, so that the only meat that didn't taste like total dog shit was fish. And so that's all he ate for a year, and he ended up with mercury poisoning.
Boom.
So, yeah.
But what does that mean?
Definitely
What do you
real.
mean, what does that mean? It
Like
means
he
you
died?
No, but you
I gotta have alcohol poisoning. Oh, shit.
No,
again?
it's like your liver's like fucked or some shit. And you gotta.
Oh, no, it's the same thing.
I guess you can make a good point there. That's bad. You can die from mercury poisoning. You can get in your fucking brain and shit.
You could die, right? Okay.
I don't know.
Hey, Dick and Vito, this is 5 Voicemails, guys. Just wanted to give a recap to everyone of last week's episode, if you're listening to this next week. What happened was Dick went full anarchist and said he is anti all laws.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then when the abortion conversation got brought up again, he said that Vito convinced him that
he's
the
pro-life.
abortion pro-life laws should be put in place.
I didn't say
so
that.
He's anti-all laws, pro-life laws.
Well, murder.
Also,
that's a law.
Dick grills Vito about his comic because it's not in his hands right now.
See how the team he couldn't stop. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. See how he couldn't stop with one. It's just piling.
It's because he's got a lot of good points.
Even though the only reason he cares is because he's in some kind of pissing contest with the dickless Eric July sphere, and Vito has told him that it's coming at a rate of 3 to 4 pages a week, and there's only 20 pages left. So Dick just can't see more than 1 week into the future.
So it's gonna be ready.
Not that good. Didn't need to be 4 hours long.
2 weeks.
2 weeks? It's done?
It's done.
You're kind of making weird shapes with your lips while you're saying that.
It's already out. I sent it out a week ago.
See? I don't know what you're saying is real.
What do you want? I've told you when it's coming, and it's coming.
I'm okay with the law against murder.
Okay, you're okay with the law against murder.
It's just that there's like 100,000 other laws.
What if I want to push black people to the point of poverty so they're basically dead?
What do you
By
personally?
denying them employment and denying them opportunities, denying them housing.
That's fine.
Okay.
I mean, at what point though? Because in the 50s, when that was happening,
it was okay in the 50s. You're saying?
No. In the 50s, when that was happening, it was because there's already total government takeover of our money. So, yeah, at that point, just make whatever laws you want. It doesn't matter. But you got to go back to 1776 when there's like 8 laws. That's it. Stop right there.
Okay.
No more laws. Murder, stealing, horse thievery.
Dog killing.
No, I don't think there should be a law against that.
It's your property, right? It's
just
your farm
murder.
Animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog torturing, oof, not a federal law.
Not a federal law.
If you're going to start
Maybe
torturing
state by
animals,
state.
that's going to be city by city.
All right. Well, he brings up a lot of great points. Thanks, 5 voicemails, guy.
Yeah, okay.
How about the one that says Vito is right? Is that
Is
a
everyone
joke?
confused by that?
Is that a joke title?
The murder, let me see. Where is it?
Vito is right.
Vito is right, okay.
Hey, as much as I love clowning on Vito, the one thing that I have to say is that he's probably totally right on the UBI thing. I think what Dick's talking about is specifically when the government would just print money in order to give it to those people as opposed to reallocating their insane spending into UBI instead, because that's not new money entering the market. That's just a redistribution of that money. And also on the topic of burgers costing $80, it's like the pricing power that a certain company has is only dependent on the fact that they are like the lone player in that market. If you have other people, they're just going to charge $70 for a burger, and then it'll go back down to what it was before. So,
well, that wasn't helpful at all. But thank you.
What do you mean it wasn't?
I mean, I thought he was going to make some helpful points about UBI. And then it's like, well, one guy can sell a burger for $80, but then a different guy will sell a burger for $78. I'm like, well,
yeah, but the problem is if you make it illegal to run a burger stand without workers' comp insurance to the tune of $50,000 a month, you kind of can't just open up a competing burger shop, can you? If you have to buy meat from a government ETAG meat distribution plant that adds another $100,000 onto your monthly spend.
Does it make any sense that businesses are responsible for health insurance? Because that always
do you know why that exists?
I used to, but
in World War II.
Was that a New Deal kind of thing?
I think it was in World War II. They said no more raises. You can't give anybody any raises
because of the war.
Because of the war. So companies said we'll pay for your health insurance.
That was a perk.
And then as that went on, they're like, well, you can write it off in your taxes too. So,
but companies can write it off?
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, it doesn't make any sense. It's horrible.
It's like
the company doesn't give a fuck
makes
about
no
you.
sense. It's like bizarre.
They don't care about you at all.
No.
Okay. What do you think?
The show is too long? I've been worried about that.
We can shorten it up.
Well, I don't know.
End it right
Some
now.
people
Hey,
like
this is
it.
Tyler from Oregon. 4 hours and 12 minutes. You guys need to get your shit together.
Wow.
The director's cut of The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King was 4 hours and like 18 minutes. You guys have no fucking... you guys, I promise you, do not have that much interesting shit to talk about.
Wow.
For 4 hours and 12 minutes.
Why are you listening to any part of it?
Stop talking about cuties and abortion. Yeah, and it might be...
Well, you brought it up
a little bit. Jesus Christ. All right, yeah, Dick, go fuck yourself, and yeah, bye.
Okay.
Someone suggested we do that thing where we go, okay, and that's the show, and now we're going to read voicemails. So the show's over. You can leave now if you want, right? Yeah, there you go, that classic sound. Can we get it? Honestly, I want it to be like even more like grating and horrifying, like, and that's the show. Ah! And it's just a woman screaming and nails on a chalkboard.
That's what I used to do for my show. Like, all right, the show's over. We're doing voicemails because people would really get upset if you don't say, show's over.
Right. I was going to say that's what you do with your show. But instead, I like the voicemails are like an after.
Super chats, don't listen. If you're listening to the show past right now, you're gay.
You're a fucking idiot. Yeah.
And you have a small penis.
For those of you still listening, this is the good part of the show. This is where all the fun happens.
Everyone else stopped listening
Everyone else
before.
stopped listening.
Actually, they were the gay ones.
Yeah. Well, now I don't know what to think. I'll have to keep listening. I was going to say, you don't have to listen to the whole show. What are you going to miss?
Now you do, because you're going to miss good stuff.
Well, I mean, you will miss good stuff. We have a lot of good stuff.
Alcohol starts kicking in. The super chats come in. They're saying crazy stuff. Null went on a fucking... Null had a huge hissy fit when he came back. He must have gone to...
I saw he was yelling at Ricada. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
He went to tantrum school, and he came back and showed off everything he learned at tantrum camp.
Oh, yeah, because he went away for a while, right?
Yeah. And he was upset that Nick Ricada called you fat instead of calling you a pedophile.
Yeah, it's not enough. Nick's not going hard enough.
How dare Nick call? How dare Nick call?
Well, I had a my thing also that the Kiwi Farms people... we took some photos at the fun stand-up comedy night.
Yeah.
And Josh Denny was wearing a shirt with triangles on it.
Pedophile.
And they went, well, there you go, folks.
Symbol.
There you go. There's those classic. Speaking of voted up, I should have just fucking brought that one in. Pedophile symbol conspiracies would have been a way better one.
There it is.
Here is from Kiwi Farms. I scroll it over a little bit. So first, they were putting it next to. So Josh Denny was
here's
wearing.
us.
Yeah, there we are. It's us with Josh Denny.
I tried to wear a shirt that Josh would wear.
You were trying to predict a Josh Denny shirt.
Yeah.
So we're just hanging out, having a fun night, and Josh Denny is wearing a shirt that has a pattern of triangles on it. That's it. Just regular.
His shirt is more complicated than mine, so
triangles.
it looks better. It's more
of a Dan Flashes type thing.
Yeah.
So this screenshot at the top comparing the boy lover triangle pedophile symbol to Josh Denny's just shirt with some triangle shit on it is that's straight from Kiwi Farms.
Look at this pedophile symbol, pedophile symbol. And we're in a restaurant that's that's related to a pizza restaurant.
Anything could be going on. Yeah, exactly. Those could be little. If those aren't pedophile triangles, those are clearly tiny little pieces of pizza that he's symbolizing there.
Here comes this retard. Wait, which one is it?
There's a number of retards. Let's see.
Oh,
Luckily,
okay.
some people were pushing back. I think they started saying, this is even a little too schizophrenic for us. Some people on Kiwi Farms were like, I don't know, man. I think that motherfucker's just wearing a triangle shirt.
There's an obvious resemblance, but it's not the same symbol. The main difference is that it's not a pedophile symbol at all.
It's a triangle.
The main difference is that, number one, he's not a pedophile, and none of us are pedophiles, and it's just it's a triangle.
Let's assume
That's
we
the
were.
main difference
We
is
don't
that you
coordinate
are a
triangle
total
shirts.
retard. That's the main difference. The main difference is that Null is 320 pounds. That's the main difference, and can't do one push-up. That's the main difference is that Null cannot do one push-up.
Why would anyone go, I'm going to get a cool pedophile shirt to wear to a thing?
Guys, we got him.
We got him.
We got him.
We nailed it.
Look, there we go. Look. See, it's every... Josh has covered every
Josh
eventuality
has turned these kids
of
into like
pedophile.
Complete morons. It's
insanity. Triangles inside triangles. It's triangles
could be
with no
anything.
inside triangles.
Yeah.
I mean, this is real degeneracy happening on his shirt here.
I think I was more upset about the guy who went, apparently this is a reference to some movie called Weird Science. And I went, oh my, they don't even fucking know what Weird Science is. And then they started going off on, wait, it's a movie about two kids who make a woman to have sex with. So it's a reference to a pedophile science fiction film. And I'm like, you just can't win with these fucking
that's what
people.
Weird Science was about. Pedophiles. Weird Science was about two teenage boys.
Yeah. Getting pedophiles by a robot.
Making a totally unrealistic grown genie woman appear in their house. Not their imagination. No metaphors involved.
As I put
pedophile
it,
movie.
As
it's
I
a fucking
put it,
pedophile movie.
I post a picture to Twitter where it's like, hey, look, I had fun at a thing. Here's me and my friends. And Queer Farms is like, oh, we're going to get these motherfuckers. We got him. We got him, folks.
We got him.
When you reach the level that a guy goes, hey, I had fun at a comedy show, and you're searching it for secret pedophile messages.
Fucking pedophile.
Look at this pedophile shit.
There's an obvious resemblance.
Well, then they start to get into, he must have known that it's not actually a pedophile symbol, but he wore it to troll us into thinking it was the pedophile symbol. And I'm like, you guys are fucking crazy.
Can you believe
that's
Null,
fucking crazy?
Null has to placate these guys and kiss their ass because if he doesn't have any money.
Right.
Null has to go out and stream and pretend like this isn't retarded because if he turns off the I'm entertaining like retarded shit spigot, the money dries up.
Yes.
Could you imagine that?
Well, there's a lot of people who I think that's their audience is just
that's their whole scam.
Whole thing. Yes.
Look at this shirt with triangles. That's a pedophile
The other funny thing is
I guess it kind of is.
The only reason Vito's making fun of us for saying that his friend's shirt is full of pedophile symbols is a normal person wouldn't make fun of us for that. It's because he's such upset about what we're saying. And I'm like, no, you guys are just fucking nuts.
There's an obvious resemblance.
I posted a picture of me and my friends out at a comedy show, and you went, and you're drawing the fucking lines, and you're fucking putting the paper.
Kiwi Farms, they get off the bus at Washington, D.C. Look at the giant cock. Does everyone see
they letting
this
kids
cock?
look at that? Are they letting kids
stop thinking
see
about
that giant
cocks?
uncut
Kids,
penis?
Cover your eyes. It's an obvious look. I'll
That's
show you.
clearly an 8-year-old stone penis.
Jesus.
I don't know.
It's an obvious resemblance. But it's not the same symbol
at all.
Yeah, it's a shape.
It's one of the basic geometric shapes. It's not even like if it was like a crazy star or something. It's a triangle.
I saw a shape. Oh, it was a triangle? How'd you know? What are you, a pedophile? Nah, it was a circle. Just kidding. I'm not a pedophile.
I don't know what to do with these people
The main
anymore.
difference is the boy love symbol. Bro, you shouldn't be talking about
boy love symbols.
You should be talking about
all.
boy love symbols like that. That's crazy. Is one continuous line, not two separate triangles.
And they're saying Vito is pretending the boy love symbol doesn't exist. We did an episode about the symbols. I know that the issue is not that I don't know that there's a squiggly triangle that you guys think is a pedophile triangle. I fully admit that you believe that. I'm not, Vito won't even admit that there's a squiggly pedophile triangle. No, I'll admit that you believe that is a thing.
Yeah.
And there's some weird FBI document that maybe it was a thing. I don't fucking know. I don't get it. But also, there are regular triangles, clearly. Yeah. And a shirt that is don't draw it. We're fucked. It's a Weird Science shirt. It's a reference to an 80s movie. You guys are killing me. This show has 100% pedo-free content. So I don't know why. That should be the 100% pedo-free symbol. Matt, put that on your Matt Barr. That's the symbol. I've read in the FBI crime statistics that is the anti-pedo symbol. So you should put that on the cover of Rock and Roll Ninja so everyone knows. There you go. No squiggly triangles.
Crisis averted.
Crisis has been averted. I don't know why I didn't bring that in for voted up. It makes perfect sense. But
okay, wait.
That's my Kiwi Farms thread. Everybody.
No, you gotta keep Vito pretending the symbol that sometimes on his own art is what gives me pause. What is it gives me pause? What are you, like Seneca?
He's trying to say
what are you
because
fucking talking about? This gives me pause. I see the triangles on the shirt, but is this guy driving like by a road hazard crew sign going like, whoa, they got some kind of a pedophile construction zone here?
He's trying
like
to make
it,
with
hazard things?
The fucking cones. Again,
not the cones, the triangle ones.
Okay, yeah, the yield sign, you mean? There's a lot of triangle signs.
No. I'm talking about the ones that go on the ground that are like orange.
Okay.
Like that.
Sure.
Not cones.
Well, I mean, cones also go on the ground. They're triangle shaped.
Are you saying this? It's kind of suspicious that you would see a pedophile sign and something like that.
I don't know what you're talking about. Little triangles on the ground?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Where do they do this? For what purpose?
Because they're digging secret tunnels for
Okay.
pedophiles, man. What are you talking about?
The secret pedophile tunnels.
I don't think this guy... let's see. All right. Another retard.
I think this guy might have been on my side, but they're saying... Even though they have
I don't think this guy is wearing a shirt as a pedophile dog whistle. Uh-oh.
Wow, that's sus. It's suspicious
Guy,
that...
get out. Run. Get away while you still can.
Here, drag it over at least.
I don't think this guy's wearing a... Nah, no one can read it now. It's too small.
It's bigger on their screen than ours. Just read it.
I can't read it, though. Now it's all messed up.
No.
I don't think this guy's wearing a shirt as a pedophile dog whistle.
Here we go. But it does raise my eyebrows how upset Vito is about this. I'm fuming
About
mad.
what? That shirt?
I'm fuming. No, he's like saying that because I went on Twitter and I said... They're saying they're trying to uncover the secret pedophile mysteries of Josh Denny's shirt. They're going, oh, see, he's mad about it, and that's what's suspicious. The shirt wasn't suspicious.
That would
it's
honestly
him
be very suspicious.
pointing out how retarded we are. That's the suspicious. That's why you can't win at all.
No, you can win.
If you don't react, they go, see, if he should be saying right now that it's not a pedophile symbol, but the fact he won't say anything is suspicious. And if you say something, they go, well,
honestly,
the fact that he's protesting, that's suspicious.
The only way you can win is by
making a
raping
podcast.
a kid and getting away with it.
Well, I don't want
that would be the ultimate own
part.
of Kiwi Farms. Like, I did it. I didn't even like it, and I fucking got away with it.
I did get away with beating up that woman. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
That's
when
a couple
they were trying
points
to
there.
get you in trouble for that.
Yeah.
If I were
skid
in
on
Vito's
that.
shoes, I'd probably momentarily wonder what the fuck, and go back to my normal life. You would look at a triangle shirt and go, what the fuck?
He's saying
Bro,
the
you're
normal
retarded.
thing when a forum full of retards is dissecting the secret meaning of your friend's shirt.
Oh, God.
Is to completely ignore it.
Look, they got a picture of the shirt.
Yeah, they found the shirt because this is all they do. We're like, hey, let's go to a fun comedy
I were
show.
in-
We'll take some pictures. All right, guys, I found the shirt.
If I was in Vito's shoes, I'd just give a momentary what the fuck.
I don't. You can't win with
And
these
then
people.
go back to my normal life and not spurg out and
It's a big
show everyone
spurg.
I know the alleged meaning of pedophile symbols.
Remember, guys, right now I am coping and seething.
Yeah.
We're playing the You Mad game right now.
Somebody sent me the null clip. Somebody told me he really melted down.
I heard that too. Yeah, I heard he was very.
He had all kind
upset.
of backed up fat rage.
He's probably a big boy these days.
Oh yeah.
Just
He's super upset for something he claims is so inane and untenable. What is untenable?
I don't know.
This
I can't.
this
follow
shirt
that.
is untenable. What? Oh, this shirt with the triangle is untenable, which doesn't feel normal.
These guys.
Oh, okay, as long as
I'm pretty sure anyone on this earth, if you said, "Hey, you know that picture
This
you took
shirt's
at a
untenable.
comedy show?" A bunch of people are trying to find the secret pedophile conspiracy.
they would say
of
those
your
guys are
friend's
pedophiles.
shirt.
Those guys are the guys who are saying that are pedophiles.
Right.
They're 100% pedophiles.
I think most people would go, "I find this interesting," and talk about it. You're saying that to say, "I think these people are crazy." Well, that's just suspicious that he would call us crazy when we're just looking at pictures of a man's weird science shirt and trying to decide whether or not it's a secret coded pedophile reference.
Yeah, you're a pedophile if you're thinking that.
We've crossed the Rubicon with Kiwi Farms. I used to think they were like above this, you know?
No, you broke Noel's brain.
I used to think they were like slightly above the QAnon, Pizzagate bullshit, but no, they're like right in the thick of it, huh?
This shirt is apparently. This shirt is
Apparently.
This shirt's apparent. It's the shirt that's from Weird Science, shithead. This shirt is apparently a reference
On the night of Josh
to a
Denny.
shitty 80s movie.
Yeah, that's these guys
Weird
suck.
Science is a shitty 80s movie, bro. Oh,
It's not
sorry, it's not never been
as
kissed,
good as
dude.
whatever they want.
Yeah. Sorry, it's not Cannibal Corpse or whatever edgelord shit you guys are watching. A shitty 80s movie that became a shitty 90s sitcom that launched Vanessa, what's her name's career? Kingpin?
Yeah,
Perhaps you've heard of it?
about.
A shitty 80s movie. Fuck you.
I just I don't know what you do with these people at this point.
Or maybe he's just a lolcow.
Like, did they think that Josh
can't not read what people are saying about him? Either way, it's funny.
Did I bring the shirt with me to make Josh Denny put on? Or
Yeah,
did
you
I
did.
call him up ahead of time and he said, hey, you know that cool pedophile shirt you have? Can you wear that for your comedy taping? Or like, did we buy the shirt at the same time and I just didn't wear mine that day? What is the thought process like that arrives at Josh Denny wore his pedophile triangle shirt to take a picture with Vito at his comedy taping? To own us specifically. They think it's done to taunt them. That's the weird thing.
Null does this too. It's all like the pretend PR. Like, well, you know, it's because he's reacting like this, and it's really if he would have just not just said like, oh my goodness, well I can't even. I suppose that's interesting, and just gone. If he would have just ignored us and not made fun of us, then I could understand that.
No, still
because
really
he's
upset
making
we made
fun
fun
of
of
us
him about that unlicensed reference material thing. He was fuming about, I can't believe they turned that into 20 minutes on their stupid comedy show. It's
What's
like,
funny
that was the
is-
most retarded thing you've ever said, Noel. That
What's
was in like
funny
your
is
top 10 stupidest fucking
He
things.
has we have a major handicap because I can't say the F slur.
Yes.
He's allowed to say it, and
He should be
anything.
winning
He
based on
should
that
be-
alone.
If I could say the F slur and slurs,
There's a lot of
it
stuff.
would be game over.
Yes. We're handicapped.
Push-ups wouldn't even. Yeah, we're handicapped.
We're batting
big
with
time.
a handicap.
We're
here.
playing patty cake. You got every weapon in the arsenal.
You could bring up weird memes and all sorts of things to
You
hurt
could say,
us.
and I
can't
can't
do
even hint. I could only make 5 or 6 fat
And
jokes
yet you
every
still
show.
walked right into the fucking rake of unlicensed reference material. It would have been so easy to win that one. Just go, this comic sucks, and here's why.
It's because
he took a picture. His character is being accused of committing a crime. That's like how Vito feels unfairly accused of being a pedophile. All right, Null, you nailed it. Fucking media literate Null. I'm looking forward to the big review of Super Killer from Null.
Me too, because that would mean it's out.
It's going to be cool.
The fact that Vito in the same episode would say something along the lines of, you know, we can't get rid of the Civil Rights Act because then all these businesses are going to start denying black people's service and products, which is totally unfounded. And he knows that because in the exact same episode, he would say, oh, well, they're doing all this DEI, Sweet Baby Inc. crap to appeal to black people or minorities so we can get their money and everything. Which one is it, dude? All right?
It's not
don't
every
worry.
business.
If
That's
you repeal the Civil
true.
Rights Act tomorrow, don't worry. There's still Section 8
That's
housing. They're not going to
true.
go demolish all that, right?
But it's not
all the liquor
just black
stores and all the
people.
payday loans and the cash
Black people and women.
Cash checking places, those are staying open.
Okay,
All right?
Civil Rights
Those are
Act does not
going
just
away.
apply to black
But trust
people.
Me, the economy
okay?
will be fine, all right? Don't worry about it.
That guy's black too.
At this point in
for
time,
the-
honestly, you would have a lot of people that would not rent, apartments to fucking trans people and stuff. That would be the new one.
Oh, you found a new minority to pretend to
It's not
care
a new
about.
minority. It's the one that right now, like, I care about everybody should get housing and shit. I'm not gonna fucking take that away.
You just shifted from black people to trans people.
It's
like that.
You use black people as the civil rights example as a default. But
You
you're
do.
right. Well, yeah. Well, I think a lot of people do because the Civil Rights Act was mostly fought on behalf of black people, but it applies to more than just them. Okay, it depends on what time in
Who's it apply to?
It depends on what time in history we're in.
So what are you saying the Civil Rights Act
Like,
protects?
after 9/11, you think it was, really easy to get a fucking apartment as a Muslim guy? No, it's probably a little bit
'cause everyone's
harder. But thankfully, there
afraid
was
of them.
yeah, everybody was. I better rent him this apartment, or he might pull a fucking jihad on me.
Might fly a plane into
Yeah.
it. like
Well,
a Cessna
I want
into
you should
my
be able to go to an apartment
Oakwoods
viewing
apartment.
without a fucking bomb detonator in your hand.
Do we
You
have
should be
like
able to
a?
just look like a normal
do we have a
guy.
sound for like a Vito, the savior of colored colored individuals? What's the way to say that? People of color. That's right, right?
Did you say colored people? Because you're not supposed to say that.
No, I didn't say that.
All right. National
I said colored
Association
people-potamus.
of Colored People.
So it went from black people, and now you're defending trans people and Muslim people. After
And again, there's
9/11,
just all
you
sorts
invoked
of
9/11.
It depends on what's going on in time, but there's always, you know.
So basically,
there
it's
is
like white people
discrimination.
won't give in. Are you saying white? Or are you saying somebody
There's
else
still
won't
like
give
a lot
this?
of housing
Who are
discrimination.
the landlords?
There's still a lot of housing discrimination.
How does that work? They look at people and say, "Are you going to steal the copper out of the walls?"
No, they look at them and they just don't give them a fucking apartment.
It's their house, though.
It is their house.
So what's the problem? The government should say you should give them your house.
Not give them your house, but if they've
Let
got
'em in?
a good credit score and they don't have a fucking criminal history, why not let them in?
Well, right there, what you said is the problem. The Civil Rights Act makes it illegal to run a criminal background check.
I don't think that's true.
Yes, it's true.
For housing?
Yes.
Look it up.
Okay. Criminal background check illegal.
It is illegal for private and public employers with 5 or more employees to ask about criminal history until the later stages of the job application process. So that's not what you're talking about at all.
Yes, it is.
Why are you gloating?
It's illegal for them to ask about criminal history.
Why did you leave off the last part of that?
Because that's bullshit. Later stages, that's just like, oh, yeah, how late was it? Well, 10 minutes. Oh, yeah, that's illegal.
Wait, what? No, they're saying you can still ask them about it.
You have to wait for like late until a later point, and then you can ask about it.
It can't be like the first thing. You can't just immediately go, no matter what, anybody...
You know, apartments are rented like right away. It's just one application. You don't go on a fucking interview. Here's my application. There's no further contact. It's like, here's my application. Did I get it or not? Yes or no?
Well, I don't remember if they check criminal background history, but I know
they
check...
legally cannot. Look, read what that says.
That's not what that
read
says.
what it fucking says.
It doesn't say anything about it.
Why would you think that it would be legal to run criminal background investigations on people you're renting to?
I don't know. I just assumed you could.
Then you no.
But you can run criminal background checks on people
for fun.
Yeah, for fun.
Yeah, for fun, but not if
Okay.
you're going to not rent them something or not hire them.
Well, it says there you can do it if you're going to hire them. They
Later.
they do it
At
for
a
jobs.
later point.
They definitely do it for jobs.
At a
bro.
later point.
Okay. Well, I don't actually
Welcome
know.
to lawsuit town.
Rentals. Let's see. Housing providers sometimes check whether a person has a criminal history. When
Sorry,
making a
what's the
housing
title
decision.
of that link that you're looking at?
Fair housing and
No,
criminal
above
history.
that. Civil Rights
Department.
Department.gov. What do you think their job is? To not let you run criminal background
It says right here
checks.
you can run criminal background checks. Why are you always lying to me? Okay, look. There's a gray area due to the high demand for rental housing.
What's gray area mean?
Landlords are not allowed to refuse an application for someone with past drug use. However, if the applicant was convicted of manufacturing or dealing drugs, that's a legally acceptable reason to deny the application. I'm fucking correct. Why do you always gaslight me? You can.
That's not a criminal background check.
What are you
That's just
talking
manufacturing or dealing drugs.
Yeah, if you've been convicted
What about
of manufacturing or
violent
dealing
crimes?
drugs, you can that can be used against you because they're like, we don't want you doing that on our property. You're just mad because I'm right.
What was that? What was that site?
That was the fucking California housing thing. You can run criminal background checks.
OCcriminaldefenseattorney.com? That's not a fucking valid site. That's just some attorney's blog. And it doesn't say criminal background checks. It says manufacturing drugs.
Are we really doing this? Are we really doing this?
Yes, because you have no idea what the Civil Rights Act is.
Okay. All right. Landlords in California, what you can and can't do.
Oh, Zillow, another fucking blog.
Zillow
Another
is
SEO
literally
blog.
one of the biggest fucking rental, like one of the biggest resources for people who rent shit.
All of this
Okay?
is just written by like a 25-year-old girl off Fiverr. This is not a legal resource, Vito.
California recognizes that while housing providers have a legitimate interest in screening potential tenants, individuals with criminal histories face barriers to housing. Because of that, California has adopted regulations with respect to criminal history in housing.
What does that mean?
It means.
What does that mean to you?
Hold on.
In your mind, without reading more, what does it mean?
Shut the fuck up. Can I conduct, and this is for renters, a criminal background check? Yes.
Keep
It is
reading.
lawful for housing providers to conduct criminal background screenings, and you may state your intent to do so in a rental listing. However, you must ensure that any adverse action, such as denial of an application, is due to a directly related conviction. That means the conviction has a direct and specific negative bearing on a non-discriminatory interest or purpose of the housing provider. So,
Keep reading. Don't fucking cut it off
Well,
there.
I'm trying to find the part that, like, defines... Okay, here we go.
Well, according to the law, all of that stuff is important.
No, here you go. Here's what you can't consider. You cannot consider arrests that did not lead to conviction.
Why?
That means you can consider arrests that did lead to conviction.
So no, it doesn't mean that.
Been convicted
It
of a
does not
crime,
mean
you
that.
can consider that in
It does
rentals.
not mean that. It just means you can't consider that. Go back.
If
There's
I
more.
do consider criminal history and information, which is okay, you're allowed to consider it. Implement best practices and practices. Okay, look, there's certain you can't use like civil infractions.
Why not?
There's because it's against this civil rights
law.
code.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So there's like some limits, but you can still run criminal background checks.
You just can't use it.
Yes, you can.
What does that say?
It says you can use it. There's just certain things you can't use for, like, you can't use the mere fact that you go, a black guy, and you go, hey, have you ever been arrested for any reason, even if you weren't convicted? And he goes, yes. And you go, well, I'm not going to rent you a house. You can't do that.
Keep reading.
Okay, information indicating an individual has been questioned, apprehended, or taken into custody or detained. That's basically the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Infractions.
So breaking the law.
Like what? Like a speeding ticket. You can't deny a guy housing because of a speeding ticket.
Why not?
Because it has no bearing on his ability to live in a house, whether he speeds.
Why not?
It's not going to negatively impact your property.
All right.
Okay? Referral or participation in a pretrial or post-trial diversion program or deferred entry of judgment program. So if they entered like AA or something, or if they entered like one of these programs.
That'd be a good reason not to rent to somebody.
Maybe, but you can still consider their criminal history if they've been convicted of a crime. Basically, it's saying, all this is saying is, if they've been convicted of a crime, you can deny them housing because of
Okay,
it.
what's the next one?
Criminal convictions that have been sealed, dismissed, or expunged or declared legally inoperable. So they have to still have convictions on the record.
That are not expunged.
That are not expunged.
Okay.
And adjudications are matters processed in the juvenile justice system, so they have to have commit. So if an adult commits a crime and it's on their record, you can deny them housing because of it. So I'm right.
No,
I know you're going to try and spin this that you're right.
You're not right because it's Zillow.
You're such a cocksucker.
The
You
Zillow
can't have
blog,
me read the whole fucking
Zillow
thing.
blog,
You said read it, and then I read it, and you go, well, that's just fucking
the Zillow blog
That's
is not
just
the
Zillow.
resource. It
That's
means
just
nothing.
Zillow.
It means nothing.
You're a fucking idiot. You fucking asshole. I can't
It means
believe you made
fucking
me
nothing.
think I was wrong. I was
You
like,
are
oh,
wrong.
shit, am I actually wrong? Can you actually not consider? No, you can absolutely consider their fucking criminal history. If they have a conviction, you can deny them housing because of it. Don't look for more shit. I'm already right.
I'm on the government site now.
Okay, good. Find the one thing that you're going to creatively twist around to go, well, you see, the way they're going to interpret that. And the thing is that the ESG guys, what they'll do is they'll get in there, and then the DEI guys, and they'll spend their money. Well, just say I'm right for once. Just once in your
You're not
fucking
right. You have no idea what you're talking
bullshit
about.
argumentative life where you always have to be right about every fucking thing when I give you direct fucking proof from one of the largest rental houses in the fucking nation.
Zillow. The people whose entire business is set up scamming people to buy property.
This is
an SEO article.
Goalpost bullshit every time.
It's not a goalpost.
Every time.
Zillow's not the
read
fucking
it. Just
government.
read it then. Why don't you just read it? Well, that's just Zillow. That's Zillow. You know, why are we even reading Zillow? Fuck you.
That's what I said.
Fuck
Don't
you.
read Zillow. It's bullshit.
You're retarded. Why don't you come back next show and you can tell me all about how there's this loophole and blah, blah, blah. You don't have to rent to people who get convicted of a crime. That's it. You're gonna spend. Well, how long do I have to wait for you to find something now?
Well, I'm on the actual government site.
Okay,
now.
what does it say? May a housing provider lawfully check an applicant's criminal history? This is
And
from
the
the
law
civilrights.california.gov.
Yeah. This
Okay.
means a criminal. There's a direct. Yeah. We already read that.
No. If a housing provider
read that
wants
part.
to deny someone housing, it must be based on a past criminal conviction. I'm correct. Just deal with it.
Wait.
What?
Okay. Wait.
I'm done. I'm
Determine
done.
whether a criminal
Just say I'm right.
Just
say I was
the
right.
nature of the severity of the crime.
Just
the amount
say
of time
I was
that's
correct.
passed since for
This
example,
one
a 10-year-old miss.
I know you want to rules
You're not
lawyer your way
right.
out of this thing and come up with some creative, like, well,
A
actually,
recent
in a
criminal
libertarian
conviction-
society with no laws, and when you look at what
recent
Vito, do
criminal
you even know how the
conviction-
banks work, Vito? Vito, do you even know how the banks work?
A recent criminal conviction for residential arson could be directly related to the risk that an individual may inure other residents there, but because there's a rational relationship, blah, blah, blah,
That just disproves you, and you refuse.
It says it could be.
You stopped reading it because it disproves you again.
What type of criminal
someone's
history?
been convicted of arson, you don't have to rent to them because they might burn your shit down.
Yeah, I don't think so.
We're done. We're done. We're done. It's over.
What should the provider's policy or practice look like?
How are you still going through this?
Because I want to actually read it. I don't think you're right.
How? Everything you've read directly supports my very simple claim that you can run a criminal background check on a fucking rental applicant and deny it to them. It's not an outrageous claim.
I don't think so, Vito.
Oh, my God. This is why this show is insufferable.
I don't think so.
Every week.
Give me my fucking
every
keyboard.
week I get, Dick was right. Dick was right. Because you always, even when you're backed into the corner on anything, you just find some stupid gay way to fucking rules lawyer your way out of it. And even now, you can't just let it go. You were on the official civil rights website for the entire state of California. It's two different sources.
Housing
How many sources do you want? You had
like
Zillow?
An actual lawyer.
Call fucking Nick Rekieta. Call him up.
He doesn't know. New law.
This is gonna be your out. This is gonna be your out. You're gonna find.
Well, yeah, this is the
some
law.
New gay law.
This is actually a law. Prohibited uses of criminal. Okay, all right.
We already went through that.
New laws. California's criminal records are quite hopeful.
This
find
is your
housing.
out. This is gonna be your out. That a new law might give them a little bit of hope. All right. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Third source.
Dozens of cities, crime-free.
Yeah, you're sweating.
More than 100. I know.
Sweat on you right now.
All right, fuck. I can't find it. I give up.
It's literally criminals complaining about how hard it is to get housing as a criminal.
Yeah.
That's the entire article.
I don't think that's accurate, though. I think it does.
You're such an asshole, dude.
I think
You're
you can't
such
use,
a fucking asshole.
I think you can't use criminal background checks.
Just go, that's interesting. I was wrong. That's it. Just say that.
No, I don't think so.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
I gotta look up. I gotta look up on my own time.
You're such an asshole. That's interesting. I didn't know.
I'm still looking at more stuff.
Vito, you think you can run criminal background checks on? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No,
you can.
I don't think you can.
Okay.
I don't think you can.
All right. Oh my God, this fucking show, dude.
I don't think you can.
Stop bringing up weird PDFs from different principalities.
This is from the government.
Sure. Fine. Stop. Can we move on from this?
All right, fine.
All right.
I guess you win, Vito.
Wow. 1 W in the fucking history of the show that you've admitted to. Finally.
I guess you win.
Thank you.
This one's from Adam Sessler.
Hey, voted up, Adam Sessler, biggest problem in the universe.
Yes.
He said it himself, after his Twitter meltdown this week. I kind of have to agree with him. He might be the biggest problem in the universe. I can't say why, I can't exactly, pinpoint why he's the biggest problem in the universe, but I'm pretty sure you guys could piece that math together. Thanks. Bye. Fuck you.
We love the Jews. I love you too, buddy. Stop scrolling through tenant background check shit. You're not going to find some silver bullet.
I forget how that started. I think it was about jobs, too.
It was, probably.
The jobs one is more important.
All right. Well, we got to read super chats at this point, right?
Right.
Well, guys, remember, the show's too long. It's the worst show.
I don't think you're right, Vito.
Just keep saying it.
I'm gonna get a lawyer in here to figure it out.
Explain how, well, it might say that on paper, but really this or that.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
yeah.
blah.
That's exactly what I'm
Exactly.
look
That's
for.
what you're going to do. You're going to do one of those.
Yeah, like a real...
Vito,
like
do you know anything about the banks? Do you know anything about the banks, Vito?
Yeah.
Vito, do you know anything about...
No is the answer.
Have you heard of the Federal Reserve, Vito?
Well,
do you know anything about interest rates?
Yeah.
It's always this,
I don't think you can.
It's always this appeal to some other, like... Have you met a lawyer, Vito?
I'm pretty sure you can't, though, Vito.
All right. Good. I'm glad. Guys, we're going to read super chats. Get them in. Thank you to all our members, all our people with our memberships. We love you, and we respect you. Okay, Koof for 2, thank you for not killing yourselves. Hazman for 2, Koof is late, you are a twink. No, he beat you. You just missed it. Hazman for 5, Yarg, men, don't be sulky. We have Vito, the fat, dumb monkey, who's always kept things light and funky in our memories. He's forever chunky.
That's AI.
Yeah, you guys got to, come on. You can rhyme yourselves.
Pretty good,
Stop
though.
relying
You have
on
to read
Chat GPT. Jordan Lewis for 10 says, Since the weight loss attempt is officially over, Vito should do some eating content like at a buffet or maybe Heart Attack Grill. He needs to be F to us and post an eating challenge video.
If that wasn't a joke, that would be a good idea.
Hazmat for 5, mukbang Vito, stuffing his face like a pig Vito, clogged arteries Vito. Guys, these are like getting less.
Second coming of Boogie Vito, always chowing down beef and broccoli.
All right.
So that wasn't AI.
No, I'm just saying like.
What?
What do you want to do? Like 100 Vito's fat super chats? I get it.
So lose weight.
I'm not going to.
Well, then you're going to get this.
Okay. Well, they're not that interesting.
You got to read it, though.
I'll read them. Yeah. All right. Lol, no. I put up 235 on the bench. Meanwhile, Vito's over 300 and Josh hasn't posted one push-up. Total pay pig victory. Hazmat for 2. I bitch. Get me a Coke for Josh. Chop, chop. Hazmat for 5. PKA new fan. PKA fan. New Big's Problem fan. Catching up on some lore. So Maddox is a cuck. Dick likes sloppy seconds. Vito is gay. And who the fuck is that crazy fan of mine? Fatix the Great for 5. Hey, Vito, forget the losing weight meme. If you can get to 400 pounds by the end of the year, I'll let you do whatever you want to my cat. Well, maybe I will. Hazmat for 2. Why is Dick all up in Vito's booty? Hazmat for 2. Dick, is your bench pressing max more than Vito? I would assume so. Cole Markland for 5. Where are the food videos, Vito? We're no longer interested in movies, video games, or comics. We want buffet tips. Let's get some fog.
Those would be great videos.
For shame. You loading up that fog machine anymore?
I don't know.
Brits Man for 2. Dick's booty with a breathalyzer instead of scale. Jacob Cercia.
Yeah, I mean, breathalyzers don't really...
Do those do those toy breathalyzers actually work at all?
I have one.
Why does it always come out of there if the fog machine's over there? Do you have like a pipe?
I have 2 fog machines.
Well, that's retarded.
Yeah, I do have a breathalyzer, but they don't really... I don't know. I don't think they're accurate. I have to say that, though, in case I ever go to court.
Well, Jacob Cercia for 320 yen says the Internet Reactions Podcast. Michael Grundhart for $9.99. Shout out to my fat friend. Oink, oink, Vito. Thank you. Benjamin for 10. Love this show. Quick question. Was that dad who sucked his son's ear doing some sort of family gesture, or is that a sign of evil?
That was
Thanks, gang.
fucked up.
Yeah, what was that?
Let me look. Let's look.
I was like hoping that it was just a really young-looking 18-year-old twink.
Dude.
But I think that was a kid.
Well, then when he turns on like the... like it looks like he's with a kid. Let's see. Sucked.
Sucking
Sucked
ear. Hit latest.
Okay.
He kind of chewed his ear. Oh wait, here.
It's a wood chipper. It's probably in response to that.
No. There's another one.
Oh.
He is responding to it, but right below it, there. That.
This?
Yeah, that has it.
There.
Okay, so this is the World Snooker Championship, which normally I like. I like a good round of snooker. And somebody was watching it, and
this is a little boy.
It has to be,
a young
right?
boy, man.
There's no way that's like an
adult, like a
like a little
Button.
tiny adult, but no, they're like really short too. That's definitely.
Okay, so he's ducking in to this guy here.
Yeah,
and the guy's used to it, and this guy's like hungrily nuzzling him and sucking on his ear. And he's like kind of backing away, unless it's his wife.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like that like a little woman or something? But they wave like
a woman.
No, but they're waving like a gay guy. That's a gay wave. That's a little gay kid.
Maybe it's like a little like tomboy woman.
No woman goes, "Hey!" That's a little gay kid.
No, they do. They do that.
No, dude, look.
What's all this about?
That's not a lady. Maybe it is a lady.
It could be a lady. It's either
you know what,
bro.
It's
either a lady or a 13-year-old boy. It's impossible to tell.
I hope it's a lady because it makes no sense otherwise. Like, what are you gonna go to the snooker championship and you're like,
pedophile.
oh, they're giving an interview over there. Let me just.
Yeah, reasonably speaking, it's a lady.
The more reasonable explanation is that it's just a little tiny lady, but it does look like a little gay boy.
Might be a pedophile.
Might be some pedophile stuff. Well, you be the judge. That would be a good series. Woman or pedophile.
Pedo or
you
woman.
be the judge. Michael Grunhart.
Boy or woman.
Shout out to my friend Vito. He's a good pal, and we love him. Thank you, Michael Grunhart. Benjamin for 10, I love this show. Oh, we did that one. Koo for 2, I for 1 like your Man Martian's intro. And I think it's well put together. Strategery for 2, trucks me, everyone. Hazman for 2, Vito is a cool guy and my best friend. Okay,
awesome.
Koo for 5, you want someone to pay for your Vegas hotel? What do you think these super chat money is for? Come to Vegas, you wop. When is it? And I got to look up when the dates are. Vegas is fucking expensive, man.
You just wanted us to go for
Skankfest. We should go to Skankfest. It would be good. Here's
a bunch of guys. I don't want to go to a Vegas with a bunch of fucking guys and comedians.
This is a comedy podcast, and Legion of Skanks, one of the biggest comedy podcasts, is putting on a comedy fucking show. It's like 3 nights of other comedy podcasts. Ryan Long's going to be there. Sam Hyde's going to be there. Shane Gillis is going to be there. And I'm pretty sure that I can either...
What's your favorite Shane Gillis joke?
Well, I like his skit, the one about dibs. Have you seen that one?
No.
It's all about when they were first coming up with how to like dole out women or whatever. It's like, well, we'll just do dibs. And they're in like I don't remember exactly. It's a very good sketch. Also, I like when he made fun of how Asian people say noodles. Regardless, okay, Sam Hyde, Ryan Long, a bunch of other guys, and I asked Luis Gomez, I'm like, can past guests get it like a discounted ticket or something?
Yeah.
And he said, I got you. I don't know exactly what that means.
That means you get in for free.
It sounds like I get in for free.
Yeah.
So we should go
do that.
You should come. We should go to Skankfest.
Why?
Because, okay, we have a popular comedy podcast, and what we should do to grow that podcast, which will make you more money, which I know you like, is connect with other people in the comedy space.
Yeah, but I'm not good at meeting people.
I am, so you
do it. If I meet people, I'm like, this is like...
So I'm going to go to Skankfest, and they're going to go, what do you do? And I go, oh, I do a great show with Dick Masterson. And they go, oh, is he here? No.
Just I do a great show.
So I got to do all the networking.
Well, you want to do it.
You should want to do it. It's important for the show.
I hate networking.
I know you do, but it's one of those things that you have to do.
No, you don't.
Okay.
You don't have to do it. You could just be by yourself. On an island, as it turns out.
Yeah, well, I guess that's true. But you didn't do the Andrew Tate thing. He did that. So you have to network because you fucked up. And
I fucked up. I'm fine.
You could have had that Tate money.
What, by being a trafficker?
Yeah, well, trafficking's basically a form of networking, too much. Right?
If I'm going to commit crimes against women, it's going to be murder, not trafficking.
Why do you hate Vegas so much?
I love Vegas.
Okay.
I hate comedians. I do not want to sit around and listen to 10 guys talk over each other in some fucking Vegas mall. Like, all right, man, this is...
Wow.
Well, what is it?
It's a fucking comedy show. We do a comedy show. You think comedians don't network and meet each other and it's a fun thing? And then they go, oh, that's great. Hey, you know what's great is I have a podcast or they have a podcast.
Then what? Hey, Shane Gillis. Oh, man, I really fucking can't believe that SNL and something. You were great on SNL. The culture war was totally fucking...
Why do you make every interaction with a human being sound like the gayest, most contrived thing ever?
Because it is. Who gives a shit about any of it?
It's just meeting people who also make comedy. It can be just fun and hanging out.
I met Ryan Long and Danny, and they're great. That's pretty good for like 10 years.
Look, I know...
How many guys do I have to meet? Every day I got to meet a guy?
I know your idea of like getting out there and like promoting the show is, hey guys, I'm on WATP again. Can you believe it? But it would be good if we
I told them not to subscribe to the show.
Great. It would be nice for us to branch out.
I got Destiny in here.
And we got Destiny. Oh, maybe we all go on Hack the Movies. That'll really boost our fucking brand. The point is...
I don't know, man. A comedy festival?
Why?
What the fuck, dude?
It sounds fun.
In Vegas?
Yeah, what are you talking about? It's just drinking and jokes. You like jokes.
I like drinking.
Well, there's going to be both.
I don't like jokes.
All right.
If I'm not doing a show... Don't fucking make any jokes.
Well, maybe we could do a show. Well, I don't know. Maybe we could do a fucking taping at Skankfest.
It just seems like so kind of like I don't know. Desperate.
Why do you make anything sounds desperate? You're such a piece of shit, man. That's so terrible. Everyone is just like, hey, you know what would be cool? We all have a bunch of fans. They all love comedy. Let's do a show together. And you're like, I don't know. It sounds kind of fucking desperate. Why don't you just like sit at home and collect Patreon money like me?
Well, do you want like a good show, or do you want like, hey, look, I'm hanging around with like somebody that everyone pretends is a celebrity?
Can you not talk shit about Skankfest? Can we be positive about Skankfest?
No.
Look at you. Okay, great, good. That's good. I want everyone to know that
it's just like so
shut the fuck up. Legion of Skanks is doing a fun, cool comedy thing in Vegas. It's very exciting.
Hey, look, everybody,
it's gonna be a lot of fun.
So funny. Hi,
and Dick thinks it's gay
Dr.
and desperate. It's gay and it's desperate.
It just seems gay.
Okay. Wow, you are terrible. I thought I was poisoned for this show, but that is like infinitely worse than anything I've ever said.
Do you watch comedy online and you're like, wow, that's so good? Have you ever thought that? It's just
Sometimes.
like, no, you watch comedy and you're like, I wish I had that. Like, I wish I had that audience. You don't think like, oh, this is really good, right? Yeah, right. You know I'm right.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I watch comedy.
If you want to ruin Skankfest, I'm in.
We're not going to ruin Skankfest. Stop it. I just thought it would be nice. You know, we've been on Legion of Skanks. So they were very nice to have us on.
They're great. I'm sure they're all having a great time.
They're just gay and desperate, and I can't believe they're putting on a gay faggy comedy thing.
Fun. It's just not my. It's just not my tempo. I don't know.
It's not my tempo.
It's not my tempo.
Yeah, you're the fucking band leader here. You're the band leader of all of comedy, and everybody else. It's just not my tempo. I'm a little more. I do what I do is I come in and I have my same buddy. And for 5 years, we just sit in a chair and I make fun of fat women. 8 years, okay. And that's really more what I do.
I wish I could make fun of fat women. You know what? Actually, that's kind of part of it.
Yeah.
Nobody but me makes fun of fat women the way I do.
Well, maybe.
And I've been drummed off the face of the earth.
I hear you.
People are making fun of Jews, and they're kind of back on Twitter, making fun of Palestinians, blowing up their houses and stuff.
Sure.
But the one thing they don't do is make fun of fat women.
Well,
and I do that.
I think maybe this would be your chance to show them the light.
No, because it's
Get
not
on
economically
stage
viable.
Skankfest, and you go, here's the thing about these fat broads.
Nah, they don't like that.
Okay.
Remember when Adam 22 and I said that, and Adam 22 was like, I like them big. Okay.
Maybe you're a man out of time.
I looked
Dick
at you. I was
Masterson.
like,
maybe you're a man out of time. Who knows? Anyway,
I don't know. For how long? How long do we have to go?
I did like a day or two. We don't got to go for the whole thing if you don't want to. I would go for the whole thing. If you want to leave after a day, I don't care. You could find out when Ryan Long and Danny Polishuk are doing their set.
What do you do? Like, oh, hey, wow, great to meet you. I really love your comedy jokes.
What is this?
Just
like,
what's the fucking point? What's the fucking point? Hey, do you want to come on my show so I can use you for views?
Why are you so cynical about everything in life? It's not
because
it's a community. It's like kind of cool that they've built this thing. It's like a lot of guys who, aren't getting TV fucking deals and maybe can't get a Netflix special. It's like some real comedy shit. Okay, it's Ryan. Sam Hyde's gonna fucking be there. You love that guy.
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
yeah.
Well, that's good. Look, there's go look through who's going to be there. We should go.
All right, I'll look.
I would be good for the show to just show our faces, show support at the very
good
least.
For the whatever. I don't really
fine.
buy in on good for the thing.
You're right.
I can't do that.
At the bare minimum,
it's too many
at
guys.
the bare minimum,
it's
maybe stop calling it gay and pathetic. I think that would be helpful.
I didn't say it was gay and pathetic. It seemed like for us, it would be like.
How is that any different?
If we did it, it would be like.
Okay, we'd be the gay and pathetic ones. It just seems like we're kind of like
biting onto it.
Well, you don't have to be that cynical about it. You're getting in your
head.
I do. Okay, be cynical. I'll tell you this, though. Random guy says, for 10 Canadian, does it seem foggy in here, gentlemen?
Probably because I left the fog machine on.
Very possible.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no!
Shit, it has a delay.
Coup for 2, total male victory. Sturgery for 5 with that new problem-inducing sound Dick found. The biggest problem is brought to you by THX and Dolby Surround.
I forgot. I forgot the sound.
Yeah. James Garter for 2. Total.
I've been so tired all week. The fucking Josh Center show on the Monday really fucked me up.
It was, it did kind of fuck up my sleep weirdly, but I made the best of it. James Garter for 2. Total is real victory. Mark Nelson for a big 50 on the board. Dick, listening to your show carries me through my miserable life. Thank you for not deleting yourself. That's
Great.
beautiful.
Fuck your life. Sorry.
And Mark, I think you think Dick should enjoy make his life a little less miserable by going to a fun comedy tour with all his favorite comedy
I really
friends.
Can't. I'm just kind of like, drop me off in the middle, and I'm gonna drink and fuck everything up.
I think we'd message.
I feel like a fucking Frank. Like
we
a
like
suit.
Danny Polishik. We've been on his show a couple times. We just be like, "Hey, Danny, what are you doing tonight? Is everybody drinking or something?" We just go and hang out. That's it.
And then just sit around and drink.
Oh yeah, like you would never do that. That's not a thing you ever
Not with a
enjoy.
bunch of guys. No, I honestly would not.
I've seen you drink with a bunch of guys.
I didn't like it.
You want to go to the strip club? They got the strip club in Vegas.
Yeah, but are they?
Yeah, they'll definitely. I'm sure you could convince a bunch of guys to go to the fucking strip club.
I don't have to convince.
It's not gonna be hard to convince them. I'm sure. Okay.
Sometimes it is.
Okay, I'm gonna put this idea in your head. You're at the strip club with Sam Hyde. He's screaming. The women are screaming.
I don't want to be laughing while I'm at the strip club. I'm going to be assaulting women like Harvey Weinstein.
Well, that's why they're screaming. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
It's not making jokes. It's Sam Hyde's up there, and he's strangling
Assaulting?
a bitch. Yeah.
Oh.
Because he's crazy. Turkey sandwich for 5. Bankrolling Vito's booty last week. Overdrafted my account. Oh, my God. But the Q-tip payoff was worth it. You really got me with that one.
Thanks, Turkey.
Because I said smash it, and you said, oh, you don't want to smash this one.
I can't believe that was pathetic. That was too easy.
Yeah, well, you were convincing.
I wasn't really, though.
You did this thing with your eyes. You did this thing with your eyes where you're like, you really don't want to do that. So Turgery for 5. Imagine you thought Weinstein was going to jail, but instead he escapes and chucks dicks in my ass. Nobody wants that, Dick and Vito. Nobody wants that. I need to make you a better Chuck Dixon cutout because the one we have sucks.
What do you mean? Hold on. Let me see.
Because it's got like a big missing part of it for some reason. You're not even lined up at all.
Uh-oh.
Carl Spitali was congratulating me on my excellent Miss Piggy on the fly. Yeah.
Where's fucking Chuck?
There's Chuck.
Oh, yeah. What was that guy talking about?
I don't know, but somebody...
Imagine... It's because they put this fucking stupid
Yeah, why did
shit
they
up
do
there.
that? It's
You
retarded.
know, imagine you go to Vegas.
Yeah.
And you're sitting around in a bar of comedians. Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that, Vito.
That would be awful.
That would
for
be
our comedy podcast that we're trying to grow and network and whatever else. That would be the worst thing in the world to meet other comedians and talk to them about comedy. It would be terrible for us.
Talk to them about comedy.
It would be terrible to go to a show being put on by one of the top comedy podcasts in the world, Legion of Skanks.
Yeah.
It would be awful for the show if we went to that. It would make no sense. It would be gay and pathetic.
Yeah, it does kind of sound like it
Thanks,
would be
Chuck.
gay
All
and
right, Chuck.
pathetic.
You cocksucking. You would know.
Yeah, but imagine you go there and then you accidentally suck a bunch of cocks.
That would be, well, that might be helpful.
And then you apologize. That would be gay and pathetic. And your blowjob is bad, Vito. Imagine that. That would be gay and pathetic.
Who wants that, Chuck? Who wants that?
You, apparently.
Me, I want that.
You do, Vito.
All right, Chuck. Get all those dicks out of your ass, Chuck. You're killing me.
The dicks. That's my name, Chuck Dicks in my ass.
It's still really funny to me that.
See, what do you like?
Comic
then what do you go to?
Chuck
Then what do you go to? Sorry. So then what do you go to like a bar in Vegas? And you're like, oh yeah, we did this thing. It's like Chuck Dicks in my ass.
I think you just play it by ear. We could go. We could gamble. We could drink. Go to the Golden Steer. Have a good time. You saw we were both yelling at what's his name.
Mudahar.
Mudahar went to fucking Gordon Ramsay's steakhouse, which he fucked up. You either go to the Golden Steer or
imagine you go to a steakhouse and it's just a big cock shoots in your ass.
Who wants
instead of
that,
a steak?
Chuck?
Who wants that?
Nobody wants that.
Hey, who wants that, Vito?
All right, Chuck. Thank you. Very helpful. Chuck, are you going to go to any big comic conventions? Maybe.
Well, I'm not going to go to the Vegas comic convention. How about a comedian convention?
Yeah, that would be fun.
I'm not going to that.
No, that's a type of comic.
That sounds fucking gay. I don't want to go to that.
Okay, Chuck. Well, it's not
I love
gay.
it. That's why I love it, but nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
Imagine you're going to a comedy convention.
Sure.
Right?
Right.
And you go into the comedy convention.
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
I'm trying to figure out how to look at you, Chuck. Are you over there?
It doesn't work like that. It's not like Conan. Where you're
I'm kind of confused.
imagine that you're, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're networking, and it's like, oh, that didn't go very well. And then you're just driving home for 6 hours. Nobody wants that.
It's in Vegas. We can just hang out in Vegas. There'll be stuff to do, even if we don't.
Yeah, the fucking pinball museum.
Well, you can go to the pinball museum. What's wrong with the pinball museum?
Nobody wants
Did
that,
you go to the pinball museum, Chuck?
No, because it's a bunch of fucking pinball shit.
Who doesn't like pinball?
Honestly, because I'm too hungover.
They got arcade games there, too.
X-Men?
I don't think they have X-Men. They got a Mold-orama. You can make a Donald Duck
a Mold-orama?
It's that plastic. Didn't I tell you about that? It's a big plastic mold-making machine from the 50s that Disney used to make. You get to watch it injection mold a toy for you.
That sounds pretty cool.
For $2.
That sounds pretty
And then
cool.
a little injection molded Pluto comes out all hot. And mine came out with its head missing. And I went, well, that was a waste of $2. But maybe you'll
cool
do better.
Still, though.
Yeah, you can paint it.
All right, where's the...
I think it's this tab here.
I tried that, but it got all fucked up.
I guess it did all get fucked up. Oh my God!
What
are
the
you
fuck
doing?
is going on?
You have
You're
like
doing it.
You have like the control button clicked in.
It says video monetization.
Okay, just hit monetization and then scroll up.
Uh-oh.
Did
we get fucked already?
No, hold on. There we go. Super chats. They can't get rid of my super chats. There we go. That's great.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Why does it have a picture of Chuck Dixon my ass?
Did you just set that to be the?
No, I didn't set shit.
Somehow you made Chuck Dixon the thumbnail. Good work. Maybe it'll get fixed. Okay. Well, that was a waste of everyone's time. Let's see. That was Chuck Dixon. Kicks Mechanic for 5. I'll be in Orlando next week. Any suggestions for places to drink and eat or do something cool? I missed the last show. I'll catch it on the plane. Keep killing it. I don't know what's in fucking Orlando. Do you?
No, ask Mersh.
Go to Wet and Wild.
Is that real?
It's a water park.
Oh, okay.
It's a pretty fun water park.
Oh.
It's my only happy childhood memory. Let's go into Wet and Wild.
All right.
Let's see. Okay. Wet Banter for 5. Enjoyed seeing you guys at Denny's show. Lots of laughs. Those black women missed a lot of good jokes.
Oh, man, they got so pissed off.
Hazman for 2.
I'm out of here.
Hazman for 2 says something about pigs. Who cares? Jared for 5. I'm laughing my ass off at Vito taking a glorified RPG Maker tutorial course in high school and thinking he knows software engineering. I didn't say I know software engineering, but
you can make a guy walk around.
I can make a guy walk around. I definitely did that. Frog Tony for 5. I'm so glad Riley booked Vito to be on our CG Scumlord show. Maybe next time Vito will wake up on time. Shut up, Tony. Your comic looks like shit. The Gentleman's
Did you not wake
Sausage.
up in time for his show?
No, I just was doing something and I lost track. I
Jacking off?
forgot I was. Well, then it's sent. You got to send me like an hour ahead of time. Send me a message. Go, hey, we're going live in an hour. Just do that, and then I won't forget.
Well, were you scheduled?
Yeah, but I still.
You just had no respect for
I was
them?
scheduled like a week ago. You got to go. Hey,
You put it in your calendar?
no.
No respect at all.
Anytime I go on a show, if I do a show with anybody, I go, hey, don't forget we're doing that thing today.
No. If you agree to do something, you should be there. You should show up.
Why do you think that they send like Zoom reminders and shit? You got to remind people.
Zoom does that.
Okay, if you have a podcast and you invite a guest,
So if
you got to
agree-
message them the day of.
Well, because they are incompetent.
Yes.
So you are relying on other people to treat you like
It's
you're
their
incompetent.
show.
But you can just easily make a calendar reminder.
Yeah, or I could just forget, which I did, and you can just remind me. Whatever. I saw their message.
Do you never make calendar reminders?
I make calendar reminders
for people you respect.
I just sometimes forget to make a calendar reminder. Okay, I forgot to make a calendar reminder for Mint Show because you asked me at like the last minute, and I also assumed they would just send me a message because it's Mint. And we DM all the fucking time. We're in a bunch.
Why do you do that?
Because we have a bunch of Twitter groups that we're all like shared in that everybody's in. It's not just her. It's like there's her and Riley and Tony and whatever else. So I just assumed they'd be like, "Hey, we're going live in 15 minutes. Everybody get in."
Do you need Kick or Keep to send you a reminder?
Yeah.
You just, if you don't show up, you don't show up.
I've had Kick or Keep. I went, "Oh fuck, I'm supposed to be on Kick or Keep." I mean, I usually remind myself,
like a self. Like
I'm not losing sleep.
alarm
I'm
clock?
not losing sleep over the fact that I was 10 minutes late to the CG Scumlord show. All right?
I don't even know what that is.
It's what Riley does now. Riley and Mint, they talk
My
about...
Riley?
Yeah, he's he runs his own Comic Skate wrap-up.
Oh, okay.
And
Riley and Mint's hilarious.
They're great. Everybody's mad at them.
They did a great stream of Camelot's race.
Oh, yeah. They had
cool.
fun. It's always nice to see Riley repping the Killdozer gear with that drug shirt.
Yeah.
Looks great.
Mint walked up to a conversation, EVS, talking to somebody, and he's like, "Are you recording this?" And she goes, "Oh, yeah." And he goes, "We're in a private conversation." She's like, It's like, man, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why would you do that?
She's autistic. What are you going to do? She doesn't know
that's a
social
woman.
boundaries. Might be a
that's
woman
a woman thing.
Man, don't broadcast our fucking conversation.
Yeah, don't just walk
That sounds
into
pretty
it.
awkward. Gentlemen, Sausage for 5, you don't find a Godot tutorial so you can big league Richard next week. There's tons of channels out there. Find one covering a top-down RPG. Yeah, hey, maybe I'll make a little game and bring it in.
Yeah, do it.
Taggerman for 10, speaking of Godot, play Cruelty Squad if you haven't already. It's pretty darn good. Corn Enjoyer for 10, Vito, when you were losing weight, you were miserable, but a lot more funny. You've become significantly worse serious since gaining weight. Okay.
Yeah, when you were losing weight, you were doing good. Now you're gaining
on the
weight.
show.
It's better.
Okay.
Or it's worse.
Well, I'm going to torpedo the show, I've decided. I'm going to make it worse and worse. Because it's funny to
I'm
me.
just saying, when you were losing weight, you were suffering, but you were feeling good about your comedy. Now that you're gaining so much weight,
I also feel good about my comedy. And I'm suffering no matter which way I go, so don't worry about it.
Nah, we could tell.
Okay.
We could tell.
I feel good. Hazmat for 2, Rebecca is Sarah Mostajabi, more like Sarah Jihadi. LJ Clabarino for 5, every time Vito wrongfully says we, play a We Suck Cocks clip. No new rules. They're always a gay idea. Stone Cold Flea for 5, Vito, we like you, but you need to lose weight for the fans. I loaded up the show, and now my laptop is 10 pounds heavier.
That's pretty funny.
Charlie H for 5, bring back Vito stingers, maybe during bonus episodes. I should make some stingers. I want to make some stuff. I've been busy. Just Ivan for 5, Australian Vito's best joke is telling the parasocial simps who back their comic he's annoying. Comics are the new shitcoin. You're not annoying. Just don't. If you're going to get invested in something, yes, get invested in the comic. Don't get invested in my weight.
Why?
Because it's going to go up and down. It's whatever.
No, it has to go down.
Well, it's not.
But don't you want it to?
Maybe.
What do you mean maybe?
If it goes down, that's good. If it stays the same, that's fine.
No, this is like...
Goes up, whatever.
I mean, this is like a refusal of the call. Like, you're taking us from the Dark Night of the Soul at the end of the story back to refusal of the call. That's why people are upset.
Okay. I'm not the hero's journey. That's the point.
It's an entertainment product. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
What do you fucking not understand what we're doing?
Everyone get really emotionally invested in it. I approve. Go nuts.
You don't want them to?
I don't know. I don't care.
Why do you think they spend money? Because they're invested emotionally.
They shouldn't be spending money on this, and they shouldn't be emotional.
Just because you don't want to lose weight.
No, I do want to lose weight.
How much?
I don't know. Whatever amount feels good.
Negative 20?
None negative.
How much weight do you want to lose?
I don't know. Whatever. We'll see.
What happened to 50 pounds?
Yeah, maybe it'll happen.
Yeah, but you used to be like so confident about it.
Yeah, now I'm less confident.
Why?
Now
what?
I'm just not going to get emotionally invested in it.
Why?
Because it's not helpful to me.
Helpful to you how?
I'm just going to take it as it is, man. I don't know.
No, what does that? That means eating everything.
Yeah.
Under the sun.
Sure.
Why? What happened? What happened to I'm going to lose 50 pounds by next year? I'm going to be 220 by next year. I'm going to lose 100 pounds. What happened to that?
Well, basically, everybody kept leaving comments saying Vito's making too many excuses. So I'm not going to make excuses anymore. And I'm just going to say I'm going to eat whatever I want and see what happens. And there,
So
now
we
you
should
don't
make
have
more comments?
Now you don't
Make
have-
more comments. Vito's trying to reverse psychology you into making more comments.
If you make more comments, I will eat more to spite you. How's
You don't
that?
want to lose weight?
I don't want. I don't want to make excuses because everybody gets really mad if I do that. So I just want.
Yeah.
Okay.
So don't make excuses. Though.
Okay, I'm not making excuses. I'm just gonna eat whatever I want.
No, but
and I
don't do
might
that.
gain
Don't do
weight.
that either.
Well, you can't have it
Don't
both
lose-
ways.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. Don't
Okay.
eat. don't make excuses for eating.
I'm not making excuses.
Okay.
I'm just going to eat whatever I want. There you go.
That's the problem, though.
No, the problem was making excuses. That's what everybody told me.
No, the problem is the eating.
Well, I was told that you're sick of my excuses. So now
we are sick of excuses.
Okay, well, now you don't have any. So now you should be happy. There's no excuses.
Yeah, but why does it turn into this, like, the fans are the problem shit?
It's not that the fans are the problem. It's that I am not losing weight.
Uh-huh.
And
Is it a curse?
No, because I'm not trying hard enough. There, no excuses.
Hard is enough?
I'm clearly not trying hard enough because I'm not losing weight.
Yeah, so what so
there you go.
So you should try a little harder.
Or I should not try harder.
Well, you got to lose weight.
Why do I have to lose weight?
Because it's, like, better.
It's better than what?
Than not.
Okay. So do
you want to lose weight?
Being skinny would be better. Yeah, I'd like to lose weight.
Okay, so do it.
I don't know.
Why?
I don't want to.
Why not? What do you want?
I just want to live my life and see what happens. And if I lose weight, that's great.
But you're not going to lose weight. That's great.
Probably
that's
not. I don't know.
No, definitely not.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll see.
No, we won't see. You won't. That's everyone's
Look, if
plan.
I lose weight, we'll be pleasantly surprised. And if I gain weight, it doesn't matter because I'm not trying. So I have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, heart disease.
And now everybody can leave comments and go, oh my God, I can't believe Vito's not losing. Well, you don't have to not believe it because I'm telling you right now that I'm not. So you don't have to be.
So this is really like
in
affecting
disbelief.
you. People saying like you got to lose weight. It's really affecting you.
I guess it's just it's not. It's like what can I tell you? You know, it's like
I'll
Vito,
do better.
When it's like Vito, no, but I'm not going to do better. That's
You should,
the point.
though. You have to.
No, but I'm not going to.
You have to though.
When I see a comment that's like, I really hope Vito loses weight, I want to tell you, well, I probably won't. So stop hoping.
Yeah, but you have to do better.
Okay, but I don't have to, though. I can do anything. I can do anything at any point in time.
You get worse.
I could get worse, yeah.
Doesn't this sound kind of like Boogie of you, though?
No, because Boogie would make excuses. I'm doing the opposite of Boogie.
No,
I'm
Boogie
saying,
has periods where he's like, you're the problem. You're the problem. I'm not going to do any better.
None
I'm
of you are
just a
the
piece of
problem.
shit."
You're not the problem. You are. If you really want to be emotionally invested in my weight loss, that's fine. And I'm telling you that I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see.
What do you want to happen?
I want to wake up wearing 120 pounds as a beautiful man tomorrow.
120 pounds.
Yeah.
Look at.
I want to wake up in the. I want to wake up in the body of Timothy Chalamet. Just be a weird,
I don't think
kooky little Willy
he's gotta be
Wonka
like
boy.
150 or something.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Well, look, we'll just keep at it. We'll see what happens. But there's definitely not a lot of work being done, and you should definitely not be very emotionally invested in it.
You think it's gonna work?
No. I think I'll probably stay the same weight or gain weight.
Oh no! What about all that weight loss stuff? Though?
Yeah, I know. It was a fun bit, and then we stretched it out too long, and now it's becoming like a whole fucking thing. But we'll
yeah, it
see.
wasn't a bit for everyone though.
It was. Well, it should have been a bit.
No, it's not.
Okay. Well, regardless, everyone who said I'm tired of Vito's excuses, I've heard what you're saying, and I'll just say you're right. I am a fat guy and I eat too much. You got it. There you go.
So stop that.
That I hear what you're saying. I'll take it. I'll take it under advisement, Captain. I'll take that. I'll see what I can do. How's that? Well, no, I won't say I'll see what I can do because that sounds like I'm making excuses, and I don't want to do that.
Are you going to see what you can do?
Well,
are you going to stop?
I have to say no because I don't want to set people up.
You're
to
not
be like,
doing the bike anymore?
No, I'm doing the bike.
How much?
I did 45 minutes today.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to do like 30 minutes to an hour a day. That.
Okay.
And trying to eat right. But again, that'll sound like I'm making excuses or that I'm lying, and I don't want to do that. So I'll just say that I think I'm doing something. Everybody thinks I'm not. So I'll just say that I'm not, and then there's no problem.
You're going to reverse psychology them.
I'm not reverse psychologizing them. I don't know what to tell you is that I'm trying different things. Some of them are working. Okay, my weight is going up.
Yeah.
And
you got to post everything you eat online.
I'm not going to do that.
Nah, you have to. That's funny.
Well, I don't think
How come you want me to go to Skankfest, but you don't want to post everything you eat online?
I think it's just I don't want people this emotionally involved in my way. Look,
I don't want to get emotionally involved with any of these fucking people. You want me to go to Vegas to talk to all these fucking clowns.
Here's what I want.
How about that? If you post everything you eat online, I'll go to Vegas to your fucking gay Skankfest thing.
Well, I'm not going to do that.
Shill Factory. Why not? I hate it as much as you hate that. I fucking hate networking. I fucking hate it.
All right, well, we don't have to go.
Hi. Nice to meet
You don't have to go to
That is nice
Skankfest, and I don't have to
Look at all these
eat
things
right
we have in
and
common.
exercise, and that's fine.
So if I go to Skankfest, you won't post what you eat.
We'll talk about it some other time.
Whoa,
I'm
what
not
do you
doing-
mean?
I'm not making that deal. Look, I would just like...
You need more steam? Hold on. Satan usually
Give me
has a
all the
bunch of
steam you want.
Vito.
I just would really like for us to do a great comedy show, and I think we're doing that.
Okay.
Okay, and then we do like a great 4-hour show, and it was really funny, and we did the Miss Piggy thing, and everything was really funny.
Yeah.
And I read the comments, and all of them are Vito's weight loss, Vito's fat, Vito's a pig. And I'm like, oh,
We did the Miss Piggy thing.
Yeah,
but
well,
then
yeah, but I'm like-
then it turned around on you.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, I know I'm fat, and that's not going to change anytime soon. It would be cool if the comments were like, hey, that was a really funny episode.
A year and a half.
Yeah, oh, you're right. So I'll just accept that it's never going to change. Does everybody want to comment on it every episode? Vito's still fat. Like, half the super chats are Vito's a pig. And I'm like, well, I'd like to just, like, do the comedy part of the show. Not the, again, like, this is not Biggest Loser.
You got $80,000 for Super Killer, though.
That was not a weight loss thing. Why does
It's
that
a
tie
you
to
thing.
weight loss?
It's a you thing. They're investing in you.
Okay, so why
All of
can't
this
I
shit,
just make
the
a
weight loss and the comic are investing in you?
Okay, well,
What do you mean okay?
I'm
That's
not
what they're
gonna-
buying. That's what they're paying for.
I don't want to become the perfect man, okay? It's not going to happen.
That is incredulous. They're investing
Okay.
in you.
It
They
seem-
want you
it
to be able to
seems-
create something that you love.
It seems like people are investing in this like insane fantasy where like Vito's gonna emerge
stop drinking
as
Prime?
the perfect man. Why would I stop drinking Prime? It's only 10 fucking calories. Look,
in 10,000 years, you can emerge as the perfect man. They just want you to lose weight.
I'm getting a little bit better every day. I'm working harder on the comic every day. I don't
What do
know,
you mean
man.
better every day?
All I can say is like I'm happy with the progress I'm making in my life. And
I'm not.
I know it doesn't reflect on a scale necessarily.
What scale does it reflect on?
Just all the stuff that's getting made, like the fact that I'm like, you know, devoting my time to a project and taking it seriously.
Everyone likes that, though.
And I'm working on my. I'm not gonna make. Look, everybody's mad that I make excuses. So I'm not gonna.
No,
make
everyone's
excuses.
not mad. They're just busting your balls.
It feels like I'm upsetting people, and I don't
Maybe
want
some
to.
people.
I don't want to upset people.
Yeah,
so
but
I don't know.
You got to lose weight, though.
Okay, but it's not gonna happen like immediately. And
No, you got to lose weight immediately.
Okay.
You got to lose half a pound a day.
The fact that I'm not gonna make excuses because that's the worst thing in the world. Okay?
It's not, though. Why do
I
you
don't
think
have any
that?
excuses. You're right. I'm sorry if in the past I've made excuses.
Who are you apologizing to?
Whoever's upset with me about making excuses, it really hurt them, and they're all invested in this. And
DEI companies?
I don't know. All I know is
Something got into you.
I just want to do a like. There's stuff I'm not doing right. Okay, I'm not doing a good job of losing weight,
Yeah.
and we can post a million comments about how I'm a fat pig. And if you think that's gonna like help motivate me, I can assure you that it really doesn't. Like,
yeah,
it's-
but it feels fun to do it, though.
okay, if it's fun, then
If
you
it works,
can do it.
it's great. And if it doesn't work, it's also great.
All right. It would just be nice if a lot of this show, and I like it and I get it. It's fun. A lot of the show is Vito's crazy. He says crazy things. Why would he do this? Why would he say this? It would be nice if we do a 4-hour show, and I think it was a pretty good show. And people go, oh, that was
Okay. If you lose weight, if the weight is less, no
I'll get a positive
negative
comment.
comments.
I'll get one positive
No negative
comment.
comments.
You could just be like, hey, that Miss Piggy stuff was funny, and Vito helped Dick do that part. I really liked that
Vito,
part of
we're
the
making
show.
fun of a fat woman for that. What are you fucking getting off your high horse? We're making fun of someone's
You're right.
fat
And you
wife.
know what? I shouldn't ask for people to be nice to me. You're right. And
Well,
that's
no,
another
I'm just
stupid
saying
thing
we're
I'm doing.
making fun of a fat woman.
Yeah, you're right.
And
I
then
know.
you're like, oh,
I
you
know.
don't like being called fat.
I
Like,
know. Look, I know. That's why I didn't want to. That's why I'm not trying to. Again, I'm making excuses.
So make a deal. If you lose weight, no fat jokes.
Well,
if you lose even down a little bit, no fat jokes.
If I lose weight on the scale, I'll get less fat jokes.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't want people. But I don't want to be a guy who says no fat jokes. I'm not going to say that.
That's the deal. It's a deal. It's a deal.
But that's not that's not a fair deal for the audience. That's not.
Why
fair.
not?
Because we make fun of fat women, and I have to be willing.
We
to
don't
take
make fun of fat women. I make.
You make fun of fat women, but people should be allowed to make fun of me
ask
for being
the audience.
Fat.
Is it a fair deal?
It's just on top.
Is it a fair deal if you lose weight?
You can make
everybody relax. Everybody chills. If you lose weight,
yeah,
everyone chills out on the fat jokes. Is that a fair deal to you?
I don't want to. We don't need to make a deal. We don't need to make a deal. Stop.
Is that a fair deal?
I'm not like a little baby who needs like a special deal that nobody's
You're
allowed
not
to make
little.
fun
There's
of me,
nothing little about you. Is
All
that
I'm
a fair deal
saying
for you?
is if you like the show,
is that a fair deal
tell
for
me
you?
you like the show. Tell me you think the show's funny. It really does make me feel better about the show.
Is that a fair deal for you?
We don't need to make a deal.
Is it a fair deal for you?
Sure, it's a fair deal.
Is it a fair deal for you?
If
you lose weight, weight, 1 week to the next, they will relax on the fat jokes.
All right, whatever.
Is it?
Sure. Fine.
I need a yes or a no.
Yes, fine.
I can't function in the demon world. We need consent. Okay, now let me put it to the audience. Is it? Let's see.
See, everybody's calling me like everybody's pissed that I even bring it up. All right,
Look, fair?
Say whatever you want. It's fine.
It's not fine. Is it fair? What the fuck is wrong with this keyboard?
See, now it's a weight loss show, which is what I didn't.
It's not a weight loss show.
It's becoming a weight loss show. I want to do a comedy show. That's all. Like the weight loss can be an aspect of it.
Why? This keyboard is all fucked up.
I don't know. Did something get in it?
I don't know. Somebody messed around
See,
with
people in the chat are saying I'm making excuses.
Don't just pay attention to anybody in the chat. What the fuck is this shit?
See, it's a terrible deal because now everybody's saying it's. I don't want to do it. We don't have to do a deal. Look, you can call me fat.
If you lose weight,
I'm not.
If you lose weight, will they relax? Will they chill out for that week on the fat?
They
jokes?
don't need to do.
If Vito loses weight, will you chill out on fat jokes for that week?
It's not the. It's not
That's
the fat
it.
jokes.
That's the deal.
It's I want to balance out the fat jokes with.
That's the deal, though.
Sure.
All you have to do is lose.
If you like
lose
the show,
any weight, lose a tenth of a pound.
Great show, very funny,
and have a compliment.
I'm here. I want
and
to
have a compliment. And have a compliment.
You don't.
And have a compliment.
I just want to do a funny show. I want to make sure the show is funny and everyone's having fun. And when I see a lot of comments that are just like, I can't believe Vito's still fat. I hate this. Blah blah blah. I'm like, well, is the show? Does that mean the show's bad?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Yes, look, overwhelmingly.
Sure. Anyway, I mean, look, I'm not
gonna you can ban anyone who does fat jokes. If you lose weight,
right.
1 week to the next, you can ban anyone who does a fat joke.
I'm
not joking. I don't care. Ban them, ban their super chats.
What do you call it? All I know is that I'm trying, okay? And you can say I'm not trying hard enough, and you're probably right.
I would say it's way more complicated than that.
Okay.
81%.
Do whatever you want, guys. You can say whatever you want.
But they don't want to. If you're going in the right way, they don't want to be mean. They only know how to be mean. They only know to be mean to try to stop something they don't like.
If you like the show, and the super chats are that's good. That's showing support for the show, so those are good too. I just want to know people are having fun with the show, I guess. All right, it would be nice if the show was like, wow, what a fun comedy show. Not, I hate that weight loss show where that fat guy doesn't lose weight. That's because we're not.
What kind of weight loss
trying to
show
do a
is
weight
that,
loss
though?
show. Yeah, exactly. I don't want a weight loss show.
Look, 81%.
Okay, very good.
This guy says, Vito, your biceps are looking swole.
That's fantastic. I'm very excited.
Who is this fucking guy?
No. You don't gotta hide his comment. What is that?
No, I'm doing it now. I don't care. I'm fucking hiding people nonstop.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
I don't care. I'm not doing it for anybody.
Goalpost reminds me the Super Killer is late. Thank you, Ripaverse Goalpost.
I heard Ripaverse Goalpost was a child molester.
Well,
and that's why he doesn't say who he is. I heard it was.
I don't know about that.
I heard that Ripaverse Goalpost was a convicted child molester. Somebody told me that. I don't know if it's true.
I don't know.
But I heard that's why he doesn't show his face. I heard he was a pederast.
All right.
And a child molester. And when I say child, I don't mean under 13. I mean under 5.
Anyway.
Look at that. 80%.
See, I don't want to bring the show down. I don't want to be one of these guys. I don't want to be like a guy, again, I don't want to call out Boogie, but like a guy who goes, why is everybody so mean to me? You can be mean to me. It's fine. Yeah. I get it. That's part of the show.
Obviously not.
It's not that. It's just.
Obviously, you're having a fucking meltdown.
I'm not having a meltdown. See, this is what I'm worried about. I'm just saying, I think we get in the spirit.
If the weight goes down, no fat jokes.
We get in the spirit on this show.
But if the weight goes up even a little bit,
go nuts. Go wild. Go wild.
The 300 when all the arrows shoot up.
Oinks and pig stuff and whatever else. That would be great.
Nah, you're way past where it is. You gotta go down.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
No, bring back Vito stingers. We did that. Yeah. Okay, bring back Vito stingers. Yeah, we did that. Cyphers and Suctus for 5. Tuck Ibon, Biggest Loser, Vito, finish your comic. Yes. Coup for 5. Showing a revolver, a brand for boys with a cherry blossom as a logo. The cherry blossom represents the woman's vagina that you're supposed to fuck. How did you not get that?
That's not a good.
It's a revolver.
Thing for women,
it's a long-barreled revolver entering a flower. You're deflowering a woman. You're seeing the back of the revolver. That's you fucking her.
I don't know, man. It's like for men's stuff. That's men's stuff is like a big cock, not a pussy.
This takes a little bit of
that's like a good men's logo. It's a big vagina, right? Men love vaginas, right?
It's like pachinko. You want to open the tulip lips and allow your pachinko balls to spill inside.
Whoa.
There's a lot going on there.
All right.
You guys are overthinking the cherry blossom. A very sad cat for 5. Vito will never finish anything. He's going to let Shadow Maddox release 20 comics before he puts out one. You're making us all look bad, Vito. Fat. Number 1, Josh Denny fan for 5. Guys, Mike David talking about you live, wants to be friends. Call Skype into the show live now for real contact Jules. That sounds like a lie, but send a message to...
Jules!
Yeah, send a message to you on Twitter or something. If that's
send
real.
It to me on Twitter.
Josh Crawford for 2. Would you rather piss a marble or crap a softball?
Crap a softball.
Crap a softball. Yeah. Aklovich for 2. I'm ordering my own Super Killer lunchbox on Alibaba. Well, maybe if you find my vendor, you actually can do that. Dick Paninsky for $5.56. Maybe your finished comic will be in the booty box, Vito. Dick Wood for £10. Still waiting for the Eric X George team up. I think we're all waiting for that one.
Me too, man. Come on, Maddox. Come on, Eric.
Here's Daniel Gore for $50 with a. This is one of these great ones I'm talking about. Vito, if you were cast in the remake of Deliverance, would you be the pig or the guy fucking a pig? I'm going to make you squeal like a pig boy. Wee. P.S. When you take out your hat off, you look like the mountain man, pig fucker. Thanks for.
You gotta lose. 0.1 pounds, man? Come on!
For $50, I'll take that all day. Jared M. Swan for 5. Until Vito's comic comes out, we should flood the super chats with suggestions for Super Killer story. Yeah. LJ Clabarino for 5. Did you see the new panel that you're in?
Yeah, I did. That was cool.
That was cool. I didn't tell him to do that either. LJ Clabarino for 5. George Lucas came out as a PDF file with Disney disavow Star Wars. Think of the younglings. No, they would separate. They'd say that the woman made it at that point.
Yeah.
Yolanda Finkelstein for 5. I'm going to start dressing in a suit and telling random people they're getting too close to the truth. Mm-hmm. That's a pretty good bet, actually. On the John for 10 Canadian. Maybe your Patreon wouldn't drop if he posted any Silly Pants updates. Even Vito posts stuff for his fake thing. Come on, Richard. Get with the grift. Claptrap to Destroyer for 5. Do you think Vito would add a Silly Pants skate routine in Super Killer?
Maybe.
Board license plates for 10. It's actually really easy to tell if your house is haunted or not. It isn't. That's pretty good.
Very true.
LJ Clabarino for 5. Homemade sweaters are not comfortable. I hate knitters. Dumb username for 5. Red meat explained simply. Red meat is a whole food. It's not bad for you. The studies did not take into account the other food the test subjects
It just tastes too good, man. Like, I get it. Maybe it's all fake, but I like it too much, so I gotta not.
Who told you to cut out red meat? Or what do you? Was this
my wife?
Was this
and
something you
my,
discussed
and
on
my
your
whole
show?
Family, yeah.
Okay. Scar for
Like, you're
5.
eating way too much red meat. You should be eating red meat maybe once in your life. And I said,
Better than fish? No. Well, chicken you gotta eat. Scar for 5. My coworker said to me in an argument today.
Me coworker
said to me
in an argument today.
He listens to podcasts with pirates. Still pro-pirate versus Mr. No Comic Team guy who won't make videos
Hey, we
want.
don't have Vito's booty money laid up. I don't know why it's taking
it's not
so
gonna
long.
happen.
Come on, it's not going to happen.
I'm not getting
That's
the
it.
prize.
That's
Hazman
it.
for 2. We love you, Hazman. You are so cool. Yes, you are, Hazman. Lunar Cheese for 5. Canadian. Vito, don't let anything Dick says distract you from the fact that he hasn't done a single thing towards the silly pants skating routine in 6 fucking years.
No, I have.
Okay.
I was building up a choreography.
Well,
but then the Patreon dropped.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not doing it.
Ben
If it's not less
Shaw
than 20 grand.
for 5 Canadian. Books are for bribes, ghost written and payment up front, regardless of sales. Come on, Vito. Benjamin for 10. I always knew Christy Noem was bad, but never had a concrete example until now. Doesn't she know Americans would rather kill her than the average dog? Her eyes are creepy too. I lean right, but fuck you.
Yeah, that's true.
Dog killing's a big one.
If you met like a woman, like, would you rather kill this woman or this dog? 90%
people would
of
kill the
America,
woman.
The world would
Yeah.
pick the woman.
Dick Wood for 5 pounds says Alec Baldwin got away with shooting a dog. Why can't Christie? Okay, well, that's a bit
man.
much. Lawrence Devaney for 5 Australian. The Australian Classification Board is probably just as bad as the ESRB, but owning the uncensored GTA 3 on PS2 was kind of cool back in the day. Actually, a lot of the problems with censorship are specifically because of the Australian Classification Board, where Sony couldn't get anything published there, so they got really strict. Tesso for 5. At what point does a small mod become too big, Vito? Maybe if the nude model has 2 axes. That would be too much. LJ Clabarino for 5. Richard is not a Shabbat goy. Black Crimson for 5 Australian. Thanks for the snacks, and thanks for not killing yourselves.
Thank you.
Wrestler Town for 5 says, I'm fairly new here. That was close. Am I to understand that Vito is unable or unwilling to lose 1/5 of a pound per week to save their precious treasures? Now, I get the treasure regardless, which still doesn't make a lot of sense, but Jarby Jimson for 10. Difference between Nintendo and Sony is where they're based. Nintendo HQ is still in Japan, so Japanese are on the ship. Sony JP was overtaken by Sony USA, and Sony USA doesn't like the JP market.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
That does make more sense.
They've been compromised by women.
Benjamin for 5. The way Batman died was gay. That's why it sucked, Vito. Do we have to explain everything to you?
That is why it sucked.
Okay. On the John for 10 Canadian, the MPAA has a bunch of weird rules around how they rate movies with sex, like only 3 seconds of oral or it's NC-17. But then they'll be like, guy getting his heart ripped out in Indiana Jones, PG. Yeah, the rules are weird. And you can only say fuck once.
It was PG-13 though. The movie that he's talking about was specifically invented PG-13. Temple of Doom.
I think that's
Temple
correct.
of Doom. They saw it and they said, "Well, we got to come up with a new kind of rating because it's not PG."
No.
What?
They saw Gremlins, and Gremlins was
Gremlins was PG-13?
Well, Gremlins was rated PG, and parents freaked the fuck out, and they're like, "What the fuck was that? Why the fuck did you let me bring my kids to that?" And they're like, "Okay, we need a new one." And coincidentally, the next movie that was like up for it was Indiana Jones.
Oh, that's interesting.
But it was in response to Gremlins, where everybody brought their kids to see Gremlins.
Yeah, Gremlins was, man,
pretty fucked.
My dad made me watch Gremlins as a kid. I'm like, man, this is fucked, dude. I'm legit terrified of this. I shouldn't have seen this.
A bunch of kids came out of Gremlins, and they're like, "I'm scarred for fucking life." Yeah,
because it has a bunch of funny stuff, but then it's a lot of like
actual horror.
We're gonna
shit.
kill you.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's it. I may have gotten it wrong, but I believe it was
that
Gremlins.
Makes more sense.
And then it led into Indiana Jones. Yeah. Pineapple Man for 10.
But sex is way different than a gremlin.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Kids shouldn't be.
Kids should not see that.
No. See that.
Pineapple Man for 10. We smoking chicken stock soup kitchen blunts. Woke up on Skid Row with a marker in my ass.
With a marker in my ass.
Went pissed, said, fuck it, back asleep, hostile architecture, ain't no thing, on 3 Gorilla
Monkey
biscuits and a pipe of Hunter's Finest.
Yeah, cool.
I like that I have to try and figure out what these fucking emojis are. Cypherson sucked this for 10. You have zero reason to shorten these episodes up. Screaming at dumb super chats is funny. I suck so many cocks, by the way. I'm Vito. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
James Gardner for 10. Maybe Null went to Eric's Amway Awards ceremony.
Oh, Null was there. Somebody photoshopped Null into Eric July's plantation outfit.
He would have had a good time.
Or he's sitting there jiggering around with his white pants.
Dean Shock for 5. Vito, I almost bought a Luigi toy today. Then I remembered I'm an adult. Also make this free show longer.
You got it.
Dumb username for 5. Australian. In the 90s, they hyped up the episode of the Weird Science TV show where the chick was going to be naked, but found a way to not show her boobs. Oh, my God.
Pedophilia.
That's horrible. Cool for 2. I'd rather be called a PDF file than a Kiwi farmer. I can't not agree with you. All gas, no breakfast for 5. The triangle road hazard signs are usually pop-up signs that truckers use when they break down on the highway.
Yep.
They put 2 or 3 of them down behind their truck.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about. Kenny for 10, Team Guy Vito.
Are you blacking people for calling you that now?
It has to be like a little, you got to rein it in. Okay, it has to be on topic. Let's put it that way.
Just say it to everything. Team Guy Vito.
Hey man, I just like I just saw a cool movie, and people go, "What? Team Guy Vito?" And I'm like, okay, you're blocked. This is fucking stupid.
That's funny.
Dumb username for 5. Australian. Medicare knows why Eric July is funny, but he won't go after something if people are telling him to, and it's probably funnier to him to do the opposite.
What?
I don't know.
No one invited any of those guys to the party.
Yeah, I don't know why they feel like they gotta be a part of it.
No one gives a fuck what any of them thinks.
Well,
about
we're
Eric
gonna
July.
expose Comicsgate. Okay, Andy Worski. And then did you see that PPP did a show and he goes, "Look at how fat EVS is."
He looks like
and
that
like,
fat
PPP.
vampire in Blade.
What are you? That he looks like that corpulent motherfucker from the new Resident
He looks like
Evil.
the ocean that has someone drew a face on.
How does anyone watch PPP going, "Oh, look at this fat guy"? And you're like, "What's this is the bet you're doing? It's a good bet."
Hey guys, no one gets why what Dick and Vito are thinking is funny. That's cool. No one cares.
How is PPP fatter than me? I don't even try,
bro?
Like he would have. It takes a lot of work to be fatter than me. I'm gonna say. Let's see. Carafro for 10. Great show as always. Thank you, Carafro, moderator of the stars. Anime hole rapist for a big 50 on the board. Says the Pokemon guy has a son on the way tonight. Can we get a special shout out to the ruination of his free time?
Rough,
wow,
buddy. Rough.
One of our favorite fans, a man who scams Pokemon cards from children, will now have his own child to go into the store and go, "Well, can we get a couple extra packs for my kid? He's really into Pokemon." So you'll be ripping off all your local retailers.
Make sure you pass it on to him.
Yeah. Way to ruin America. Way to create another grifting little son of a bitch to steal all the Pokemon away from the children. Good luck to you. On the John for 5 Canadian. I can't believe Richard doesn't know you can refuse to rent to people with a criminal history. Oh, he doesn't know.
Nah, you can't. No
Mind
way.
blown.
No way. There's no way.
I can't believe you were caught in a lie. Where are we going? Where are we going?
Shit.
No, we're not that. Actually, this is great. All right, here we go. Coup for 2, even when Dick's wrong, he's right, and the winner. Yeah, well, that's how this fucking show works. JJ for 5, thanks for losing that criminal background check argument, Dick. Now the liberals are going to win Gamergate. You blew it for all of us.
It's not true.
We win Gamergate.
It's not true.
Yay! Only blacks in the video game, and Toad's gonna be black from now on, and
Just
Princess
fat
Peach
chicks
has a
from
black
now on.
boyfriend, and everybody's gay. And Link's gonna be a chick.
Yeah.
And trans. Kenny for 10. Vito's fat super chat. James Gardner for 10. Never do a breathalyzer. Dylan Arnett finally for a big 50 says Captain Ahab Masterson.
Thank God.
I spot a
Finally.
whale and a scale. On the John for 2 Canadian. Typical out of touch right wing millionaire. That's correct. You don't know what's going on in America. K Swindle for 5. Come to Skankfest. Be a dog. I will buy you drinks. See, K Swindle will buy us drinks. Coup for 2 says, does Skankfest have a puppet? I think not. JJ for 5 says, Vito, get Ralph to go to Skankfest. That'll get Dick to go too. That is correct. If Ralph was there, you would go.
I mean, that would be a whole different party. Then it wouldn't just be hanging around in a bar talking about jokes that you had in your set.
Okay. You're such an asshole.
Jeff,
what? Because we did that on Monday, and I could tell.
No, that's what every group of comedians just talks about that.
I did my stand-up, and then after I did my stand-up, I went, all right, what'd you think about that bit? And, of course, Dick now is going, yeah, that's the worst thing that ever happened to anybody.
No, it's great. It's just like, yeah, it happened, man. It's great.
Good shit. Let's see. Jeff M for 5. Dick wearing a shirt that says, I like jokes. Says, I don't like jokes.
What jokes do I not like? What are you talking about? What
You don't want to go to a joke festival. You can't like them that much.
I like jokes, but
oh my God.
I
Don't worry about it. I know, it's beneath you.
Come
like
on.
everything on this show, it's beneath you.
It's like
Should we do a
3
live show?
days
It's beneath me. Should we do this? It's beneath me.
Yeah, I'll do a
I'm
live show,
just
like, if
gonna
there's something to
stay home and drink and watch speed runs on YouTube.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Cool. If it was a speed running
How
convention,
does it make
could we
it
go to
funnier if it's in Vegas?
that? Adjust your eye patch. It looks terrible. Let's see. Dick wearing a shirt. Joe Cool for 5. Rich, screw everyone for not inviting me to the big gun event. Also, Rich, nah, I don't want to go where all these same people will be. Oh, yeah, you didn't get to go to the cool gun firing thing? Well, maybe if you show up to this, everybody will go, hey, that Dick's a fun guy. We should invite him to more fun things that we do. So he'll be there, and we'll have a lot of fun.
No, that was like a joke.
Okay.
I don't care about actually going to things.
You're right. Why have fun? Dumb username for if it was a gay rave in the fucking desert, you'd build an entire float.
Yeah, because I don't want to do like internet celebrity shit. I fucking hate internet celebrities. I wish. I mean, like, what are you gonna?
If there's a mosaic contest, will you go?
Yeah, it's like
if there's
that's
a
like
puzzle
normal
for you to
thing.
do?
Dealing with internet people, like celebrities, is just how can I use you to get more attention from people?
If I set up a puzzle contest at Skankfest, will you come?
No,
we could see how fast you can do a puzzle.
I don't like internet celebrity or celebrity.
I'll set up an art contest.
I fucking hate it. I'm not gonna go hang around with it. Then you gotta be, oh man, I'm just so excited to be here. Oh God, dude. That's so funny.
You
it's
go
so fucking
to the
funny.
Gayest, most boomery fucking events. Oh, I gotta go do fucking
with my
puzzles in a
wife.
room.
That is what I don't have to pretend to be some
Okay, so you
fucking...
get the opportunity to go hang out with a bunch of guys and have fun. You're like, that's gay.
It's not
Doing
fun.
puzzles is based and
None of
cool.
that is fun. None of that is fucking fun. Doing drugs by yourself or with a woman is more fun than hanging around with all internet comedians.
I have to stay home and forget to grout my mosaic again.
Yeah, that's fun.
All right, man, whatever. I think a big fun.
So why don't you go? So why don't you go? Why is it such a big deal that I go?
I probably will go.
Why is it such a big deal that I go then?
Because I'm representing a big comedy podcast. You think my fucking co-host would go with me, but you know what? I'll just go by myself. Great. Don't worry about. You know what? I get it. It's beneath you.
It is.
You got a big show.
Actually, it is.
You're right. I got it.
Not because of the show, just because it's like, ugh.
I know. All these little comedy guys, they don't matter. We don't like any of them. That's stupid.
They're bigger.
Yeah. Okay. It's just dumb.
Hey. Oh, hey. Oh, Timothy Chalamet. Oh, hey, I'm so glad to meet you. Why don't you come on my fucking podcast? Okay. Oh, hey.
All right. No, you're right. You're right. It's all.
Hey, the black guy from Saturday Night Live who was in Good Burger. Yeah. I really love you.
Chris Kattan's going to be there. That's true.
Oh, Chris Kattan.
You're going to meet Chris Kattan.
Chris Kattan.
Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore
Talk
and
to
Chris
Pauly.
Kattan. I mean, any event that had
Dr.
Chris
Drew.
Kattan.
Dr. Drew's going to be there.
Oh, is he going to be like just existing? Who the fuck would want to hear what Dr. Drew had to say?
I like Dr. Drew. I don't not like Dr. Drew. I did not know you felt this strongly about it. You know, like
about networking and people.
Not just even that. Just like, oh my god, a big comedy show with a bunch of cool comedians. That'll be fun. You're gonna listen to comedy.
Dr. Drew, Chris Kattan. That's a.
You don't got to go to the Chris Kattan stuff. I get that, but
he's not gonna be there. Like I might see him.
All right. Sam Hyde. We like Sam Hyde. Anyway, okay.
Of course, he's great.
Dumb username for 5 It's just so funny to me. There's a big comedy thing. All the comedians are going there. Oh, that sounds awful.
I don't like being around people. I don't like doing networking shit. I fucking don't like it.
I know.
It's
you know
horrible.
What it is? It's because you're not the star. That's why you don't want to go. If it
no,
was
I just
your
don't
thing,
like having conversations about nothing.
No. You go, well, I can't wear one of my famous fucking gay outfits and prance around on a stage, so what's the point?
It's so fake. Oh, hi, yeah.
If you could dress up like a cop or like a ballerina or whatever and go, can I get some suggestions from the audience? I heard palm tree. Oh, look at all these palm trees. Like that you would like. But because you're not in the spotlight, you don't get to dress up in a gay costume, it's beneath you.
Yeah,
I got it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah. These don't work on me.
Did anybody look up all those old? Did anybody look up all those old UCB clips? Because they're great.
They were funny.
Yeah, they're very funny. What's going on? I'm a firefighter. I got to put out this fire.
Are you guys excited to go to the fucking paper festival in Milwaukee? Yeah, where it's a big conference and you have little fucking name tags and stuff. It's totally not that because it's quote unquote comedy, but it's totally not just a fucking convention in Vegas like every single other convention that has ever existed. It's cool. Fucking kill me, man. Hi, I'm a comedian. Yeah, me fucking too.
Fair enough. Dummies in it for 5. This AM's the best episode.
This AM's the best episode of Two Swedish Dads. What's all yours?
Cyphers and Suctus for 2. Vito F slurred. I'm no longer a Vito-phile. I don't know what that's in reference to. On the John for 5. That's too many guys. Dick is just afraid he'd try to kiss them all.
What if I tried to kiss all these guys?
Awful.
Sam Hyde. What if I tried to kiss Danny Polshchuk?
Shut up. Listen to this. K Swindle for 5. Skankfest is a promotional tie-in with Peppermint Hippo where they put everyone on shuttles to send them there. I sucked many a titty last year, so everybody's going to go to Peppermint Hippo.
Why the
It's going to be a big...
Would I need a comedy festival to send me to a strip club?
All right. Never mind. Nothing's fun.
Oh, it's fantasy camp. Oh, and then you're going to meet Mickey Mantle. And you're going to go to a Peppermint Hippo. Here's your name tag.
Why would anyone come to our live shows? What's the point of that?
Why do you think I don't do them? It's either funny or it's not.
Oh, my God. Coup for 5. Sorry, Carl WATP. I meant to pressure Vito and Dick into doing Hackamania, but they just argued about Skankfest
I will try
instead.
to go to Hackamania. I do want to go to Hackamania.
What the fuck you want to go to Hackamania? I wanted to go to Hackamania, and you said you didn't want to go to that either.
Well, I want to go, but I'm not, like, definitely going to go.
Yeah, you're not going to go. Dick Paninsky for 545 USD. We love Dick. Jokes are funny. We love jokes. Vito is fat. CIN for 2. Australian women need reminders, and men fulfill commitments. Aquavich for 2. Skankfest prize for weight loss contest round 2.
There you go.
Chud Bronson for 5 Canadian. The last Dick show was great. Love the work. Vito, I don't care about your life. I just hearing I am Vito, oink, oink, I roll in mud. Got it. Jihado Bod for 2. Vito, just follow Masterson's diet of Coke and ass. Man Ray for 5.
Coke will... Bro, I mean, you can gain weight on Coke.
You
like
can gain
John
weight
Bonham
on Coke,
did, but
yeah.
try. I think you should try it.
Maybe I should. Man Ray for 5. DNP is a very bad drug, more effective than Ozempic. Vito should never take to lose weight. Coup for 2. Are these chats not a sign we like the show?
Not enough. They're not enough.
I
love
not enough.
The There's way too many teals and blues.
I think people like Dick. Some people like me.
You're...
Yeah, whatever.
You're the heart of the show. They want you to lose.
The heart of the show.
They want you to lose weight
the
because they care about you so much. No one cares about. No one cares if I drink myself to death.
Sure.
Or do bad networking.
All right. Cyphers and Suctus for 5. Vito, we love you. Just fucking cry already. Get it out of your system. No.
Yeah. Everyone hammer Vito on the crying.
Coup for 2.
More super chats about crying.
Hey,
more
Vito,
super chats
great
about
show.
I love you.
I love it. Man Ray for 2.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
Great show. Very funny.
Yeah.
On the John for 2 Canadian. Look, I'm not saying. Look, it's just nice when you make some and people go, hey, that was good. You know, that makes you feel good. You don't have to do it. It's just nice. I get that we're guys and we're not supposed to want compliments, but it's nice when you get a compliment.
Welcome to the Vegas Comedy Festival. Here's your lanyard that has 1 free drink ticket.
I will probably try to go to Skankfest. I would like to go to Hackamania.
So who's out of rehab? Oh, yeah. Oof. Wow.
Maybe Artie Lang will be at Skankfest. That would be cool.
Huh.
See what Artie's up to. On the John for 2.
I would go to get Artie Lang high on drugs.
That would be hilarious.
Be fucking hilarious.
Just go, come on, man. Just do a little meth. Just do a little meth. Just do a little meth.
I spilled all this Coke here.
Yeah, oh my God.
That's crazy. Coke's not as bad as meth, though, right, Artie?
Dick Paninsky for 223. I'm sorry, Vito. I think you're all right. Sufferson Psychdus for 5. The show's great. You should publicly announce the losers who get banned. I don't know who's gotten banned. Gut for 2. Vito was terrified we would vote yes. LJ Clabarino for 5. There'd be no biggest problem without Vito. Come, Waldy. Good show. Jolly good show. I want another voted up stinger from you. I do need to make one. Bobster for 5. The show's funny. We want you to lose weight so you can be around longer. I know. I get it.
Yeah, it's about the health.
It's about the health.
It's about the health.
Vito. Right. No, I want to be like Akira Toriyama. Famously died of being a big fat guy. Right? No, he died of regular shit. Indred Coldy for £2. How much for a quick, full-body self-portrait sketch?
$50.
Of what? Yeah, $50. Maddie Ray for $5. $4.24. Ribeye steak, sour cream, horseradish, baked potato butter, rice and gravy, cabbage salad, bottomless garlic cheesy bread, and 2 Tall Moon beers. That is indeed.
Jesus, Maddie Ray, you are a fat piece.
No,
of
that's
shit.
what I ate with Maddie Ray. We went to what do you call it? We went to Clearman's. I didn't eat it all that night. I saved half of it for the next night. But I got a ribeye steak with a baked potato, and it comes with the what do you call it?
What day was that?
I think it was 2 nights ago.
So Wednesday.
He was in town. He said, "What restaurants are good?" And I said,
Yeah.
"Well, Clearman's is pretty good." So we went to
Okay.
Clearman's, and I ate a bunch of cheesy whatever bread.
All right, if you do that, if you do a food journal until
Oh, that's my food
Skankfest?
journal entry. Yeah.
then I'll go to Skankfest.
I forgot to bring.
I'll go to Skankfest.
I
then.
forgot to bring the horseradish home. I was sad though. I'd eat the rest of the steak
I
without
believe
the
you.
horseradish.
If you do that, I will go to Skankfest.
I'm not making a food
and I'll
journal.
do like I'm here to network. Like, oh hi, how great to meet you. I do a comedy
let me make
podcast.
sure we can get tickets
I'd love
first.
Shane Gillis. I'd love to have you on my comedy podcast.
You're already
and
ruining
talk about censorship and cancelment
That would be
culture.
worse. That would be worse.
Holy fuck,
That's
man.
worse than me just
You're
going by
Irish
myself.
and white. What a fucking tremendous accomplishment.
All right. Okay. You don't have to go. It's fine. I know it's beneath you.
No, I'll do it great.
I also didn't
I'll do
finish
it
my
good.
second Blue Moon, but I do like Blue Moon. Cara Fro for 50 wants Vito's booty. Well, you're getting it, Kara. Kara, will you save your fucking money? You fucking single mother or whatever the fuck. You gotta.
What are you talking about?
Don't give us $50. I feel bad.
doing?
I donated money to her GoFundMe like at the beginning of the year, and now she's throwing
guys
it
are
back
just
at
sending
me.
money back and
Don't give me the
forth
money.
with
I gotta
credit
send it
card
back to you
companies.
now. I feel bad. Alex for 5. Dick, stop being so mean to Vito. He's not Maddox. I mean, he's not Sean either.
How am I being mean?
But we love him.
I tried to make a deal.
We don't need.
How
to
am I
make,
being mean?
We don't need to make deals. Somebody said I skipped their super chat. I'll see if that's true.
Yeah.
Alex for 5. Oh, we did that. Coconut for 10. I know it's a hotly contested topic, but a live show really would be cool. Last week of July in LA, I'll be there. Always miss you in Philly. Hope you have better luck on your home turf. Well, we're definitely going to do something when the comic launches.
Yeah.
So that'll be like 2 years from now. That'll be 2 years from now. What the fuck is that? Shit Lips for 10 says, I eat shit. Fantastic. Harv Prentice for 5. Great show. Dick, thanks for not killing yourself.
Thank you.
Vito,
Yeah.
not so much. Daniel Gore for 5. Vito, I'm sorry I called you a pig fucker. I feel bad now. You're a very kind, gentle person, not to mention a great writer. See, I shouldn't have said anything. I'm so sorry. Daniel Gore for 2 adds, hashtag Pig Lives Matter. Thank you, Daniel Gore, for making it work. And on the John for 2 Canadians says, Vito skipped my $2 dono.
Oh, he's fucking lying. Fuck on the John.
No, I read that
All right.
one.
Oh, it looks like wait. I messed it up. Oh, what's the game where we smash all the toys? For a man who tweets about little boys.
Tweet about little boys. That's not.
What's in the box? You know you want it. So get on the scale. I smash it to shit. Vito's booty. Vito's booty. What's it gonna be?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like now we have to, right?
You're gonna like this one.
Well, we'll see.
Well, you're on the fucking scale for Skankfest.
If I like the toy.
Well, you're on this fucking scale for Skankfest. I don't know why I'm always struggling to get my stupid Chinese app up. Okay, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, did you get it or not?
Do it again. Oh, I think it was low. Oh my God.
It's not good.
It's you are so negative. You're the most negative person about yourself.
I mean, it's not great.
295.9.
Yeah, but I gotta get below 290. All right.
You have to get below what?
290 at least.
I gotta take. You have to get below 220.
Look, I have more of that Ozempic stuff. I just haven't taken it because I'm worried it's gonna make me sick. But I gotta take it.
It will make you sick.
I know it's gonna make. Well, I can't work for the last time I took it. I couldn't work for 2 days.
Why don't you just stop
I was
eating
just
and
sick the whole
drinking
time.
sugar and stuff?
I don't know.
Look here. How about this? Does that card do anything for you?
I mean, I still want to get the. I gotta get also the testosterone.
Yeah. What happened to that?
I'm not good at.
You need a wife.
Getting shit together. I've been to I missed a doctor's appointment.
Doctor for what?
Just like basic blood work and everything. I just didn't do it.
Blood work?
Yeah, just like a checkup. They want to like check all the stuff.
Well,
I'm making excuses again. I gotta stop. You're right. I should just do everything correctly.
You do make a lot of excuses.
Well, it's because I know I fucked up.
Well, you know they're gonna do that blood work, and then they're just gonna find out that you're sick.
Probably. Last
So
time they
who
did it, I
cares?
was okay. I have to take potassium pills so I don't have a heart attack.
What?
Or
Like
whatever.
bananas?
My blood pressure was too high, so I take potassium.
How high was it?
I don't fucking remember. I can bring in. You want me to bring in? They accidentally gave me a heart cuff monitor as part of a.
They accidentally gave you a
Well,
heart
they gave
cuff
it to me because it was supposed to be like part of a thing where they track it online, but then I just didn't use it, and they forgot to take it back from me. So now I just own a heart cuff monitor.
Yeah, I sell it on eBay. Right? Okay.
I don't know.
Here's your Vito's booty prize.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's
There you go. And
it's another mother's milk.
Mother's milk. And that's perfect. That is great. I love this guy.
That's actually the crappiest one.
Wait, why is this the crappiest one?
Because the box is all
box is
dinged
fucked
up because they're running out of mother's milk.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. I love mother's milk. I'm a big fan.
You're taking it out because you thought there'd be something good inside the box.
You gotta check if
But
there's
there's
a
not this
goof in there.
time.
Well, I love mother's milk. I'm a big fan of this guy, and he's really growing on me. Here's the thing: is having one mother's milk sucked, but having a lot of mother's milks, it's kind of cool. I kind of like it.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So, well,
I have a whole closet full of them now.
I love this guy. I love mother's milk. You know what though? The biggest prize of all is on Monday. I did an excellent stand-up show. Super Killers coming together. Got some great art that we posted. Dick saw. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it looked good. Looked cool.
His art's really cool, man. I really like that guy.
Yeah, but you got to crank it out, man.
Okay.
Hammer him.
Yeah.
Nah, you got to. Yeah. R. You got to say R to that. Where's my fucking.
I hammer him.
You got to hammer him. What is he? Mexican?
He is a Mexican.
Oh,
yes.
you got to say. You got to really hammer Mexicans. You get back here. Call his mom.
His art's so cool, though.
It's good, but you got to call his mom and say, you got to get your son in here.
You gotta get your son in here.
Get him to do this comic.
I think he's doing all right. You know what?
295.9. Cool. You're back under 300.
Well,
I know you don't even care about that, and anyone who does care, you have disdain for.
I don't have disdain for them. It's just there's nothing. It is what it is, and I won't make any excuses. I ate a lot of good food this week.
Oh.
I had 2 Blue Moon beers and a big old steak.
Uh-huh. Well, the beers are fine.
That was a great steak. The beers are not fine. Beers are
Yeah, they are.
Probably one of those big old Blue Moons. Probably like 500 calories. No.
Well, yeah, but it's the modern perversions of drinks that will fuck you. You can have steaks within reason and potatoes within reason and liquor and beers within reason, but you can't have sodas and chips.
Well,
and you've got to be active. You got to be active. You got to be hardcore active 2 or 3 times a week. That's it.
I'm on that. I'm doing the bike.
Bike's not hardcore. You got to be doing a sled.
It's possible. It's possible I need like a more intense cardio. I mean, I break a sweat, so it must be doing something, but clearly not enough. Maybe I'll get a different machine.
Like a Sibian?
Yeah, that'll burn. That'll burn a lot of calories. See, this is not interesting. That's the worst part. It's like, I don't know. What can I say? Maybe I'll try. I'll try exercising more. Maybe I'll eat better next week.
Maybe at your comedy festival they could explain why it's funny.
Yeah, well, that'd be good too.
Yeah.
Look, we got a great show. Thanks everybody who came by. I guess let's put our top supporters up on the show, which I need to refresh for next week. Don't forget, Biggest Problem in the Apocalypse bonus episode is now at patreon.com/biggestproblem. And we're going to have to do another bonus episode pretty soon as well. Number one, Josh Denny fan says, Red Bar wants to be friends. I sent you a message on X.
All right, we got it.
Summer Swan Winter Raven says Tony's Comics going to make a lot of money, and Alex says, I love all the bits.
Alex says, God, this
what
bit
a
is
great
tired,
show.
and then a blowing out face.
No, it's all great. So thanks to everybody for being a big fan of the show, and I look forward to all the comments telling me what a fat piece of shit I am, because
You're making this a weight loss show.
I'm not
by
making
your
a weight loss.
reaction.
Well,
I would weigh myself, no problem.
Sure.
I don't care.
Okay. Oh, I just did. We just did it.
Yeah, but you gave like a 40-minute speech on how you don't want to be bothered by people.
I just don't want to disappoint the fans, and they seem very disappointed. So I'm telling them to temper their expectations.
To what?
To 0. Expect nothing from me, except Super Killer, which is going to be great.
Expect that you won't lose weight.
Yeah.
That's not realistic.
Err on the side of, negativity when it comes to me accomplishing things. This isn't, okay, you're right. It is like the hero's journey, but it isn't. Like, you want it to be the hero's journey, but it's not. It's just
me?
No, the fans, like everybody, who go like, oh my God, Vito lost 30 pounds. Clearly, this is the beginning of one of those, Cinderella stories where he turns it all around and he becomes a captain of industry. And went, no. Real life doesn't work like that.
Have you heard a lot of people like saying the fans are wrong and they're right?
What do you mean?
Have you ever heard someone who's like, "Oh, the fans are wrong," and they were right about that?
I don't know.
Have you?
I don't know. Maybe.
Who?
I'm just saying that whatever little like poetic thing you had in your head.
A poetic thing?
Okay.
Of losing weight?
I'll say
that's possible. It's not poetic.
You're right. Guys, we will win. That's it. We will win.
I think losing weight is more realistic than defeating Marvel and DC.
At least I've kept. I'm not going to make excuses. That's it. I can't make excuses.
These guys
on this
have really messed up your head, man. I'm here trying to run defense for you, but these guys have really messed you up.
I don't want. If they're upset that I'm making excuses, I won't make excuses. I'm fat and it's my fault, and that's the bottom line.
Well, yeah,
take care of yourself,
that part
folks.
was true. Yeah, I'm drunk. That was my fault.
All right, we good? Thanks, everybody. What is there? Something else you want to talk about? I think we nailed.